Another underdog challenge. He's got a flashbang in his hand, but he sees that utility start to trickle in. Fallen keeps it clean. Furia, a playoffs feature.
Sit back and watch.
Oh, hang on.
This is a 1v4. He doesn't know. He hears him running. Prison finds all four.
Now, I want to ask about the mentality for you and the team coming into 2026, because you had these great runs, you had the great trophies, but the major wasn't living up to expectations, what we expected from Furia. So do you feel like you have something to prove this year to start things off with here at the Bounty?
It's hard. I think we need to keep in doing what we were doing, like the last 4 or 5 months. The major, actually, when we see, like individually, we play bad. So it's hard to win like a major when you have 2 or more players playing bad. So, and before we were playing very well, everyone, and were playing like insanely good, like for 4 months, and we won some tournaments. So we can see that we need everyone playing well. And on major, it didn't play. Maybe the pressure, I don't know. But I think this year we need to keep doing this. We want to win as many as possible, like all the tournaments as is possible. And yeah, let's see.
Now, looking at the goals for Heroic outside of obviously this event and facing the fact that you do have a stand-in, do you feel like with Prisoners and IGL, the changes you guys have made, that we might see the best Heroic come up again? Because on paper, this looks really damn good. Roles, you know, how it's all working, a young lineup as well.
Yeah, right now, I think we had a better I think we have a better lineup because we have now a younger age, I think, in our team. So I'm the unk of the team.
You're definitely
I can
not.
say I'm definitely not, but literally I'm right now.
Yeah.
But in general, I think we have a better perspective of CCS, and if we can like add in our team like the flowing a bit more, like using Nilo, using me, or maybe using Alcaran in that like team play, because like I think playing team play is good, but I think against elite teams that you need to show your like quality, you know.
Yeah.
You can't win as a team only. So I think if we can improve that, I think we can be top 10 easily this season, inshallah.
Awesome, man. I like that. There's a good smile on your face while saying it. Last thing I have to ask about here is veto-wise for you guys. It kind of looks like they're just better in every way on the same maps that you would usually want to play. What does that do to you and how you approach this game?
We played against them in prags after off-season. So like when I check our prags, I think I'm very comfortable playing against them. I don't want to talk about for my team name, but for me individually, I have a very good plans for them. Hopefully it works. Either we're gonna write history or we're gonna be history, you know. So let's see.
Unk Floud, we call him. Good old Unk Floud coming on in. Oldest player on the roster, that's kind of crazy to think about.
It's 23. What does that make us?
Ancient. Dust.
We're barely even here, I guess. I mean, yeah. No, I mean...
I feel my knees creaking just saying that.
It's a wild perspective, but I feel like Unk really starts at maybe 30 minimum. Either way.
It gets younger and younger at this point. But no, seriously, this Heroic roster, right? A lot to like with Kristen in the fold. It's been impressive as well, working youngster back in there, playing without an Alper, trying to make this all happen. Honestly, we were kind of shocked to see them get here to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. There's no beating around the bush. Them beating Pain Gaming, the fashion they did it in, and qualifying here for the playoff was a bit of a surprise, and I guess a big surprise in its essence. But I'm not really bought into Heroic just yet. You know, I'm a little bit sad we don't get to see the full roster first and foremost. I'm curious to how much Kristen can do with this lineup, and I'm also looking at the player material they have to work with and comparing that with last season, where they had some, you know, they had a guy like Tinia, and I, you know, look at Tinia and I think to myself, he's a real prospect. He's a guy that I think can go all the way. Same could be said for Nilo as well, but I feel like in terms of player material, Heroic have taken a step down, where some of these guys will have to overperform and overdeliver if they want to kind of replicate what Heroic did last year.
Well, I feel like that's what Kristen can do for them. I feel like Kristen actually has been, in the last season, he kind of showed that he could take an OG team that, in my eyes, didn't really have a business winning some of the sort of online tournaments, little lands that they did win, and kind of be greater than the sum of their parts. I was surprised, I mean, for example, when they won over teams like Passion UA, teams like Paravision in Grand Finals earlier, that's a bit of a surprise to me, because when I look just player for player, I'd say, what, OG's last season, they had like Nikodas. I mean, that's beating a Jame-led team on Paravision. That's beating a Grim-led team on Passion UA. I feel like Kristen has already proven himself that he can make a roster like this be a little bit better than what you may expect given face value.
Looking to elevate it, we saw the quote, and that was also in a response to a question about Heroic gaining a rep as kind of a bit of a farm team. Time for farming is over. It's time to harvest for Heroic. Time to grow these crops into something.
I don't know about that.
No?
I don't know about that.
All right, we still think it might be farm cycle.
Maybe pump the brakes a little bit.
It is winter. It's seasonal.
I don't think Heroic's going to necessarily become like a top 8 team or anything like that. I still think until they actually start showing that they can win titles or make playoffs more consistently, they are a farm team. I'm not even really ashamed of saying that. And yeah, they might have some up-and-coming prospective pieces, but I feel like if you're looking at any of their guys and you're a team that's one of the big dogs, like a G2, you're just going to instantly poach them.
What do you think is going to happen if Nilo is going to continue to play well as he has for the last couple of months? Then obviously G2 is going to come knock at your door. FaZe is going to come knock at your door. Na'Vi is soon going to need a player as well, most likely. So I feel like there's a lot of teams right now in contention to be picking apart some of these smaller teams. And, you know, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in being a farmer team. There's nothing wrong in being the Ajax of Counter-Strike in that regard. They're making a shit ton of money selling players and selling cores. So if you're Heroic right now, you're just happy that you can continue doing that. And if Kristen can help them sell Nilo for maybe a couple of $100,000 more than initially thinking, then why not?
Guys, we just finished with a NovaShots.io segment, but apparently we're right back into it. What the hell? We'll talk about him. We'll stick with it on Nilo. Look, this guy has shown some really impressive results. His team is big-upping him in a big way, right? Kristen's talking about him. Tobiz is talking about him. They're saying this is future top 20 player of the year material. Have you seen it?
I would say that mechanically, at times, absolutely. I feel like the snappiness, like target selection, how just quick he can be in terms of the two bursting of opponents, even under just like nades flying around him every single time. It's extremely impressive. I feel like decision making is maybe an aspect that I haven't seen quite as much yet, but what is this, Mike?
This is the comparison to Jimfat. This was Kristen talking about playing with Jimfat over on the Mouse NXT roster. Do we see it?
That is incredibly apt, because when Yimpat first joined the Mouse team, that's kind of what I saw in him. He was so quick, even in really tough defensive situations. He's able to just get 2 kills that most anchors would get 0 or 1 in. That's what Nilo's been doing for them. Role-wise, I think that Nilo gets a couple better spots here and there. But for the most part, yeah, I think it's actually a pretty decent comparison.
Yeah, there's just one question mark attached to him, and he's a bit mysterious, because we did see him join Heroic, you know, being bought out of his former team, and then he didn't play an official game for, I think it was 5 or 6 months before he was introduced into the lineup, right? Yep. So we don't know what was going on right there, whether that was something personal or whatever that may be. But in terms of judging him on the server, you know, what he's delivering, as you're saying, when he's playing Counter-Strike, when he's actually part of the team, I see him being a top 20 potential player, and I see him being picked apart by one of the better teams relatively soon as well.
Well, the question is really, can we demystify him? And what better way to do that than to talk to him? So we've got Nilo chilling for an interview.
Nilo, you played a great opening 2 series for the BLAST Bounty. You were the 3rd highest rated player of the online stage. What do you say about your performance you had so far?
I mean, I'm proud of the performance, and I feel like I'm just more comfortable with this lineup, and I really appreciate Susp and Chris as well. So it's nice with the new what do you call it? The new guys.
Yeah, the new guys coming in. Looking at that, when we've seen you at bigger lands in the past, obviously Heroic's had some ups and downs, but do you feel like here is where you want to prove yourself on a bigger event to put up these kind of numbers again?
Yeah, of course. I feel like also like playing with a stand-in, it's hard to always meet the goals in the same way with the original lineup. So we just play without pressure. We're meeting the #1 Valve ranking team right now, so just let's see how it goes.
And looking at that, no pressure, is that a good thing for you guys as a whole collective? Because I saw the vibes on the boot camp looked really good. Everyone was smiling all of the time, even bad rounds and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna go in here, try to do our best. Even if we lose, we will gain 17 points from VRS. So we're just happy, you know.
I love how you say even if you lose, there's still a positive in this because of VRS, which is obviously very important for you guys. And how is it for you with now Krisen leading and having more time? Do you feel like he's a leader who can help you put yourself in better positions and play the way that works for you?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like sometimes even though I don't say it, he sees it through me. So
really?
basically, like I don't have to say it sometimes something. He just thinks what I'm thinking, you know. So it's really nice.
Mind meld situation going on in there. Look, Heroic's in a great spot. Even if they lose, they win, apparently. It's all gravy here, and Krizen's getting inside the brain of an Nilo.
I gotta see more to understand exactly what that means. I think it just means
Mind
probably
meld.
giving him a little bit more freedom in the spots where he wants to try to take some kind of advantage. I mean, especially on the T side. I mean, Nilo's playing a lot of those kind of lurky spots. So if your IGL is in tune with what you want to do as a lurker and not microing you too much, that'll usually lead to good things.
Yeah, I like how he's well informed in terms of the VIS as well. You know, well aware that even if they lose, they still gain some points. And I think they jump from number 19 to number 15 in VIS, which is, I guess, a good start for Heroic. But then you got to factor in the fact that maybe you're changing out, you know, Youngster and you're putting in Alcuin again. So that could mess up with that. I think overall, that's the notion as well. That's the vibe I'm getting from Nilo. They're coming in with no expectations whatsoever. No one is anticipating that they're supposed to beat Furia, the favorite to win the major 4 weeks ago against a team that didn't qualify for the major. So come in, play free, see if you can take off a map, and if anything, just gather your 17 points for VS.
And hey, get your youngster his next job. You know, give him a little bit more in the resume. We'll tilt the scales, talk about the other side of things right now, because you are right in expectations. This is a little bit more of a mismatch, perhaps. Furia looking very strong at the end of last season, picking up trophies, coming to that major with strong momentum behind them, wind beneath their wings, top players on the server here. There's a lot to like about the Panthers in black.
And we would have had so much more to say. We were so close to saying last year that they were the second best team of 2025, but now you have to add all these caveats that they're the second best team of the second half of 2025. Doesn't really roll off the tongue all the same. Then that's because obviously they dropped the ball at the major. Losing in the quarterfinals was well beneath expectation.
Still, look at this, right? Furia, they're going to be very happy with it. Before 2024, they've been an organization since, I want to say 2018, 3 trophies.
Yeah.
This year, 4 trophies just this year, 3 back-to-back-to-back.
See, that's what happens in Counter-Strike. You know, recency bias. All the fans all of a sudden forgot, you know, there was a 5-6 year period where they got nothing out of Quesorado, nothing out of Yuri. They didn't really win anything. And all of a sudden, they find themselves in prime position, picked up some trophies, went into the major, were one of the favorites. And they are a very relevant team in the sense that we still talk about them as potentially being the best team in the world. And even if they weren't, even if they're number 2 or number 3 or number 4, or even drop down to being the 5th best team in the world, I think that's still pretty decent for a team that was, you know, irrelevant for the better part of 5 years. If anything, take Liquid as an example. We just saw them. They kind of are going through the same thing as Furia has been through, let alone the fact that Liquid are nowhere near being back as Furia are right now. So we speak about them as a favorite. We speak about them as a potential title contender, obviously. But if they're not winning trophies, just the fact that they put themselves on the mark and Fallen put himself on the mark as an in-game leader that is leading a team that can win trophies in 2026, that's pretty impressive.
And I mean, you consider again just how recent the moves were, right? They came into that second season having made the roster moves. They brought in Molodoy, a guy who we can have the conversation about international. If that's been done to death, we'll leave that alone. It still bears repeating that Molodoy came out of nowhere. He was on nobody's radar. He owned them in a scrim, and they said, all right, we got to figure out how to make this guy work. And they were so very correct for it because he has been a revelation in this Furia team.
He's been absolutely incredible. I mean, it's incredibly difficult to even poke a hole in his resume off of his rookie year, the only one being that on major playoff stages, it's such a slim sample size of games where he is not delivering to the highest level. But you take any other tournament that Furia are winning or going deep at, and you could say that this guy is an MVP caliber player. He's completely reshaped the face of how Furia run their defenses. They allow him to just completely take over positions with the AWP. They made Fallen get off of the AWP so that they could let this guy thrive, and they have been paid back in dividends. He is absolutely carving it up, and he's clearly slotted himself in the conversation as a top 4 opera in the world.
See, that's the cool thing as well, because we don't know the full potential of Molodoy. You said it, Mike. He came in just, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, relatively new to the scene as well. Small sample size with the major. That's fine. That's fair. This kid could be growing. He could be getting better and better and better. We just had the conversation whether or not Monacy is on track or on on par to contest against Dunk, Saivu, you know, to be the best player in the world. We had a conversation, and a lot of people believe right now that Molodoj is on the same level as m0NESY. They're kind of similar, you know, they have the same output. If that's the case, then, well, why are we not talking about Molodoj as potentially being a contender to be the best, second, third best player in the world? That's kind of the step he can take up in 2026.
I think he made a great argument for himself, and when we consider in this roster that they continue to put their faith in him, when they had 4 players within the top 25 last year, they have a lot of player quality. You talk about Keserato, you talk about Yuri, you talk about Yakindar. These are very strong players, and they all say Molodoj is the focal point. Sid re-emphasized that in an interview with HLTV, said, anytime we can afford it, we're putting the op in Molodoj's hands. That is our priority, is to set him up, is to facilitate.
Yeah, I want to start with a bit of a hot take right here to begin off the year. And I want your opinion on it as well, Maui, because I do think to some degree, and I'm not going to be popular for saying this, that Yuri and Yakindar kind of overperformed. When you look at how they're doing and how well they're doing in Furia, I don't want to take anything away from them, but if you look at Yuri's past 4 years, like he's playing some of the best Counter-Strike he can possibly play right now. The same for Yakindar. Had a very strugglesome period, came into Furia, and I feel like he's performing at a very high level. Do I expect him to be performing as well in 2026? Not really. I could see them drop 5, 10, 15% in output, and I wouldn't fault them for that. They'd still be great, but do we really expect them to be as good as they were in 25?
Well, that's one of the big questions, that the revitalization in Yuri and...
Okay, guys, welcome. We are joined by Banks. Thank you very much for joining us. What an event so far.
It was a good start, man, a very good start. A lot of people turned out at the same time, so even though it's a Thursday, and we got Falcons taking on Liquid, and still a lot of people sat down in the arena already, so that's a positive sign.
I mean, I'm happy with the game itself.
Yep.
A bit unfortunate for a Liquid fan here.
What can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, and I got to ask what's happening. First I met Nathan, who's a Liquid fan. Now you're a Liquid fan. Why?
There's something endearing about Team Liquid.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I know it's been a rough journey.
It's been rough since 2018.
It has been rough since 2018, and believe it or not, back then I was not following Liquid, so I missed the good days.
Oh no, well that's good. At least you're a supporter no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I like the personalities on the team, so it's easy to like them. It's a very easy route for the underdog as well. So we almost had them on Nuke, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Do you know what? It felt like there was a timing, there was a moment where they should have been able to have that win on Nuke, but it's even without Kioski being there on the team, it's still going to be hard when you're fighting Falcons like this, because even if Nucleons doesn't have like the same kind of performances, Nico can step up. m0NESY was dominating in that first map as well. You know, it was a crazy situation for them to have to deal with. So,
like, I mean, I feel like it should have been Nuke for them to win the map, because Dust2, they put up a fight, but I don't think it was going to happen on Dust2.
I feel like, though, if they got that, you know, they lost to the 5-7 where they stacked B, and Nico picks up the A gate. Like, if they just won that round, I feel like that would have been like the tipping point for confidence. When I spoke to Flashy afterwards, he said like that it was not something that broke them mentally, like nothing bad on the next round. They knew how to reset, but he just felt like it crushed their momentum, you know. So
it would have helped them like mentally to fight the next few rounds.
Yeah, and they were having this opportunity to make a comeback as well.
Definitely. I mean, I would have liked to see the Anubis play, because we haven't seen Anubis in professional play in a while. It isn't the new map, but still, it would have been really cool to see Anubis.
Yeah, I think we got it twice or 3 times, I think, during the online stage, and 2 of those times Furia played it. So a lot of teams have still not played it in this new season. Some people at the moment would obviously like to see the new version come in, but it would be very unfair to make the team do that.
I mean, it's too soon. It's too soon.
It's not. It would not be nice for them at all.
No, not at all.
Especially with such drastic changes to the map.
Yes.
So
the difference is like maybe lighting or something, but no, it's full changes. There's new peak holes and everything.
The bit that the mid change as well is crazy. Like, I don't think it's going to give a massive advantage to the CT side, but it is going to help them if they even want to just pop water, if they can peek stairs in a different way as well. But the Ts, from what I've seen, can still take a lot of control mid with just the right utility. And it's all going to be about how much do the CTs want to fight for that space the whole time. Yeah. Because obviously that new hole is still behind the doors, just they have to go around the corner for it. But there's obviously going to be new Smoko lineups that people are going to find. It'll be blocked off straight away or something like that.
No, do you think the change will kind of make the map less T-side heavy?
That's what the goal was. I almost thought that like it would be better with CT economy even before these changes, that it would be a slight improvement. It didn't really show that. So I don't think this is enough changes to make it more CT-sided. Okay. It'll help a little bit, but obviously I'm no pro player. I don't know what's going to go in, like how they're going to do it. But I can just imagine in my head that someone will find a smoke lineup, so it means the CTs can't take it so quickly. You can still do the stairs peak, you can still do the con peak. Like, there's going to be still the same opportunities for Ts. The CTs have to sit down, but there's going to be a lot more of this fight towards mid, because the CT's going to, if CTs want to cover that hole, the new hole that's been put there, or the hole that's been moved, should I say, then they are going to have to come closer. They can't play sitting back.
True.
They can't play back to the
They're more
A connector.
aggressive play style now.
Yeah, exactly. So it might change a little bit up there.
But I feel like players like Donk might be able to take advantage of it.
Oh, he can have some fun.
Oh, he's gonna have some fun.
He's definitely going to have some fun, man.
I mean, we'll have to see once, next tournament is actually going to be live?
Yeah, hopefully. We'd love to see how that plays out. I wanted to ask you, Banks, you've been to Malta countless times.
Yeah.
And now we're on for the Malta Counter Strike League stream. What is your favorite part about the islands, I guess? Or about how it incorporates into the CS calendar nowadays and ecosystem?
Well, in terms of CS, you guys have just been very blessed of a small island that can get a lot of Counter-Strike, and it just keeps getting bigger, right? Because obviously ESL Pro League's one thing. Now you've got Bounty coming in here as well. Before that, we were doing the Supernova stuff all that time ago. But I feel like at least what I enjoy about Malta is the people and the food. People and food is good, and also it has a lot of British things for me. So we drive on the correct side of the road. That's
the right plugs as well.
The same plug sockets, and I can get Marks and Spencers here.
Yes.
These three are good. The thing is, I've never been here at like the peak of summer, but people told me, and you guys are local, so it gets really hot, right?
Oh, it gets hot.
So it's not an enjoyable kind of hot, right?
The thing is, because of the humidity, it's like
Yeah.
sticky hot.
Oh no,
That's
yeah,
what makes
sweaty,
horrible.
sticky
It's
hot.
horrible.
Okay, yeah.
Anything leather, you're going to hate yourself. A leather sofa, oof.
Hey, dude, if I had to do the suits and stuff for that weather, yeah, it'd be a
You'd be
bit
crying.
harder. That
I'll
would
be
not,
honest,
that
you'd
would
be
not be
crying.
so fun. But I also think that just the difference we have in terms of what we get in this event for the Malta and coming to the country is like, you have maybe a small country, but there's a lot of passionate CS people.
Yes.
Like when we were talking, when we filmed some content that people will see later, it's not out
Not
just
yet, not yet.
but there's some content coming to me, Roman, Nathan and Vlad were filming, and like, there's passionate, high-level people here.
Yes,
And I
a
mean,
lot of
actual
people
Maltese people as well. And it's good you guys have your own little community and stuff going. And it's important still that you guys get to see these players come and have this opportunity, not have to just travel the whole time.
Yes. But it sounds like I think the game's starting.
Yes.
So
Thank you
we'll
very
keep
much
in
for
your-
joining us. It was
Thank you
an
very
absolute
much.
pleasure.
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate you guys. See you later on.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys, that was Banks. As you can see, the second match has started, so we are good to go. Mirage is
Mirage
the
now.
first map.
We kind of missed the ban phase, but we'll figure it out on the way. We'll figure it out
We'll
on the
figure
fly.
it out as we go.
Huh?
Can I steal your chair?
I think, but
Can I steal this chair?
yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Mirage, and I do believe it is Furia pick. No? We'll have to wait and see. As you did see, we did have Bank, so we did miss. What a guy, though. What a guy.
What a
oh
legend.
my god, legend. Such an enjoyable guy to talk to.
Scoot a bit over.
Let's scooch a little bit
get-
over
let's
for
get a
you. Now we
frame,
have to
let's get a
squeeze in to fit everybody in to the camera setup. Teething pains.
Maybe tomorrow we'll do a standing
Maybe
stream.
tomorrow, yeah. I mean, we found out about the interviews very, very late today, and of course, we want to bring you guys the best product possible. So
Exactly.
we said, let's do it, and we adapted to that as required. I'm actually gonna adjust my headset a bit, so sorry for the sound, guys. All right, I'm back.
Sorry for the noises. We're trying to fix the cabling here. Moving around headphones, and for players and people is.
Okay, I think we're good.
There we go. We're good now.
And now you can see our beautiful faces again, supposed very soon. There we go.
Ah,
And
look,
the
that's so
amazing
lovely.
stage behind us. Wow. Heroic picking up the first round here, though, so.
Oh, what a high five.
It'll just be USB-C to USB-C.
Oh, we did forget
all
the
the
game.
time. You can
Well,
never
the game
miss.
audio,
It'll always be
our
that one
sound
phone
mixer.
same jack on both sides.
I got
Mr.
you.
Manthen.
I mean, in fact, one day everything will be wireless.
That's what I see. We've had that conversation. I thought that's where you were going.
It's the step
I'm
before
gonna
that,
check. I'm
and
gonna
then,
check who picked what.
Right after that, there'll be no more online games.
It's a world we can all look forward to. When bunny hopping and surf are fixed too.
Yeah,
Pile it all
the
together.
changes they're here, they're coming.
Shouldn't be any changes in the momentum at the start here. Pistols in hand. Utilities
I have to
for
say,
a few.
what a series we had earlier today,
Leaning
and
on
what a series
Fallen.
this is
Keep eyes on this A
looking
site
to
where
be.
grenades trickle over top
Fury.
of Heroic,
You
but
saw the
obviously
map
not
picks?
the all-in.
What do they have?
Picking
Taking
up
a look at the
nades
map
for a
pick right
second
now,
volley
Heroic
if
have
needed.
picked Mirage, Furia picked Dust 2, and Nuke was left over. So if we go the distance, we will be seeing two familiar maps.
So, my question is, what do you think your predictions are for the game?
As the low kill club, I have to support Furia.
I agree. I mean,
And I do think
I'm
that
wearing
they
the
will
black
take
right
the
now.
win. So
However,
and comfortable for
I feel like this might be a 2-0 sweep for Furia.
Really well
Ooh,
organized.
2-0. I mean, Heroic are
taking this
currently
game seriously,
2-0
of
up,
course.
so we'll have to wait.
Wasn't that the same for Liquid?
To get those VRS points,
Alright.
but
You know what?
Sorry,
You know what?
too soon.
After
Too
their
soon.
Start to the tournament, you said
A bit
maybe
too
they're
soon.
wounded a little bit. Maybe they're like a little
We
bit
almost
slow.
had them.
We don't know
We
how long
almost
that
had them.
lasts.
And I feel like
Maybe we
I really
can
agree with what
capitalize
Bank
on
said
that.
about that round with the 5-7s. There, it's just
I mean, it's always good to have like a
think that's
mental
totally
like bonus
possible.
for people to
we can chalk it up
think
to
here
online
actually
player,
Furia
whatever
saving
not.
up
The numbers
saving up
paint a very
armor.
bleak picture for Furia
so
versus
similar thing
Foot.
Falcons managed to do. We're getting the bomb to go off a few times, and we get to see the stage completely illuminate the background. We didn't see it that often earlier today. So
I think we're probably not paying attention.
we were
That's
too
what it
locked
is.
in. We're too locked in on this
Yeah,
one,
that's
guys.
it. Also, with Dylan, I agree. Can't wait for Furia to pop off. Bro, same as you. I can't wait for that.
Like,
I know
you
it's
couldn't tell
it's
who
gonna
won.
happen. Oh, and I
You know.
can't wait for it
I
to
need
happen.
my boy Yakinder been blazing him basically since day one, since the VP days. And I need my boy Yakinder to pop off.
As a loss, but Furia held on to.
I mean, hey, we have to see how
the
Moldoy
first
performs as
match
well.
for
This
Cloud
is
and
the first map
Youngstar
for
against
X-Cloud
Furia
and
in their careers.
Youngstar
excited or nervous.
against. I was like, I see the X there, but I think you just pronounce it normally. In their
Youngstar
career.
gets
So
two
actually,
off
if you didn't know,
against Moldoy.
Youngstar is actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's Youngstar. He is the stand-in for Heroic.
Okay,
So
alright.
Heroic
So
also have a stand-in. Just
two
kinda
series is today with two
mentioned, the stand-in
stand-ins. Well,
situation,
Falcons
bringing
can
Youngstar
technically
back
make
from
the
the
argument
bench.
that they have two stand-ins on their own, including the coach. But on a player perspective, two series is two stand-ins. Worked for Falcons.
Fun, though.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Pim said.
for
Pim
Furia.
said he believes a
again, kind of
team
a low pressure,
with
nothing to
a
lose type
stand-in is going to reach the
situation
grand
coming
final.
Who said that?
Pim.
Oh, Pim said that.
Yes.
But he was referring to
highlight.
the Falcons.
Flesh out the
No, I mean,
resume,
he didn't say Falcons. He just said
Take too long.
he believes a team will reach the grand finals.
I mean, we've seen the stand-in buff where they go on to win events. I think of Snacks
G2.
with G2 before he joined them full-time.
Stewie too.
Stu 2K, exactly. So Snacks didn't win the. Snacks is G2. Snacks was with. It was a Polish roster. It was at Ends, and they reached the finals.
Yes.
They reached the finals. This is a long time ago. We just bumped into
It's
Snacks.
pronounced Sus.
Yes.
Was on the way back to the stage. Was filming a video for Gamer
That's how you
Legion.
know he's
So
Swedish.
can't wait to see him on the stage tomorrow.
And apparently, according to some of my sources, we don't know who these sources are, but according to my sources, Snacks might be literally in the crowd right now.
Round 4.
Might be what?
He might be in the crowd.
Ooh.
People say they're seeing Snacks in the crowd.
to go.
So, for people that are planning to come to
Ops got
the
him.
event,
Moldo's
maybe
got
next
an
few
op.
days,
There are going to be signing
Keep your eyes
sessions. There
on
are players passing in and out.
gonna be hard
Just
not
be
to notice
here.
his
And if you
impact.
cannot be here, tune in to
Continue
MCL
from the
on
online
Twitch.
portion
or Blast, but like,
If you're gonna tune
content is
into-
here.
if you're gonna
Content
tune-
is in the
if you're gonna
MCL.
tune- Chat, if you're gonna tune into Blast, tune into MCL. We got the stream, we got the Maltese aspect. It doesn't get better.
We got the vibes.
We got the
We got
vibes.
the vibes.
Thanks for an interview. You're not gonna see that.
We got
You're not
people
gonna see
interview.
that.
You're not gonna
We got Kirsten for an interview, who I accidentally called Tessis. Please don't clip them.
We digress. We digress. Whatever he was named as.
But when?
This Caserado
He
player
he gets paid too much to
he's
get
made
like mixed
noise.
up.
He's not even
He doesn't care. He gets paid too much.
It's
It's like a small little like mix up. He gets it.
Very clean shooting here onto
Moldoy with you up.
Uh-oh.
to nab all of the
Yo,
frags he
believe me or
could
not,
have.
I
and
feel
that's
like
all
no,
made
he's running away.
possible
I'll
because
say I feel like
Caserado
Moldoy could
doesn't
clutch
consider
this.
clearing
Moldoy
top
is
boxes.
definitely
It's
one to
hard to
watch.
get one by him, but they did. I don't know if they molly
And
top
apparently so was
boxes and there was a
X-Cloud.
gap they didn't clear. But the fact that he wasn't even nervous about
Also,
it,
really.
Ooh,
very
legged him.
strange.
Now here's my question: if you think it was Moldoy or Monacy, do you think Monacy would have gotten that?
I think would have liked him still. Moldoy's crazy form right now.
Oh,
Maybe
true.
Monacy
No chart
of
Earth sitting
2
behind
hours
those
ago
boxes,
that we
so
were
it doesn't
seeing.
seem like
Maybe
it.
I don't know.
Maybe.
That was insane. I don't think anybody expected that. But
Smoke
I guess. Yeah, well,
Beat
we,
him to
we
smoke.
see
I want to
him
see this triple kill here.
looking for the defense as he could have
What?
peeked into connector, got those fights.
That's a
And
good spray. I'll be
really
honest.
Held his cards close to his chest. Didn't
As much as I'm
peek
hoping
early.
for Furia to win, you gotta give credit where it's due.
I have to be fully
felt a
honest.
little pressed for
I think we're
time.
going to see a tech pause. We see a player AFK and CT spawn. Players are not moving, so should see seeing a tech pause. I got to be honest. Furia have headquarters in Malta. They were the first esports team. Have a headquarters here. I believe now Imperial also have one.
But in a tech,
Really? Really? I've not heard about this yet.
we'll pause.
But
So while having a tech pause, that's
I really-
slower than for you.
I really like both Furia and Heroic, and I like Heroic for a particular reason. As you guys know, they're a Danish org, and there's another very popular Danish org, Astralis. And there was a very big saga between Heroic and Astralis. You had
Yes.
the Handin saga, the Cadian
However,
saga.
I don't
this-
think we should really be bringing up past drama. I mean,
But because I'm bringing it up for a reason, that always made me feel a bit bad for Heroic.
no, I agree.
I sort of resonate with the guys in the sense, not the same way with Liquid, where I enjoy them because they're the constant underdogs at this point. But Heroic, get shit done.
No,
They
I-
get shit done.
I
you
agree.
know? So
I feel like Heroic and even Mouse, they're the type of team that would be. Oh, we're back in the game. They're the type of team that would
Yeah, like a proper
create
European
talent
business
and then
food
sell it off to other teams.
Okay, Serrano takes two.
I feel like more like they were poached.
Oh, you know who's a big team that creates talent?
Getaway was straight.
Mouse Sports.
Mouse are crazy. Mouse are a fantastic team, and I'm really surprised we're not seeing them at the studio for the playoffs.
I forgot if they couldn't make it through, or I think they were not actually participating. They had to
Could be.
they had to sub out for unforeseen reasons.
And it is instantly taken back by Youngstar. Problem here,
Hey,
27 health
funny
for
enough, do you
2
know
of the
that
3 remaining heroic players,
Mouse
but
are
Xcloud's gotten away
unofficial
with this
champions
corner.
of Malta?
Yuri's
Yeah, of
playing
course.
Up
around
until
for the
obviously
opponents.
last
If he
Blast
goes to
where
clear
Spirit
middle,
won.
that could
Also won
Heroic
almost every
won.
single event in
And
Malta,
even
or they had the
steering
most
them back
titles in
into
Malta.
mid.
So.
Exactly.
Xcloud fully ready for this exact moment. Frag
that
grenade.
Oh, Kobe.
Instantly kills Yuri, and of course,
Oh,
Malta's
another
gonna
one.
take this moment to come
Back
and
to
clear
Kobe
that
v. Kobe?
chair spot.
He killed he
Oh
killed
my
him
god,
before
that
his own
movement.
nade even
I'll be honest
did.
right now. I've tried to jump multiple times. I failed every time.
The ladder room and doubles back towards
I don't have the
window.
movement of a pro.
Furious
I'll be
not
honest. I don't have the
sure
movement.
where
But hey,
Heroic are heading off to with that
fair play to
bomb
them
in
for having the
40
movement.
seconds.
I mean, you kind of
Best
need
thing
movement
they
as a
could do
pro.
right
You
now
do
is
need
clone
movement, and you
Molodoi.
need some of
The
these
second best
useful
thing they
ones
could
that
do
can
is
get you
just
across the
rotate
map. So
quickly together. Heroic with
They're kinda
30
leaving
seconds
A completely
are in
wide open.
a fine spot. It looks like they're earlier
getting
than
the gun,
Fury are
yeah.
going to be ready for to come back to A. They'll have the side of default to plant on. They can get their nades out. Youngstar's help won't matter.
I'm gonna try this.
I think Molodoi's going to wish he didn't really have this off in this retake.
no kit for free. Yeah?
If they're going quick enough, I
Looks like
don't think
pressure
they really
falls
need
on
the kids.
Susp as the player with full HP.
Youngstar low health.
So to tuck back into the palace, you can see the concern here for Heroic because
No
yes,
molly
they
for
did leave
Heroic,
middle,
though.
but
No
there was
kit
the
for
rumblings of Furia
Fury, as
players
mentioned.
in that
I mean, Furia
direction, and they've
has a
had
molly
enough
and a
time
flash.
to
They could
flank
go low
Heroic
stuff
as well.
They're not going to be able to clear this with the time left over.
It's going to remain on Sus's mind, still holding flank even
It's
at
hard.
this moment.
I mean, all
and
they have
just
to do is
letting
clear
Youngstar try
sandwich
to
quick,
confirm
and then
numbers.
one will
Stick it.
hold.
As we get the
No kid, though.
rumblings of this moving forward.
Oh,
nah,
that's a
it's
good
over.
frag, and that's it.
Kindar, and that's going to send Molodoi back away with his off. It is
Fair play to
5
Youngster there.
consecutive now for Heroic.
Cheers in
And
the
this
crowd
one
for
coming off
Heroic.
the back of catching Yuri,
we have some
pushing
Heroic
through the
fans tonight?
apartments, pinning
Seems
him
like it.
in top middle. And
I'll be
making
honest,
sure
knowing
that
the fact that
3v3
look at
where
that
you had a
screen.
huge health
I mean, I'll be
disadvantage,
honest, thinking
Heroic
that
still
Furia's
come up with
like
the win.
kind of like
We talk about
home
the
base
gaps
is
as
now
well,
currently
like
Malta.
Xcloud,
I believe we have more
he
Furia
got
fans,
here,
but like by the sound of it,
way
you know probably what it
earlier in
is.
the round
Once
after
Furia wins a
Y3
round,
came
you'll hear
Serrano
the
at
crowd for
beginning
Furia.
of the
Could be.
rounds.
We're still 5-0
Basically
right
just
now,
never
so.
left, and Molodoi didn't
I
clear
like we
him,
went from
they didn't think
enemies as
about
in
him.
like so we're
He
different
ends
teams
up
now.
getting
We're
every kill.
into one team.
There are pretty big gaps in awareness here for Furia.
Do you think it'll happen tomorrow? We're gonna be supporting
that
different
are a
teams.
little alarming.
I reckon we'll be supporting different teams tomorrow.
That is a calm team.
Yeah, that was a crazy comment. You heard the comms?
That's the difference.
It triggered the comms, but there's no comms.
But there was no comms. Yeah,
There's no
I think I'm waiting to hear something, and there's just nothing.
I think they're just quiet.
Offshore's presence in B
I think they're just
halls
like
and
probably
They're just
chewing
chilling.
gum.
They're in their zen era. They're 5-0 up. They don't
That
need to
grenade
do
honestly
anything
had
else.
Youngstar's
Zen
name on it.
era.
Prison takes it in turn. Just tries to throw a bit of a threat around that smoke. Remains just Yuri
That's a
towards
good
B
mid-pressure
as we
for
get
now.
this float from K Serrato out middle yet again.
I like this from Heroic. I mean, a default where they can just try to be a little annoying. They know that Furia, they're not going to just sit back entire rounds when they're up against a team like Heroic.
Oh, I miss smoke.
Maybe it was on
Feels like I'm
purpose.
back in
Your
Premiere.
map pick, by the way.
Oh no, Malatoy. Oh, never mind, I said correctly. He's a
Fallen's also finding frags across the map. Oh. Ah, Keserato could have done better there. Wait, I got one.
We
I
have
got
the
one.
chance here. It's a 3v2 and they're both
For
low
sure,
HP.
this is their best chance so far in the game.
But they've scooped up the bomb and 40 seconds to figure this
I
one
think
out
they
as
might do
well.
a very,
A lot of
very
utility, a lot
slow
of thinking they got to do.
and they might rotate to weak,
Kind of want to go
assuming
the
that
pacifist
it's
route
going to
in a
happen.
round like this, though. Even like trying to
Could be,
get a
could
kill
be.
lurking or something with the HP and the op and play, it's going to be very difficult.
Yes, currently we're in round 6.
But also finding out what's open without getting killed is also difficult. Oh my
No,
God,
what a
he
whiff by
was
Yakinder.
looking at you. Yakinder, that could have been your first kill.
Falling over towards the ramp should still be fine. They're going to start crossing over. 7 seconds for the bomb plant. Any pressure, but that coverage
Falling
comes
are
through.
red hard.
And unless this spam connects, which it will,
That's
'cause he
good,
is
that's
so
good.
low.
No time, and he dies after time. That's, but he has 7k. He has 7k. He's not stressed.
Hey, I'm hearing, I'm hearing some
Is that
Furia
low-key
fans.
expensive?
Manthen asking in round
Looked like it
6.
was still
Mantis,
just
sorry,
Yes,
what did
yes,
you say,
now-
Manthen?
Huh?
What did you say, Manthen?
Yes, we're in round 6.
Which is also
Ah, yeah, no, the
possible
game is
because
in
they-
round
they-
6.
They have had a good start.
Well, round 7 now.
Yeah.
Furia finally
At the
picked
time
up
of his
their
message,
first
it was
one.
round 6.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Maladoy brings it
That
back.
was like a
and then-
comfortable
It is
position.
after.
It is
Ugh.
after. Yeah.
The way some of these players play. I mean, we're gonna see Mezzi tomorrow, and
Oh,
that
he has
guy
a config.
is a
The
freak of nature.
Furia. They find their
I met
first
him
round.
last August, and I told him,
Again, another moment
your
where
config
Heroic
scares me.
show us that
Yeah, he's
they're
like,
willing
well,
to fight
I won a
even when
major
the
with
odds
it,
are
so.
pretty
You know what? Fair enough.
That's
Fair enough. He did win a major. I think he won 2 majors with
back
it.
into a
did he?
save
2,
maybe
yeah.
in that
Yeah, he
Back
won
to
2
back.
majors with it. So,
Technically speaking,
Keep trying to secure a
he's won
sixth
3
if
now,
this
but 2 of them back
happens
to back.
instead.
who am I to judge?
Eyes on Furia to try to find consecutive round wins. One off here for Maladoy and Connector. The other one's going to pick up position towards B site. Hold
It's a very slow
deep
round for
line
now.
into the apartments.
Yeah, and I mean, this sort of favors Furia, right? They can just wait out.
Play the time pretty much.
Yeah, they have to be
Two
careful,
offs can
hold on
also
to their
make it easy
utility.
if things aren't
But
feeling right at first. Things aren't gelling.
we can wait and see.
I mean, they don't have a lot of
Actually,
util
good
left,
map
but they
for
still have
it.
the core util that you need.
Especially when you got a part-time opera like Fallen.
I feel like we're
wanted
so
that angle
lucky
back,
to
but
be able to
sees
have
nothing
players
for
of
it.
like Fallen's
We get this
stature
trickle
within
towards
Counter-Strike, his
Fallen's
legacy,
direction at 45
within
seconds.
the franchise,
But he keeps
playing
up
here
his
in Malta.
line just as they come around that corner.
And so
Squeeze
it's
up
first
through
time
the
actually in Malta.
That's
I
the first
remember-
time either.
play
It's
as
just,
well. And Fallen missing his chance to
I feel
shoot
like
first up
we
into the
Maltese
apartments.
CS
This is
fans
Heroic,
have really
very
taken
much
Tier
on the
1
brink of a
CS for
bomb site,
granted.
Jumping down into the waiting hands of Keserato.
To
Fallen
some
dies in
degree,
the
I-
meantime.
to
Yakinder
some
is
extent,
on
I
the
agree.
scene, and he's trying to get more than just the one, but it's man advantage. Heroic fought
And
for
Heroic
with
are
that
surely
exec.
playing
Late
some Tier 1
work by
CS right
Crizin
now.
through Connector,
Looking like
as
they're gonna
Furia
surge
are
to
gonna
a
take bit of a
6-1
faster
lead.
pounce towards site instead.
Unless Yuri and Malta
Crisin's
can
not in
say anything
position
about
yet to
it.
really activate this flank, and his bomb site's falling in the meantime. He's
Ooh,
gotta
that was one
get
of the
it
high
going
HP
for this.
players, but
And he's
Crizin
gonna
Why
has
is
to
he ready
go.
for this flank?
Furia's
I don't
still
think he'll be
not
ready, but
considering it, and
has to
even
go,
better
has to be
for
fast.
Heroic is the bomb site holding on its own.
Ah.
Yuri's crept in.
Ooh,
And down he
it
goes.
was a bit
almost
shaky,
built that
but
spray, I'll be honest.
managed to get it in the end.
Oh, the
entire
heroic
They try
players
to
are,
keep it real
very
simple
vocal.
once they
I mean,
got spotted,
I can hear them
coming
from up
the
here.
apps. They just
And
continue
I
forward
mean,
the exact
they're the
same line.
underdogs coming into this,
could
right?
chalk that
So
up to
you
Fallen
need to
missing
be
a
you need to
shot
be
or
confident,
the
not
two
to be
players that were
cocky,
there
but you need to
missing
be
one and
confident. I know you can hit your shots; they're
Um,
hitting them so
it's-
far.
it's definitely
So why not?
messy.
Why
Is
not
the
some
multi-kill
noise?
potential even from
I mean,
Intimidate
under
maybe
window
Furia.
as the like
I
overflow
mean,
spot.
wait. I think
they're just
Furia
not- they're
was
just not that threatening at the
second
moment. And Heroic,
highest
they
seed.
keep it kind of simple.
I believe
Every
so.
other round's
I believe
been
so.
Great,
And
though. I
Heroic,
think
on the other hand, second
nothing bad about the way
lowest
that they're
seed.
playing. That's for sure. They're
Heroic
having
wanted
fun
to
with
play
it, they're
Falcons.
playing
We
good
heard that.
defaults.
So
They're trading more effectively. Furia, it's time to
I
wake up.
think it was the best option for them.
yeah, I mean they couldn't because obviously Liquid took Falcon first, and then they ended
Yeah,
up
Heroic
taking.
wanted. I mean, almost
Furia,
every
but
team wanted
Falcons.
Falcons first.
apart from Nef, and maybe Nef was correct in his.
I mean,
This
seeing how Furia is
Dane.
performing now, I feel like Look really wish they went for Furia.
Could be, could be.
But again, this is Heroic's map pick, so
You know,
we'll
you
give them
replay
benefit of
that
the doubt.
round again, I think
Furia
take that
can have a
position
slow
again
start.
because they had enough
I'm a
players,
bit
they had a guy in their
concerned
window,
though
they had an
to see
opposite
such a
site,
slow
they still
start on
lost.
the CT side.
Maybe they haven't just like catch the rhythm yet.
Heroic making a real go
Could
of
be,
this,
but they
and
need to
up
find
top,
it
back
soon
to keep the
into the
pressure
latter
on
half
thick.
of the first half
Fury
of
doesn't
this
win
map.
the battle of the SMGs. The MAC-10 tagged
And
up
it does not
takes
look like it will
refuge
be in
behind
round
Arch,
8
and
here
Nalo's gonna find
5 versus 3.
Actually, like almost every round I've seen so far, Malta has had an op. Where's he getting the funds? Did he take a loan from Valve? Like at this point, if he took a loan, like every round I'm seeing with an op.
There's the ATM of HSBC somewhere down the stairs.
Maybe
Maybe he went
let's not mention brands, but yeah, there's an ATM around the corner.
Maybe he went to withdraw.
You know probably where there was the ATM behind the APC in CT spawn.
Maybe.
You know, there's the APC
yeah,
in the back.
Of course.
So an ATM around. Oops, sorry.
To be
My
honest, though,
apologies.
this is not one of those teams where I would expect
Something
that
back there.
change up to apply too much pressure.
I agree.
When we're talking about, like, let's say, foot, you know,
It's pretty exciting. The
No
only thing we
land.
have to
Oh, they're
mention is that
hunting.
Youngstars here as like a stand-in, but otherwise it's like an exciting team for sure.
and a team that's gone
Be
through
a
their
very expensive weapon to lose from Molodoi.
plan phases
Does look
already.
like he's managed to. I think if Nilo there just has his AK out instead of util, he catches him.
Heroic no slouches, seemingly. And remember, taking down
Fallen
Payne,
looking a
top
bit
8.
stressed there.
The Austin Major.
I got this in the bag. This is not his first rodeo.
Of 2025, obviously not as successful.
Too much, hasn't?
Probably the
But I'd
oldest
say we were
player
both
on the
impressed
server.
with Payne's first best of 3 at this event, so
Probably, yeah.
Heroic being able to defeat
Snacks
them
isn't young anymore.
caught me off guard at least.
That hurts.
Yeah,
I remember
Payne will be
Snacks
watching
being
this,
the
like,
youngin, you know, the young gun
warning to
who
Brazil.
everybody wants on their roster. I remember Snacks with Mouse.
And Liquid will be
Going
watching this
way
thinking, damn,
back.
maybe we should have
Going
picked
way back.
Furia.
I remember Snacks 2 to 3 years before
not
that,
sure
so
Liquid could beat
go even
anybody.
further back.
And go further back.
With the way they played
I
that
remember
last
Snacks
match.
disappearing for 3
themselves?
to 4 years.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember that.
And then coming
Champions,
back with a bang stand-in, where he finished runner-up, and then he joined G2. Now
The
he's
app
with
could
Gamer
also
Legion.
double up inside of Palace.
I
Gamer
feel like-
Legion here in Malta.
I feel like for Gamer Legion, Snacks is very like important because he gets
play
he
both
gets
sides of the
the
coin right
knowledge,
now at a minute
the
10.
experience that they might not have
Walk
normally,
through this smoke,
but that they
Fallen's
will
got you
that they
dead to
will
rights.
need.
Could have nearly
Because,
gotten that
I mean,
lineup, but the second
knowledge,
player just
being
off
wise
it.
in the game, having the experience, you know, being able to perform on LAN and not like breaking under
Nilo
pressure
starts
is
to move
very
back
important.
towards
I
spawn.
can ground
Prison
the
coming back
players
to join him as
when
well,
they,
but
when they feel like
curiously,
maybe
this bomb
they
still
feel lost
remains
in
on
thought,
Youngstar.
you know. It's very
Sitting
important
over
for
towards
them.
B,
And of course,
doing nothing
I
with
mean,
it, but waiting.
I think of Snacks and I think of a young player. Snacks won his major 12 years
Again,
ago.
nothing fancy. They're trying to
12
keep it
years
easy.
ago. Snacks has
the
been
rotation will
around
be
the
here
block.
plenty
We talk
of
about
time.
Fallen for experience.
Although
How
he
about
might just get a
Snacks?
clean pick off right now because yeah, there's a little
Transitioning
incentive
from that
for
star
Heroic to do
player,
something else, like show some
Opera
something with X-Cloud and
secondary Opera rifler
players
role
coming into B versus
into an
5 on the
IGL
map's
now.
not
It's
that
taking
threatening.
that,
They've just been
you
coming
know,
up so good on the
wisdom
trades.
and passing it on to the new ones. Definitely want to see
waiting for his
how
chance.
that will play out. For Fallen, it seems to be bearing its fruit.
Ooh, you can
Fury
do
up, picking up
it.
second round, 3K, spray down on
No,
the
it's,
goals.
Quesarado got the first
Quesarado got the first pick, but
But anyway, for Snacks, that'll be for tomorrow.
maybe for tomorrow.
For
yes,
those
right,
who are in
but
the crowd, you can enjoy him today. He's probably in the crowd right now. He's a nice
maybe
guy.
maybe not anymore. Maybe he moved on. But we did hear that he was there. But yeah, we're saying about experience. It seems to be paying its dividends to Fallen right now.
Yeah,
Nurtured
I mean,
this
a few of them
roster.
have missed
I mean, from the other tournaments
Missed,
that Fury
missed
had performed, you can see that
shots, missed opportunities.
he was able to
definitely.
ground them and like
Counter Strike
help
this
them.
game 0
Because obviously
5.
the players, the problem is not that they don't have individual performance. Molodoi, Yakinder, Yuri, they all have good
Kendra on
performance.
Virtus Pro was carrying that team during the online era.
Yes, 100%. And
X-Cloud gets away with it, just spamming smoke into
Look at-
window.
okay, maybe
while
not that
Yakindar's out
situation,
there
but-
meant to get the kill back, sure.
they all have
Maybe
individual
Serrano
performance, but I feel like what
maybe
Fallen
gets
brings to the
unlucky.
table, other than his actual raw
Maybe
skill,
X-Cloud's
ooh,
really
Molodoi
just
crazy.
that good at the moment.
He's an
to
evil
even
alter
down off
ego
Molodoi
when
as
he puts on
tops their peak.
sunglasses.
And everything else for
Ooh.
Heroic walking out
Will we
middle at the
ever see
moment.
evil
Molodoi
Fallen in
clearly
Malta?
sensing that he could make something
Look at me
more
back, make it
happen,
happen.
take some
Make it
damage,
happen,
but
maybe.
we'll have a chance
Maybe,
to remain
maybe.
apart,
I'd be
holding
I would love
back
to see that
Heroic's
happen.
mid-walk.
Maybe bring some props for next streams.
It goes too
Gotta
deep
bring
to
some
open up
props.
the
He
angle
brings
onto
some
catwalk.
food. Man, I'm hungry.
No, I'm hungry, bro. For those that don't know, when
Won't see a thing,
game
but
one
senses it.
finished,
And you can hear
Jesus,
him on
finished,
cat, obviously.
we're 20 minutes until the next game, and we haven't gotten food yet, so we're
All day,
hungry.
no breakfast, no
Fallen's in
lunch,
an
no
Oh, I
dinner.
actually had
spot. He
breakfast, I
can't
had
really use
breakfast.
his
I haven't
utility
eaten
from
yet.
here, but he
I had
can
like a
use it
little
later.
snack on the way here.
They want to go get that
I'm starving.
bomb planet. He'll probably
And
just take a time.
for the Maltese,
The sacrifices we do for you.
Pastizia.
Pastizia are on the cards after
He
this
might
match.
be in a position where he has to just let it go down. It's going to be
We're
hard
not gonna say from
because he's
where,
got no one
so you guys
taking
don't follow
attention
us?
away
Just
from
don't
him.
follow us if anybody
okay
from the
there.
CS scene wants. We're gonna be at Serkin after this match. Hey, Anik, let's
You
get
know
some
what's even the
Pastizia.
name?
Over their flank
You know
with
the actual name is
smoke grenade,
Crystal
so Yuri
Palace.
loses
Crystal
his
Palace.
line.
Crystal
Molodoi
Palace.
adds himself to the cat retake side of this. this.
While we're yapping, we
And
just realized
Fallen,
the
like you
bomb
said,
is...
has to
We haven't
kinda
been
just let
locked
it
in
go
as in
down,
this
never
game
even
as the other ones.
took
It's the
any
hunger.
kind of
It's the
look at
hunger.
It's the
bomb site.
hunger.
Molotov Molodoy.
There's no
We're
We're
distraction,
enjoying
you
the
know what I mean?
CS. We're enjoying the CS. We're
Down it
enjoying
goes, Yuri
the studio,
made
each other's
easy
company.
inside of connector,
We're
man
chilling.
advantage
We're
established.
chilling.
I'll be honest,
Fallen's gonna
a
hope to just
mukbang
come
would go
back and catch them off
crazy in
guard.
this.
Like you
CS
said, no
mukbang.
distractions,
CS
but Molodoy
mukbang.
serves one up. Fallen getting wind of this, catches a duel
that
towards
case,
jungle,
what would be the
but
best
leaves a
food
lot to be
for,
desired.
like, CS,
And now Molodoy 1v2, time is
and
certainly
casting?
against him.
Man,
and he's
we're in
gonna just
Malta.
tuck
Has to
tail
be
and try to
Asatat,
save this
Pastizzi.
off. It is an 8th
The
round
square pizza
with still the
of-
possibility of a
of Maxims.
10-round half for
Actually,
Heroic's T-side.
That's not the free
You know,
sponsorship. That's not the free
game with
sponsorship.
shades of,
You know, I was thinking, I'll be
shades
honest,
of foot where
sushi.
it's like
Sushi.
Good
like
bites,
Heroic
good
in this
bites.
match
You
are
just
definitely
It's such a
working them,
performative snack.
making
though.
them
Imagine, oh, I eat
harder
sushi
and
as
so
a
on,
snack. It's
Oh,
so
it's not- it was a
performative.
meal for me, I'll be
metrics
honest.
for any or like targets for any of
Oh,
the
that was a
players
good
on
shot by
Furia
Manthen.
where it feels like even much of a challenge right now. They seem just sort
Is
of
it a
like
timeout?
a
Yeah, it's a timeout.
First half,
I don't blame
second
them.
low
timeout
energy
used.
team, you know.
I know you said
No
you're not
ferocity.
worried because it's Heroic's pick, but I'm worried. Just 2 rounds after.
Technical pause, I'm gonna go
Team
look
still
behind
with
me.
1 foot in the Christmas break.
Lol.
It's an
Okay,
interesting conversation that Dev's had discussing,
it's not just
you know,
snacks. The whole Gamer Legion
sometimes
team is currently in the
time-limited
crowd and they're sitting
placement of a rifler at
on
the
the
peak
side
of
of
their
Heroic
career,
actually. So
and you never know
seems
if,
like
you know,
Gamer
Furia,
Legion
you
has
don't wanna
some
take it for granted that
preferences.
Yuri and
Legends,
Quesarado are going to be able to
legends.
start this year
I love
as well
when,
as they were
because
playing
of
at the peak of
Malta's like
2025.
unique.
Oh.
You're him, bro. That's my goal, bro.
Nice.
My Turkish goal. I will suck your toes after, bro. Let's go.
What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at some toe
Right.
suckers.
That's what they do at boot camp.
That's why they're so excited.
Ah.
Freaky
Emphasis on the
players.
boot.
I mean, whatever works. If you're winning, you're winning. But
Another piece
personally,
of missed
Hey,
utility
if
coming
sucking
out of
someone's
Heroic,
toes gets
though.
you the win, bro.
Again,
The weird part about that.
I don't
I'm
know.
not honest.
All I know
I
is you would have
remember
probably been on the
like
table
these-
for liquid. God
Hey,
damn.
yo,
Like,
hey,
he's
yo,
always
hey,
been
yo, hey,
consistent
yo,
his
hey,
whole
yo.
career.
Clean up.
I'm
the
not. I'm
side.
not
in
that
this case,
desperate.
I'm
I'm not
just
that
thinking
desperate.
Furia.
I've been seeing
You're
them lose
obviously
for
playing
8 years.
keep
What's
up
another
with a
8,
guy
man?
like
I ain't
Quesarado.
like
I
also
love
think
that
Dev's kinda
energy.
just
Not the best
freaky.
energy,
not
but
just
hey,
defining that
happens.
conversation by
Happens.
this one game, but
I got a
You've got
question
a
for the
whole
chat.
year of
How
CS ahead of
we
us.
enjoying the
They
game
do
so
some
far?
foreshadowing though.
Everyone
They
hyped
do,
up for
and they're
the
paid
games.
And this is what we get. So
I'm gonna feel
actually
really
kind of
bad
is
when you
like,
get no response to this.
noticing.
That's fine. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm mingling with the chat if there's a chat. If not,
That's an understatement.
good.
My
It's
goodness.
good.
that one to perfection.
Banks took a
Molotov's
photo.
gonna get
Maybe
the
we get a bit
angle
of a bank.
catwalk taken away by Molodoy.
Banks
And you are
reference.
concerned about
Banks took a
jungle,
photo.
but if he
Yeah,
lets
that's
his guard
because I
down
had the
towards window-
transition.
Oh, I thought Nilo would have had that
shit.
shot.
Oh, yeah, I
Let's-
did
let's-
see
let's
that.
lock back into this
Instead,
game for a
Yukindar
second.
gets the robbery.
Oh my god.
Brings it right
What?
back.
Man,
3v2
Heroic.
For Heroic.
Oh, they don't know
And
he's there.
Fallen. Well, that grenade was well placed. Fully flashed.
That was a
Sus
beautiful
comes out
flash.
That's just the lineup.
off
That's
the
muscle
team play
memory, and that's just a
and puts
player who knows
Molodoy
CS.
into yet another seemingly
This is-
unwinnable situation.
This first half is reminding me a lot
9-2
of grassroots.
in the half.
Grassroots. Gee.
And
Grassroots,
at this
but that was
rate, I'm
Nuke,
just going to
so-
say Heroic get double digits.
Same score. Similar score.
Yeah,
Was
go
similar
for it at
score,
this
was a
point. You're right.
9-3
For
half?
sure.
Waiting for
10-2.
Heroic, or
10-2.
Furia
Oh,
rather to kind of
10-2.
make a move.
What is Zonic's curse in CS2?
Go
Zonic's
in
law
on
in
a
CS2.
round.
It was 11-4
Do
when
something.
in CSGO. What is
9-3?
Zonic's curse?
Clearly Heroic hit the ground running tonight.
Is it 9-3?
Not
I feel
waste
it's
this
more of a 10-2.
opportunity.
It didn't happen
Chunk out of
in
Furia's
grassroots though.
confidence on map 1 at the very least.
I believe it'll be.
Grassroots,
I think it'll be 9-3.
9-3.
So if you do the
Well, did not work for Liquid. They ended their half 9-3. Went on to lose
Did they?
that still.
They've been doing a
and
good
get
job of avoiding
eliminated,
Molodoy in
so-
the late rounds as well. Actually, I think
an
he's been trying
unfortunate
to move around and
circumstance, obviously, but
they haven't
you
had
know,
to run into
kind
it
of
as
like
much.
stuff happens.
Just not in middle in the early mid portions of the round.
3 smokes. I'm talking about 3 smokes.
So many you've had so far today, isn't it?
We shall not continue regarding this conversation.
So do they try to weaponize him for the 12th?
Here, I
Sits
feel
behind
like
bottom
Furia
mid,
needs to
smoke
kind of
grenade.
like go all out. At least make maybe one more.
Quesarado coming off
one
the
more round.
catwalk. This will be a chance for Molodoy to
I feel like
strike
Furia
first
just need
in
to win this
underpass.
round, or we can just head over to
win
Dust
And
2.
timings go back and forth, and a
I'll be
little bit of
honest, I
discomfort here
kind
could
of
cost
agree with
Molodoy a
you.
chance at the
Hey,
5v4.
only time shall tell. Only time shall tell.
I mean, Dust 2 is a T-side map. We saw it both favor Liquid and Falcons on the T-side. Mirage is meant to be quite balanced, but still favor the CT side ever so slightly.
I
And it's
feel
like,
like people prefer to play CT on Mirage over T.
Crimson to take a look at B again. Can't
it's not like it's a
forget
rare
about
thing
the
to
amount
see
of
a T
success
comment
Heroic
like
have
T heavy
had.
side
They've been
on,
very disciplined, eh?
on,
Like, they
on
haven't just resorted
Mirage.
to
So
full
Who knows,
rush.
maybe
They've
Fury
done some
swaps at the end,
contacts, like
they do a
mid-round and stuff,
masterclass
but not
performance.
just all out.
I mean, this is
A
tier 1
plays or
CS.
anything. Like, they've
Anything
been
can happen.
very default heavy, which is that can be a
Anything
tall
can
task
happen
versus Furia.
indeed, but at the moment it doesn't really feel like that.
And yet Fury have kind of sat
Watch out.
back and not really tested the
I guess
waters.
you have a
Again,
point.
get Quesarado just
Oh,
sitting in the
no.
corner.
Picks
Malta
one
will
back
recover
up.
with that angle, and Yakindar's position catches
gets caught.
Youngstar off guard. B-Apps
Yeah,
player
might have their
too
third round here.
hyper-focused on the
4v2.
cat hold to think about Fury's
Oh,
back
the
sight, and
timing!
now
Did
Fall
you
is
see
good at
that?
find
That's
timing here as well.
crazy.
I'll be honest, I looked away
This
from
is
the
one of
screen.
those ones where Heroic
turned
kinda
around
stepped into
half
the
a second
trap,
before.
Seemingly, that additional body added to the cat hold in Yakindar catches at the very least a third round of this Furia CT side. But we cannot call this
Hey,
defense
at least you got one more
inspiring.
round. What the second half?
Well, that was the first half. It was quite a quick first
was a
half
very
as well.
quick
I
first
mean,
half.
we saw Liquid. They had a lot of rounds where they just really ran the clock down, which is something we used to see with that with the old Virtus Pro roster, where they ran the clock down. Liquid giving that a lot to us today, but in this half between Furia and
I feel like quite
Heroic,
snappy,
very
you know,
snappy,
like,
and
right after the
credit to
other.
Heroic. That's all on them for forcing the issue and taking these rounds to Furia. They did just lose now the final one, but still a 9-3 half on the T side of Mirage. And they're probably feeling very, very comfortable right now.
Oh, 100%. I feel like right now is probably the best chance for them to kind of take the momentum and get their first map pick, and then it'll be all up to, you know, for kind of Furia to claim Dust 2, and if not, then we're gonna go back to Nuke pretty much. And I feel like Nuke is. We'll have to see kind of how Dust 2 goes before we can actually say anything about Nuke. Because for now, Heroic just seem like a powerhouse. Even though they have the
Stomp so far. Stomp so far.
I mean, I'll be honest, I feel sorry for
Furia here.
Furia, that's looking absolutely stumped. Anyway, we give the viewers a little break.
Yeah, I think we'll go quickly onto Blast's own break here. Regenerate for second half, which will be back in 90 seconds.
Good. You can't coach that. You can only survive it.
Stop trying to coach me. Start following my calls.
Ha, be careful. Last time I said it, they made me an IGL.
Is this how roster changes happen?
Not the most action-packed CT side out of the likes of Furia, but they did have themselves 7 successful opening duels through that CT side, and those 7 opening kills only reverted to 3 round wins. Launders, how did Furia only win 3 rounds on the CT side?
It's kind of a damning stat. Yeah, that's extremely poor. Again, like they weren't meeting their quotas. They weren't getting their multis, and sometimes you take a snapshot of their positions. They had enough players in the sites they were trying to defend.
Right.
Those guys just didn't put up.
Yeah, I mean, you really wanted the damning stat. Yakindar had 1 multi-kill round that whole half. Malta had 3. Fallen, Quesarado, and Yuri all 0. It's just not there for them.
How many did X-Cloud have?
Probably more than the whole other team combined. No, he had 3 himself. Youngstar gonna get helped out by X-Cloud. Susp off of triple. Just gonna find a headshot to Yakindar. Malta is
Ooh,
wall
spicy
bang.
pistol
He's gonna
round
try to keep
here.
the hopes of the pistol
Heroic
alive, but not for very
keeping the
long.
momentum going.
Milo comes through,
3v1,
catches him off
looking to
ticket,
make it
and
10 to
a
3,
16
and
HP
no bomb plan for
K-Serrano,
Furia.
1v3. That is what's asked of him.
I mean,
or else Heroic's 10th round
do you think
is
he can,
one in
he
the
can win this
pistol.
with 16 HP?
And they will go
If he
full
wins
speed
this with
ahead
16 HP, I'll
towards
go on the
finish,
on
but
our
hang
esports
on, 'cause we
website
gotta
right
try
now.
to
I'll
give
go
him
on
a
the Furious
shot,
website and
actually.
buy their
Malta,
kit right
this
now.
position in the back of the bomb site now.
I think
Test
he
a
might
guy
need
like
to open
this,
that browser.
actually, even though he's low
If
on
he can
health.
get Snylo here,
So
he
are
might need
you.
to open that browser.
He's already tagged Crizin down to the 22 health he sits on.
Oh, Chris
There's
is
no one that's
I
gonna
hope
try
this
to
jersey
milk
is not
this for every
expensive.
match,
Ah, okay.
but Crisin's
I
still
guess you're keeping your money.
duel.
I guess you're keeping your money.
Close out, and it's another round,
We need
Connor,
it,
where
we need it.
Moldoy gets a multi and is the only one to get kills.
For?
For the grand finals.
For the grand finals.
If I'm here. If I'm here.
I mean, we're not going to spoil too much yet.
I'm not going to spoil anything. All you know is that I need money for the grand finals.
We need money for the grand
We
finals.
need money for the grand
We need money for the grand finals. We have
It's
some
actually
ideas for
just
the grand
turning
finals.
into more of the same. Top heavy
I have no idea what you're
performance
talking
from
about.
Malta,
All I know is that I
and
need money
unlike
for the
versus
grand
Foot, this
finals.
time it's clearly
Nothing
just
more,
not
nothing
enough.
less.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Energy's great from
Anyway,
Heroic.
10
I
to
love
3,
how many
and
defaults went into the last half.
do Furia have a way back
And,
into Mirage?
Volpex,
They're full ecoing
you know,
here.
gonna
They're
come in, not be
Glocks. They
afraid
don't
of
even. They have
anyone. Nyla's
one
gonna
Deagle and
continue
one
to have
Flash.
good maps here at the Bounty.
I feel like that pistol round was
welcome.
crucial for them to get a chance. I think this is going to be a really quick map one.
So you don't think Susp
We're
gets
getting
run down or
consistency,
Crizin gets
teamwork,
run down
and
here?
enthusiasm.
I would love to see it, but like, think about Moldo as a deagle. Unless he does like a masterclass right now.
Flat start of Mirage.
Like, I would love to see it, but I'm being realistic here, honestly.
Hoping Moldoy's Desert Eagle can
Ooh,
come and get this
what
right.
a nade.
Placed
Wow.
to perfection.
Kobe Bryant would be proud.
Desert Eagle of Moldoy whittled down to 29 health. You're not even going to get out the
Oh,
window.
gets
by
the
looks of
1D.
things. Moldoy will try his damnedest. And he will be
Clean
the
up.
last
He
whips
man
the shots
standing in
on
the face
apps.
of four. Crisin's pistol finishes,
You know, I'm
and
seeing
Heroic two
that
away
B
from
apartments
this
there.
win
I'm
in
seeing
what has felt
Crizin
like a
jump with that
25-minute map so far.
MP5, and you know I'm
Yeah, it
remembering.
really has.
What's wild is earlier
I know
this
you're
very
talking
same
about
event, we were
Cold
looking
Zero.
at Furia losing that blowout
You know, can I
map.
say one
How
thing?
long
I
has
met
Furia
Cold
ever
Zero
lost
You
before.
met
so
Cold Zero.
badly.
I met Cold
And
Zero.
it was one of their
So,
worst
I
maps.
don't know if you
And now
remember back
here we
when
could be staring at a
there
13-3
was...
finish, and so for the first
Was it
time
Team
and
Liquid or
the second
Cloud9?
time, we get these absolute
I
blowouts
believe
from
Cold Zero
Furia
played
in the
for Team
same
Liquid.
week
No,
of
no, no.
Counter-Strike.
So, at the
this time's
time when I
on
met Cold
land,
Zero, it was an
too.
So
MIBR.
if that doesn't
Oh,
indicate
okay.
But then there was
something
an
is wrong at the
NA
beginning
team.
of
I don't know if it was
2026.
Cloud9 or Team Liquid.
Malta.
Yes, in Malta.
When? They were both.
They were both here at the same time. I think it
You know,
was
maybe you'd rather be a Navi that just
2018
gets blown out
summer
of the water,
or 2019
upset
summer.
on
2019
chalk it
summer
up
and
to
was
that
Team
kind of
Liquid.
playing
It was Team
atmosphere.
Liquid. So it was Team Liquid.
You know, people
I
will remember
met
this
Stewie
choke
2K,
by Furia
Nav,
more than Navi's online
Elish,
loss.
Twists.
You're asking
Yeah,
if
I
it was
don't know, it
Liquid or
might be-
Cloud9, and you're gonna say names
wouldn't
like
even
Twist
frame it.
and
It's
Nav.
almost like-
Yeah, so it was
Elish.
Liquid. It was Liquid.
Only
sorry.
Stewie played for
You know, it feels
Cloud9
like
from
an
those
You have a
days.
point, you have a point, you have a
performance
point.
more than
I humbly accept my
necessarily a
mistake.
choke. Like, I'm not even seeing
I made
them
a...
It's alright. I
give it
forgive
their
you. I
all,
forgive
you know what I
you.
mean? It's,
I mean,
feels like
I didn't say Tessa.
shown up and hey, they've flown here.
I
right?
corrected
They
myself. And
qualified
you're
to
the
get
one
here,
who
they've
said,
flown here.
"Is this guys?
So,
Okay, I
obviously,
need to
trying
defend
to
my
figure it
case
out,
here."
but,
When
it
when
doesn't-
Kixin
it
is
certainly
standing
doesn't
there
feel
off
like they're in
screen
it.
before we said, Manthen tells me, "Is that Kixin or Tessus?" I tell him, "No, of course that's Kixin." And then Kixin comes here, and because I have that in my mind, I call him Tessus.
In
It's
my
Manthen's
defense-
fault. It's Manthen's fault.
Who stands behind our lights? We don't know who it is.
It's so bright.
I see a figure and that's it. If I can get the gender of the figure, I'm happy. But I can't even get that gender sometimes.
Much needed.
They're very bright.
Oh, they're bright.
From anybody other than Moldoy.
Crucial
Are they
round
spread as
for
a future
Furia.
though?
Quick onto the scene at the B
I
side,
don't know.
kills
I
the
don't know.
bomb
It depends
carrier
how
in the middle
well
of that,
you
and
guys
gets wind
make
of
this
K-Serrano
course stream.
already being back
I mean,
behind the van.
that's been
Great
helping us a
nade
lot.
from K-Serrano
We
to
get
soften up
Thank
the
you,
one.
Blast.
all
He'll
the
finish what he
little
started.
Oh,
Now
special
yeah,
guests
Star
on
All
our
of the
stream.
lights.
dive the bomb. He
All
gets
of
him
these
off the
lights.
plant. X-Cloud finds
Kanye
him.
songs.
This is
Yakindar.
such a crucial round
Both
for
other
Furia, and
players
we're
confirmed
memeing
that
around. And
Malta
oh my
was
god,
low.
3v2,
Okay, so I got
and
this,
they're
he got
gonna
this, he
whiff.
got
Put
this.
that bomb down
Oh, Case.
Was that match point?
That is match point. 9 in a row for Heroic.
The trades come in. Second player rotating.
I think at this point they're probably thinking like,
speed
guys,
at which
GG
you're
is going
seeing
next
the
map.
decisions being made. That's what's missing from
If you're Furia,
you're not getting that
do
at
you
all.
say, okay,
We got another tech
You're
pause.
basically
we've
getting
lost
no pressure.
Mirage.
The Kinder in the
Let's-
interview said that we're going to focus on our micro
let's just
decisions,
completely
for this match, and I think that
relax,
really shows that
chill,
they need
and
to.
come into Dust 2. It's not our map pick, it's Heroic's map pick.
Get some easy fights.
Do we just chill and come back into the next map?
I feel like at this point for Furia, I believe they shouldn't just like think too much about this game. They should just like humbly accept like, damn, we got outperformed. It happens, and just move to the next map. I think that's probably the best thing.
GG go next.
Pretty much, because I think the more that they fixate on this loss,
But let's be real. Are
the more they're
Fury
gonna feel
that
it.
excited if they win a round? No.
I'll be honest,
they're
I
not.
love the energy of Youngster.
The bar's too
For
high
a stand-in, he's full energy.
And he's showing what
Fury
he
wouldn't
can
get
do,
that
and he's
excited if they
having
won this map
a
in the
great
end.
game so far.
Yeah.
10 and 6.
Need to
X-Cloud
spoil the
and
script, but
Nilo
I just don't think
leading
that's gonna
in
happen.
terms of kills, but Youngstar, the young gun, I believe has the
I'll be
best
honest,
KD.
To be, there's X-Cloud and Nilo. They're both 13 kills.
I'm saying KD.
Did you just see that? Blood was in the air, he just tapped him in the head.
Oh, if he falls to the smoke here.
The volley, I think it's
Do or
spam.
die, 2v2, and that's a great volley, oh my god.
The smoke just saved him.
They go for this.
One has the nade, but there's not
Go
much
for
he
this.
can do with it.
Just map one end here. Oh! Oi, 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 Molotov deleted. Heroic map 1 in the back. They made that look easy. A complete
Honestly,
stomp.
like, knowing what Fury has achieved last year,
In the past few
this
months.
makes it look like that Fury are the ones that are chasing the bounty, not Heroic.
Crazy.
Heroic are here showing
Crazy
that as
map one.
if they're the ones that are leading the whole event.
coming out with an absolute right hook across the jaw of
Okay, for those who
Fury.
didn't
That
see
is
our,
not what we expected to see here
our
in
point
the
of view,
boys.
saw a guy walking with pass with some food.
And we're
That was
hungry,
wild.
man.
That was
Hungry.
unbelievable, to be
They
completely
can't
honest.
see us with the
I
end
don't
of
think
the
anyone
cams
saw
because we
Heroic
will be
winning,
throwing it
against
to
Furia, especially
the
not in
BLAST
this fashion as well,
production
but not
while
only
we
did
take
they
a
win,
bit of a
Mike, they
breather and we'll be
dominated
back
them
for
from start
map
to
2
finish.
very soon.
We spoke about some of the individuals. You had Nilo, you had X-Floud, Kristen with some immaculate calling as well. I feel like everything that could go right for Heroic in this game went right. That was a breakout performance, that was a solid performance, and that was a performance they should be hella proud of, regardless of how Furia conducted themselves. Because we'll get to it. They did not play good Counter-Strike, but it takes a good team to make Furia look bad.
That was extremely impressive, especially in terms of the calling. I feel like the T side is exactly what Kristen, I mean, he talked a big game before this match in terms of being brought onto Heroic to try to win, to just be more of a mainstay team in the Tier 1. And wow, I mean, he had them fooled in a couple of rounds. I mean, yes, Furia got a couple of their players onto those bomb sites, but the crunches in particular, A site crunches, B site crunches, every single time, it felt like Furia were getting hit from 2 or 3 directions.
That's exactly what you want, right? You want to make them uncomfortable. You want to have them show that the online jitters maybe carry through. Well, you come out quick, you keep them off balance when you're on the T side, and it's just all gravy from there on out. And it felt like every time maybe Fury were going to get the feet under them, we had an individual step up. We had some pop-off rounds. We have some sus plays. We have a whole lot of Nilo plays, right, coming on through. It just makes it so uncomfortable for Fury to play.
I think that's part of my assessment of this game as well, that yes, they were set up well, it was good calling, but even in the 2v2s like we just saw in the last round, whenever we had a clutch, whenever it was down to the individual player within Heroic to do a good decision or to show up or to win a duel when needed be, they outclassed Furia in that regard. So yeah, they were set up well, they were prepared well, good calling from Kristen, but the individual decision making as well from guys like X-Floud, from Nilo as well, top tier.
I feel like the setups were so good in some of the rounds that we could go back to
We can go into one of them. We got round 4, I think, locked in here.
Yeah, and this is a great example of just the way that, in some ways, I'm actually disappointed by Furia, but some ways I'm also just really impressed and satisfied by Heroic. I mean, they're going for this just quick A hit out of spawn practically, but they got X-Cloud into upper mid at the beginning of the round, and then the fact that he's able to just sideswipe these players, it's a combination of both setup and delivery from the individual. So everything was clicking for Heroic in this game. And the way that I'm also a little bit disappointed from Furia though, is that this is a play, the exact play that Heroic ran twice versus Pain in their very last match. Like the exact same setup, start to finish. And so my question that I'm already kind of raising for Fury going into the season is that you got destroyed in the quarterfinals of the major by a team that anti-stratted you. I wish you brought a little bit of anti-stratting here to day 1 of LAN play.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point. Whether or not they were aware of it, whether or not they were caught off by it, whether or not the players weren't able to process whatever anti-strat that's been going on in the lead up to this game, it's always very tough from the outside to be like, that's the issue, or this guy didn't prepare well enough. But when you end up losing in this fashion, where you never even became competitive, like you're the big dog, you're the favorite, regardless of this being Heroic's map pick as well, you're supposed to dominate. It's not like Furia can play Mirage. We've seen them take down some of the best teams in the world on the map. So overall, just a very
very disappointing performance for Furia. Again, it's one map in a series. It's one map in a best-of-3 series. We could be standing here in 2 hours. Furia would be winning 2-1, and we wouldn't be breaking a sweat in that regard. But in isolation, this was a rather weak performance coming out from Furia, and a very surprisingly well-playing hero.
I feel like even in that storyline that you're building, we're still raising a little bit of a flag here of saying this is just not the kind of map.
Especially when you hold it up against what we saw against Foot as well, because there were there were signs to be set right there. They probably could have and maybe even should have lost that game if you go by the extremities. But if you struggle a little bit early on against a team like Foot, you now lose a map to Heroic regardless of what's going to happen on the next 2 maps. Like, we're not seeing the same Furia that were dominating, the last 3 months of last year. So they seem beatable at the moment.
And it feels like some of it's coming down to individual errors. I mean, we have another round here that kind of shows that even though Fury, they're in a great position, a great setup, it's just kind of dropping the ball or maybe just not really holding on to that space. In round number 7, we see that Fallen, he just kind of pulls out a smoke, even though he's got an op, holding the line, ready to just kind of clip one side of this Heroic split that's coming onto the bomb site. There's a great opener here from Heroic where they get all of this mid control, they keep Fury in the dark, but Furia resorting to the double op setup. If you're Fallen, I need you to just hold this, man. Like, I really, really do. But instead, he pulls out the smoke, and that's unfortunately the worst timing possible. Now, Heroic, they begin the split. They have all of these great nades, and this is where I do give credit to Heroic. The spacing is fantastic. The double jump out a window at the same time, the fact that they mollied bench and the market door while smoking window, like, they got all of their nades out in seemingly like 2 seconds. So that's a very impressive finisher coming out from Heroic, but it's one where that opening pick just barely evaded Fallen, and to do what? Throw a smoke towards B apartments? It's not really going to change the fate of the round if you don't just... And I'd rather you just hold the op on the line.
Yeah. I also have bad news. We talked about it before the game, right? How long can Rifle Peaks last? How long could the form of Yuri Yakindar last? That was Yuri's worst rated map in an official ever in his career. That was a 0.36 rating, I believe. That is a really concerning sign for Yuri.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jinx him in that way. I was just, trying to point out that I don't think he's necessarily going to be a player that is easily entering into the top 20 players of the year. Same could be said for Yakinda. Again, it's easy to point out that they didn't play well. It's easy to point out that, in a 2v2 and a 3v3, you'd side with Furia more often than not. In this game, nothing worked out for them. In isolation, very poor performance, but it's not going to change my mind. It's not going to change what I think of Furia. It's not going to change what I think is going to happen on map number 2 and map number 3. All I'm saying is what we saw right here from Furia was severely them underperforming. Heroic playing probably the best possible Counter-Strike they can, and now giving themselves a chance of winning. But I'm not going to make any rational conclusions right here, because I don't think that's fair to neither Furia or Heroic for that matter.
We'll look at it a little bit in the future, but you now questioning the map pool that we've gotten onto, where we have this Mirage, we have this Dust 2 coming in. These are maps where Heroic are playing with a stand-in. We've just seen it in the Falcons game. Dust 2's not a bad map to slot a stand-in into.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's one where Youngstar throughout this event, just in the online portion as an opper, has just been okay. I'd say serviceable. He didn't really jump off on any of the maps, but he wasn't really a liability either. I don't think he's going to go toe-to-toe with Molodoy throughout any of this series, but it's not necessarily about that. It's just that this is a well-drilled Heroic team that Crizin is clearly just kind of bootstrapped, giving them a cool amount of set-piece split plays that are hard right now for Fury to tackle with if they're not in the form that made them world beaters last season.
It's an interesting note as well. I don't know if we've touched on it yet, but Crizin and Tobis worked together previously over on that Mouse NXT project. So you're kind of reassembling an existing IGL coach pairing where you know that you have that chemistry, you know you like to work together, and that does allow maybe a little bit of a quicker upload of getting some of this ante, getting some of this prep, making things work on the fly when you know you have that pre-existing relationship, right?
Yeah, I think that's a fair point to make, and I can already see now, the imprint that Crizin have made within Heroic. The 2 rounds you showed us right here, Maui, is 2 rounds where there's a layer to it. We saw X-Flout, being placed top middle, getting a triple kill, in the flank, so to speak, in the afterplan scenario. That's a layer added towards the strat. We saw the B-side execute as well, where Crizin himself is flanking from middle, coming in through from behind B and getting a double kill as well. So I feel like that's a very Danish way of playing Counter-Strike, that you never have a strat where you just execute on towards the A bomb side. You put yourself in a 3v3 and then hope you're winning your duels and hope you're winning your round. You're always trying to add another layer and another layer and another layer. And if you're the underdog and it works out, well, you can seemingly punish some of the better teams with it.
Well, one of those layers that was very, very nice in this map of play is the man, Nilo. Let's look at some highlights. Let's just talk about this dude. They're saying top 20 player of the year material. He's showing it here on LAN against Furia.
What's so impressive about Nilo is that even when you put him in those tougher 2-on-2, 3-on-3 situations, which is not necessarily Heroic's game plan, he's over-delivering. I think the last round of the entire game really captured that sort of feeling. The fact that he's able to just nail the player sitting default with a just kind of haircut kind of shot where he just barely sees his forehead. I mean, the precision on this guy, I think it's an incredibly apt comparison to place him next to Yimpap, because it's just that he stretches the margins in these really tight sectors, that he's just so snappy between targets. He feels like on bomb sites, like this guy is just such a ridiculous weapon that if Heroic just get him onto that site, he can over-deliver and he can steal around.
All I'm saying is that he's going to be very, very, very expensive for someone to purchase by summertime. And I think there's going to be a lot of teams looking towards Nilo right now, thinking we could use that prospect within our roster. Whether or not Heroic can keep him, whether or not he's going to continue with this level, that remains to be seen. But I think it's fair to say that the hype is real when it comes to this guy.
And I think if you're Nilo, right, and you're in this situation, you're in this team, you're deciding whether you want to look to other horizons or not, the fact that this team keeps putting their faith in you, keeps putting their confidence in you, your IGL's up in you, your coach is up in you, every chance that they get, they're building this team to have success with Nilo. They're really putting their eggs in that basket. You know, Tanir was here at one point. Tanir's gone. That's the other star out. You're the guy in this roster. You're the guy in this team. That's got to feel damn good.
I mean, he's an incredibly interesting prospect. I feel like the duo of him and Krizen already is a great point to start from. xFloud to me has been an underrated and probably slept on piece lightly in the Turkish scene. I feel like...
I mean, they benched him.
Yeah, there's no reason that it shouldn't be him instead of Soulfly. I would take xFloud in a heartbeat over Soulfly, roles withstanding, because they didn't even care what Soulfly's role were. They just took him on the team regardless. That being said, also, Alcarin on the team too, just kind of a hot prospect in the opping department too. I mean, I feel like in the Spirit Academy sort of conversation, he's already shown some pretty decent signs. Like he could be pretty easily one of the oppers that also we'd look towards for who could possibly upgrade with an opping upgrade. But today, they are a great trio to work around. I think Alcarin, Nilo, and Krizen, you have some good bones to work with there.
Some seriously good bones for the future, but right now it's about the here and now. And so we are going to take our break here and now to get towards Dust 2 when we come back.
careful of going up against this Heroic, who it's going to be hard to be ready for. No AWP, different setups, stuff being thrown at you.
It's not going to be easy, like I said, on the stage. They have a really good coaching staff. They have really good players. They have nothing to lose, which is very dangerous in a way. Like he said, they're going to play like underdogs, and they know they're coming here just to do the best they can.
Nothing to lose, but absolutely everything to win here. We already got the standard set. Even if they lose, it's plus 17 on the VRS. Why not just keep rolling on through? What a hell of a Mirage. Now we go into Dust 2. Maui, what should we be expecting?
Well, I feel like this is where Furia, or should I say Molodoy, evens up the series. I mean, watching them play against Foot, though, in the online portion of this pimp gives me a lot of worry, because I would make the easy case here that it wasn't really Furia that won Dust 2 versus Foot. It was Molodoy. He took matters into his own hands. This guy was pushing top mid with an op on CT side just to desperately find and will his team into a 5-on-4 situation. And I'm going to need more of it, because if the rest of Furia is going to come out as lackluster as they did on Mirage and let themselves just get run over in terms of all the map control going the way of Heroic, then you need a guy to be an X factor, be a difference maker, and there's no better guy than Molodoy.
No, and we even saw it on Mirage, like he was the only guy actually stepping up. He was the only guy trying at times in order to keep Furia alive in that game, or maybe kickstart them to remain competitive or get competitive. So I agree with you. All eyes on Molodoy when it comes to Dust 2. On the other hand, for Heroic, you know, as you said as well, Mike, it's relatively easy to integrate a new player or a stand-in, dare I say it, on a map like Dust 2. And I know we praise Youngster as a stand-in, right? But he is a player that's been playing with this team for a long time. He knows the system in and out. He's well aware of how the players are reacting, how they're communicating. He's playing a different role, sure, with the AWP, but he's not going to be uncomfortable in the communication and in the calls and understanding. So I think there's a slight difference in terms of quantifying him as a stand-in compared to what we just saw with Falcons earlier.
He's a stand-in light, that's fair. But two guys who are absolute heavyweights, Scrawny and Launders, take it away.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, brother.
Shall we?
Respect, brother.
Map 2, Dust 2, Furia.
HH.
Triple H.
Brother.
You big WWE guy?
Hulk Hogan, brother.
Can't see this.
John Cena, brother.
And unfortunately for Furia, we did actually see it. We saw the way Mirage went down, Launders. We couldn't look away like a train wreck. Heroic absolutely owned them, and now we're going to take it over to Dust 2, where, again, I think the desk put it aptly. Last time we saw Furia here, it was all Molodoy all day in the absence of his teammates.
But isn't it so simple-esque that the desk is like, yeah, okay, well, Molodoy is going to win this map.
Still be enough.
What other team you say this with right now? It's just him right now. So, and that's just that doesn't make Furia look good, and they are much better than that.
100%.
Like, you know, like it's not like any kind of situation where that would make sense, or
they
that
know it, we know it.
That would be the most expected result. Let's not make that a thing, okay? Let's give Molodoy a team here.
And let's give Malta a show.
Wake up, Furia.
T-side pounce into this V-bomb site. Not going to waste a moment. Door smoke
and we're live with
the
the next map.
Pairs. Attacking this flank.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be doing this a bit solo.
Bomb's going to be able to cross over to
went to get some sustenance. I also got some sustenance.
Now we're feeling
good.
Heroic inside of the tunnels, and another double over towards mid. Another smoke though comes out from Furia. That one goes a bit
Furia was now performed. Obviously, this is going to be the map pick. So far, so good. Piston's very good.
And so you've cut through half of the retake already. But the pinch still comes from both sides in a moment.
I mean,
highly
quite a bit of fans actually. I ran into some Brazilian fans downstairs.
Not even taking a look at
quite a
this
lot of
one
people
anymore.
came to
So they found their
just for
exit
this game.
path out through middle. Furia will win the pistol.
They're up. They're awake now. But it could still very well be too late.
I hope they can forget about what happened in.
It's again another match where we look
Mirage
at
and just push through for this map.
Look at Heroic and go. There was a lot of great.
We got map 1. Wait, round 1. Pistol round always helps. Obviously, pistol round always helps.
What's at the top of the list of things to say?
Well,
I think the
greatest
most
thing you can say about them.
I would say the most impressive part was that they ran.
What am I saying, bro? I feel like I'm stuck in the Mirage game. It's the first start. Forget the pistol round. I feel like
if you're gonna play the best
what I want to
teams
see
in
is
the
Furia
world,
just
that might
show
be the
them
round, the type of
what
round you're
they're
most
made of.
worried to try. Because you have to keep up on so many
The first side
individual fronts and stay
all
coordinated.
Damn.
Wow.
That is an
Heroic
impressive
on a
stat.
pistol run streak. First loss this event.
You know, the smoke.
At least of their CT side.
Very useful for them, actually.
Maladoy tagged down.
Good interruptive block here on the smoke.
Another 5-7 round.
A couple players already on the other side of that.
We saw that last series.
Smoke though.
How did he survive there?
Chris is gonna find that out the hard way. Drop down to 18 health.
Falcons were able to kind of
We got a whole
dismember
bunch of
Liquid
stacked up
with,
inside of
with
this
5-7s.
defense here for Heroic. Yakindar's got a flank going though.
They're all up on these railings, however.
Nobody to hold back Yakindar's mid play. Even if he had come through the mid doors, there'd be nobody to hold this back. So now they're starting to get worried
He's
about
actually
it.
just not going to see anyone
And
right
now, finally,
oh my gosh.
my co-host has arrived. I shall move.
Who's then just going to quickly climb
Seating.
right back up into the cover. You've got Fallen Dead, which
Yes,
means
I was warming up your
down
seat.
over
How was the
towards
sustenance?
5v2 looking comfortable.
No way.
Well, get your headset on so we can start talking.
The one. So
Oh, whoa, Heroic actually managed to win the round?
And Heroic forced by takes that momentum
Mike
right back.
Mike has been enabled.
That is, I'll say great. Like, the way that they all held was great. They had only a few bits of utility.
1-1.
But they made it feel like a bit more.
So
They also
Furia got the
blocked
best
that
round,
first smoke
and that was
got a
actually the
lot of
first
value
best
out of it.
round Heroic had lost
Another
this
moment
whole
where you just
tournament.
you see from Chris's POV, he peeks long into 2 players.
That's
They're not
crazy
blind,
stat.
they're
And
both shooting at him. He
just
gets up
now
a few
on an
5-7
eco,
shots and just gets
Heroic
away.
managed to
How's
actually
that
win
happening?
the round.
You know, that's like mechanical sloppiness, has nothing to do with your coach, has nothing to do with your analyst, nothing to do with your preparation. That's like, did you even DM before this game, you know?
Yep.
Have you been doing your individual prep to get ready for this game? That Apex interview that just came out on HLTV was great, not just for the quote, so much insight, very explicit, and he was talking about
Now we
Robs
should be able
and how,
to
like,
continue.
Robs, when he comes and he says, I'm having a bad
where's
tournament
my water?
or whatever,
Where's my water?
Apex always tries to remind him that he's a great player, that
Remember
the
people?
good games will
Hydrate.
come back.
Goated video game.
But he said
Where's my
first,
water?
everyone's got something a
I
little
never heard of
different.
it.
For Robs,
Never
he needs-
played, there was an
he
app. It
needs
was a really popular app.
individual
Hey.
time
Oh
to
wait,
prep.
is it? Oh, I
One
didn't
of the
know.
crocodiles.
Yep.
He
Okay.
needs his
I know
own
that's the
time
name of
to
the app.
prep. And you got to figure out what you need and then give yourself that.
For anyone who's curious, we're representing Malta by eating what?
Suspray
What?
now would have loved the
Where's
multi
it?
kill to try to stop this big
Not
cross
Twix,
into
like I
sight.
messed
Not
up
Twix,
earlier.
not Twix.
He's looking to find the
We
one
need
before
we
Yuri
need to
deals with
get
him.
kicks in, a packet of
That's
these.
an
Kind of Kinney as well.
Well, we're loaded. We got Kenny as well for later. Any player that comes to the interview, we're gonna give them the Maltese taste.
Or somehow
Very well placed
a
grenade
player
makes
is watching
Maladoy's job.
the MCL stream rather than the Blast one. Just know if you come for an interview with us tomorrow. You get twisties and you get Kinney.
Officially underway.
And if you message us in advance, we get to Bane as well.
If you want Passetti, tell us. You want Pizzelli, ricotta?
Okay, Serato, clutch.
That's what we like to
Really
see.
more pressure on Heroic as they're forced by momentum robbed right back. And it's K Serato to post a clutch. And for
Isn't
a
that funny?
player who had so few
Bro just turned
multifrags
off
for
my
a
sound.
team and had so
Alright,
few
I'm back.
multifrags
You made it too
barring
loud now.
Maladoy. This is a
I
better
left it
sign
where it
than
was, actually.
Furia
Oh, okay.
early on.
Yeah,
Placebo.
totally. This is a
Whoa,
good
what a round.
to grab. Obviously,
Crazy,
getting into
crazy.
the post plan with the Maladoy Deagle, it felt
Right,
like there was
I'm
no
ready
chance
to
of
lock
pulling
in
that
again.
off, and Heroic were pretty crafty to get those 2 nades in place. They knew how Maladoy was going to hold it, and nearly
It has
gave
been a
themselves
great
chance
day,
to
but-
walk the retake, which is
You like
always
the applause
difficult.
earlier?
Ouch.
Well, that was you.
Lineup
Yeah.
for the doorway.
Oh.
X-Flag
I mean,
thought he
I
was
made
gonna
it
get more
smooth.
out of
I
that
thought it was
one,
the
but
crowd.
instead, Yakindar 9 health and
We make the
X-Flag
crowd
dead.
happen.
The crowd is
Youngstar
not a
robs
very
the
good
gun off the corpse, tucks that back into long
for the
cross.
allegations of
And
the
we're gonna
Malta
get the
based
middle
crowd.
here for Maladoy, netting him a
Ooh,
multi-frag early
Maladoy.
on Dust 2. Just catching wind of Heroic, who felt the pressure to make something happen here with the
I saw
lesser
the hero
guns.
guys downstairs now. They were
aim
just
for upgrade for
chilling. They were
Sus,
outside.
geared
They were
towards
so
Xbox.
relaxed.
And he'll be looking for that
Really?
if he could've
Yeah, I
killed
couldn't see the
Maladoy.
Fury guys. They must have stayed
Lineup
backstage like
versus
in
what
intense talk.
little
But the
was
Fury,
left of
the hero guys, they were
And so
chilling.
Furia, I think,
So-
just a speed
Sorry,
bump in
that
terms
looked
of
like
losing
it.
the second round.
Did you do the applause? I'm not
secured,
noticing.
now
It's
they're
just
gonna
really
be going up
smooth.
against Pistols
Really smooth.
in the
It's really
fifth
smooth.
round. This T-side's got the makings of a strong start.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no, that was the wrong
almost
one.
nice
What?
that They don't have a
I thought that was the
perfect
other
start.
rim shot.
They kind
I'm
of
thinking
have
of
a
the
huge
basketball thing.
disaster that follows the last map, and then they still bounce back
I
this
guess.
way.
I guess. I am
Apologies to anyone on the stream. Manthen just
Earned
discovered what the
themselves a
soundboard
5
is.
USP save. No
Let a homie
kits,
have fun.
No half armor, no utility.
Same way that.
Fury are having fun right now.
That's what I was saying.
3-1 up.
Same way Furia's having fun right now. That triple nade mid would have been crazy if somebody was actually playing close. Oh, they're about to explode on short.
And yet you still
Never
got
mind, the
clock
Molly
in
can't
for
stop
an
them.
honest day's work. charge down K
Okay,
Serrato.
I have just found out I have more.
To get a kill, but Yuri will fall victim to the one. That's fine by Furia's standards.
Stop playing with the soundboard. Lock in. Lock in.
Yeah,
It's
I
4-1.
really want to know what those do.
You can find out tomorrow.
Post stream, I'm going to be doing a lot of testing.
The fact is,
I feel like a kid in Christmas. I'm just figuring out how the soundboard works.
So it'd be Heroic who have a
I'm
little
used
bit
to all
less
this high-tech
pressure.
stuff.
While Furia play
man.
catch up.
And a good run for Furia.
Very good
was
run.
very
It cost
important
them
for
in
them
the
to win that
foot
round.
game, but it could have.
I'll be honest,
definitely.
Heroic managed to actually win a very important round for them. They couldn't really piggyback right,
Capitalize, no, say nothing.
but at least they didn't give them a 5 head start.
It might as well be at this point. If they lose this round, it's arguably even worse.
Excuse me. Yes, I agree.
One thing that's nice
Does
about
the game feel a
bounty
bit too
is
quiet, or should we
virtually
up it a
everyone
bit?
who's like got the chance to play
'Cause
that we
they're in the
didn't
background
expect
right now.
has been impressive.
I'm just
Whether
enjoying
that's because they put in the
Dust
extra
too.
preparation
I'm
on
enjoying
the
the great
player break,
casters.
whether that's because
The
they
best
are more
casters.
comfortable in
We're
the
talking about
online
ourselves, by the way,
realm
guys,
at
not the
start
others.
of this
They're
event.
good casters, don't get me wrong.
That's not about the
I think
others.
it's like
That's
crude
good
if
thing
you
them,
win a
MC.
qualifier
No,
in,
they're great. They're great. Don't get me
great,
wrong.
they're really
tier
good.
2 or
Come on,
whatever.
we're bringing the
you know, you get
vibes.
the DRS
We're not
points to
casting
get
though.
to.
We're just we're
An
vibing.
invite
We're
level just
vibing, we're
outside of
vibing.
that, sort of like only tier 1
We get the best
teams.
seats in the house, just the best seats in the house,
It
just to
shows that that's not easy either.
Oh, they're playing the util, I guess. Yeah.
We need to get
Defense has been hard on this triple B stack since the
MCL
very beginning of this
representation.
round.
as well.
It's gonna
Yes, I
leave
agree. Maybe
X-Cloud
we
with
see
that much more
more time,
responsibility,
you know?
and while
Maybe
he
see
did a
we
good
can
job of hanging
show
on
them
to his
like,
grenades,
See
they're
what we
Malta,
can
we're
do.
here and we're loud and we're proud, you know?
See what we
already
can do.
into the execute of their own. Sus kills Yuri though.
I will make a
and
motion that
X-Cloud's
next
gonna
time
find
rather
one
than
before the
playing in
nade
to Ali
hunts
right
him
next to the
down.
stadium, we play
4
inside the
versus 3
stadium.
established Crizin playing with the kid,
So you can have the
and a
backdrop
relatively
of
fast
the
rotate coming out of that triple B stack
National
means
Stadium.
many bodies
Ooh.
inside of the CT spawn.
But I'll be
No
honest,
one's
the background we have right now is,
Cat, so
in my
they
opinion,
No, I
a
have
little
right
bit
now
don't
is
need
fire.
to necessarily have one, but no one's going to catch this when they start to push back.
Ooh, falling in
Oh,
a dink
dink.
dealt with. Sus strike. Serrato can't manage it. That
got the guy in the back first.
Second round for
Wait,
Heroic.
okay, that was
Very
three
important round.
Up from
That was a
CT
very,
spawn. Crizin towards
very good
long,
round
never
for
Youngstar
even
2K.
called on. And Heroic, I was thinking numbers so light inside of that A site, they're not going to be able to hold back enough to justify the retake. What do I know? It's strong out of X-Cloud from the ramp. Crizin wins his fight
Interesting
solo
screen.
towards long, and it
Interesting
is
screen.
indeed enough. Or excuse me, Suspin middle, catching wind of the CT push. Still enough to work with. Heroic will find a second.
It's been a super
And I
long
actually
day
like
of
seeing
Counter
Youngstar
Strike
just using
streamers.
a rifle. I don't even
How
think
long
he's
has it
on
been
rifle
going on
rush,
for?
like at all,
Should
right?
say, yeah, not a
Over
primary
on our
operator brought in to
interface
do
here.
it
Gonna
for
have a
Heroic
He did it. I think
temporarily.
he
It's been almost
off
5 hours.
Odyssey
In
once.
4 minutes, we'll have been
Maldo,
live
excuse
for
me, I always
5
get those two
hours, guys.
confused.
Youngstar tagged early
And
on.
There's the op.
Obvi up. I mean, if anyone's gonna get tagged, I guess the Opera can get tagged, right? If he misses
Yeah,
a
I
shot,
mean,
he's
it's the
dead
Opera.
anyway.
Just a rifle clip for the road.
We're the best person to
And
get
then right
tagged.
back
Yeah, for sure.
to his responsibility. Molodoy, though, first blood. And Sus popped in an instant. Very ferocious looking Furia hit into the B bomb site. Utilities all where it needs to be. No real damage done by the original
So far,
defender.
pretty
and that's going to
slow-
tie up the hands of
slow
Heroic,
plays
who are now
from
forced back to the save.
Heroic. But they
Yeah,
managed to
you're
get the
not
bump.
going to think about this
Sorry,
at all.
Heroic. Jesus, Furia.
The anchor in your opper die.
I mean, I feel like here,
At the same
Heroic
time in the
are not
kill
gonna really
feed,
push
that's
this.
the round over.
But it
Most
definitely shows that this Furia's map pick. I mean,
Most of this
they've
map really
already
comes down to,
they're
like,
close to
yeah, like,
doubling
70
their
players are so
round tally
viable.
from map 1.
How's your
Oh,
being?
they're really close to doing
You
that.
know, it's gonna be 5-2 now. One more, and they'd have doubled their round tally in the entire series so far. So much better start from them. Of course, on the T side, and we did see in the previous series that the T side was the favorite side on this map. But I still think that we're gonna see a very competitive map, and I do think we might potentially see Nuke.
I really hope we
Already
do
just
see
a
Nuke, to
more
be honest.
reliable winning formula for
Because,
Furia.
I mean,
the fact that
having a
Serrato's
BO3
on
is
the
obviously
scoreboard.
good for the crowd. We
Alongside
get to see more
Molodoy.
Counter Strike. Good for
In
us. We
contrast
get to
back
see more
to
Counter
where
Strike and
Mirage, again, he had
get to share
0
more Counter Strike with you
multi-frags.
guys.
I heard
Going
this.
into that
I heard a
second half.
statistic now in between maps. I was speaking to some people in the crowd, and somebody told me last August,
What a nice pre-aim.
every
It's a little
single
too
playoff
easy
match
for Molodoy.
at BLAST Bounty Season 2 2025 was a 2-0.
Furia won't be complaining.
Was a straight 2-0.
I asked,
Yes, it was.
I asked Molodoy about
So,
the walk peeking. I said,
how does that
in the online portion, it
set
felt like a lot of
up
offers
this
were getting walk peaks.
series?
Do you think it was that?
I mean, mean, if you think about
And he's
it,
like, oh, that never happened to me.
usually it's a duo because
I was like, oh,
the
okay. He's
people
like, yeah,
that are
that'd be kind
hunting
of
for the
embarrassing.
bounty
Yeah, that's what I thought,
might not
actually,
be
that you would
at
say.
the same level.
I just want to say shout out to
So, what's
Youngstar. He has the
something that you,
exact same mousepad
wanna fix
as
in
one
your
of our
game?
own local players, Turbich.
Really?
He
I
said
didn't
it
know.
repeats a
Exact
lot.
same mousepad. We
And I
noticed
said,
Turbich's mousepad during
the day
Blast
you
Roots a
stop
couple of days
repeating is the
ago.
day it all goes wrong.
Youngstar, the exact same one. Exact same one.
repeat
So,
his mousepad.
Good.
ball
Yeah,
knows
prop him
ball.
up. That's what we
Now I
want
need,
to
now
go
I need
for.
to, now I need to keep an eye out for
Miss
it.
that
He's made
classic.
it cool.
As I was saying,
so again,
since
it was
usually
never.
it's,
It felt like it was never going to be cool.
the
He
bounty
was
being
gonna keep
chased,
repeaking after, like,
they might
2015,
have a lot of
but
pressure and they might not perform
That
as much.
classic,
However,
like,
Heroic
racing clip,
proving us
quote as
completely
well,
different.
right? Like the day
It
you
has
don't
a
go
big-
for a
Flip the
gas is
script
the day
on
you're
its
no
head.
longer a race car driver.
Exactly.
Yuri had one map total on
You
Mirage.
lose that.
Perfect.
No way.
You lose that.
No
sight
way.
And,
I mean, this
you're
belief
just
is
another
actually true.
chump.
We gotta check
You're just
HOTV.
another Sunday
That's
We'll
driver.
check after the stream. We'll check after the stream.
Crazy.
That's crazy stuff.
And
That's
you're
true.
just driving to work.
I mean, I know he wasn't
While
doing
everything
much
turns gray.
on Mirage, but none of Furia were.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean,
That's crazy. That's a
Go race a car
4v5 round
today,
after
folks.
round.
I'm kind of solo with Liquid, no?
Yeah, but Liquid had like 3 or 4 rounds where Ultimate wasn't hitting his shots. He was still at least baiting.
Not true. True.
Couple flash bangs go back
One
and
kill
forth.
in a
This is
map.
a greedy.
Looks like
Oh,
Heroic
too
tried to
greedy.
throw one extra,
Furia
but you
looks
didn't
like
fall
they're gonna
for
make
it
it
with
six.
this
Dynasty
fallen.
of his
A
age.
blinding couple of headshots comes through on Catwalk. That's going to serve as the trigger for Furia's commitment. You are already extending into elbow. That bomb will not be stopped. It feels like they know Heroic had a lot invested in making that cat hold happen. CT's hunting down
It's a
first
good
blood.
timeout didn't work for
Instead,
them.
lose
What a nice
2
little triple
heads.
kill there.
Timeout didn't work
Furia's
for them, eh?
six.
They...
Push T-side.
Oh, it's nice with the 5
I was about to
seconds.
say, do you think they're ready for the guy in long?
That's a nice long range.
I
No,
think
the
we're
bomb's
ready.
actually not
I think
planted.
the round
bomb
is
just got
done, to
dropped
be
in the
honest.
smoke because it was actually on case.
Bomb dropped quite
I was gonna say,
enough.
bomb was
Just
dropped
round off
the-
those 257
But
bullets.
Kristen is smoked off.
Also here
I think
with
Chris
an
is aware of it
M4
though. That's why he's
just
pushing
below.
up.
Oh, okay, this is very
Caught them
dangerous
jumping
now.
into CT spawn and it
CT
hasn't got
though,
seen
see
by
aware.
anyone.
It's a fade just from Molo though.
See aware.
You can also jump up on a cat knowing there's only one player there and doesn't know about the flag.
As Sus keeps working around the T's
Oh.
smoke. Oh, it's a back turn
Ah,
from Prison. Easy
unlucky
He was
timing.
thinking about the knife. I'm getting
Sketchy
he was
for a
thinking about the
moment
knife.
there, but the 4v2
I didn't have time to get up to him and
turns
knife
into
him either.
Furia's 6th round
I mean,
win.
since he
All
started
good
turning,
for
I don't think
Furia.
it was going to be possible.
No, and there's only 9 seconds left anyways.
It's nice though, we were on the edge of our seats for a second.
Yeah.
It's needless to say, if you watch that first map, you'll know it wasn't too close.
3 wipes. 3 windshield wipes is crazy.
I feel like you can hear me when I move my mic. I shouldn't be moving.
Yes, sir, we can.
How does it sound?
It
Clicky?
sounds not really clicky. It's like
Heroic's economy back online.
rubbing something against, like, if you're dragging something across a carpet, sort of.
Okay. You guys like carpet noises?
Youngstar going to take a more passive mid angle. That's one of the scarier
ASMR.
things as a CT offer on
MCL.
Dust 2. You start getting out-dueled.
We should about
Start
doing a
kind of giving
mukbang.
over a little
Maybe
more
next time we
ground. and winning
Next
that
time
ground
mukbang.
Clearly, as you see,
easily eat
Furia
over there.
will
We'll
take
move
up
some of the stuff
positioning.
here. I can
Oh
eat
yeah.
over here.
As fun as it is to hop on Dust 2, it's not
You know,
fun
screw
when
the
there's
CS,
like
we're
such
here
a
for
big
the
off
food.
difference.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy's
pretty good, I'll be
hunting you
honest.
down.
What?
And your
Food was pretty
team
good.
needs you.
Food
Like
was...
not a lot of
I mean,
I was
it could have
really
been,
hungry.
it could have been
Don't
rubbish and I would
happen
have
very
devoured
often,
it.
so-
That's why I mean I was starving, so it could be it was just food.
Oh, you know what I feel like? Pizza. Oh, like an
Always try to
oily
avoid it,
pepperoni
but
pizza.
Molodoy.
Maybe not
And
oily.
Molodoy's
pizza.
I
also
feel like
he's
an
a
oily one right
headhunter.
now.
He comes for other offers specifically. It
You know, I
feels
haven't had in a while.
last
steak.
year, I don't have the
What?
numbers
I
for
haven't
it,
had
but it
steak
felt
in
like
a
more
while.
than
Snake.
anyone else.
Steak.
That's how you make sure you
Snake.
have the
That
best
is a
op
snake and you're
stats.
gonna be
Simply
performing.
kill all the other
MCL
offers.
Season 3 Grand Finals. After.
Actually, I
That's for some
disagree. I
steak.
think that's the riskiest thing you can
Remember
do for
that?
your
You have?
stats.
Of course
He
I have.
steals, and he
Sounds
still
good. It
just
was
did it
expensive.
somehow.
I'll expend
Yeah.
some
It's the
height
extra
here.
guarantee.
MCL
Right.
at the Malta Counter Strike League.
He's
We
a
only
race car
have
driver,
the
man.
finest shit.
Oh, and fine and shit.
That's how he puts that gap
I mean,
between him
last time
and
we
the
had
others.
like a local
Ooh,
draft
that one's
tournament.
gonna
I
get
remember
predicted. X-Cloud
we went to
far
McDonald's
too
after we won.
ready.
So it's not always the finest shit, but when we can, we get.
Nilo backs up, but
Molodoy
Molodoy
in
moves
good positioning
forward
over here.
through the mid doors.
Oh,
there's one more.
Heroic are really struggling on Dust though.
Yakindar catches another kill over here towards the A side.
He's
So
ready
3
for the down
versus 3,
boxes.
slight health
this
edge
is
here
just
for
gonna
Furia. Oh, never mind. Youngstar turns back and clips it.
Oh, does he know? Aware.
Fallen with just enough time on that clock. Just
Ooh.
enough.
He has
If
enough,
he didn't get that
He has
headshot
enough.
a second
1
sooner,
second to spare.
then
Youngstar
all
is
of
going
a
to be
sudden,
kicking
this one's
himself.
already done, but here we go. Krizen grabbing a rifle
I mean, I'll be
instead.
honest. For a
That's unfortunate.
stand-in,
Youngstar
I'm
got a
really
little
impressed with
shaken
Youngstar's
up with that
performance.
peak.
Nah, he's been great. I mean,
Great shot
he's
from Fallen.
top fragging
Gotta take
on
him
this
back
map
to
for his team.
Budapest.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
struggling,
The
but he's the
Fallen
one
1v3.
trying to get something
The
going.
perfect
Oh,
amount
no
of
save
time.
either.
Kind of
Fallen walked
fishing
out through
for
those
those little
tunnels,
final
Are we
gets
gonna
straight
see
on doors and wins
9-3
Furia's
halves?
7th.
Get back in the
on
server
both
right
teams
now.
on their map pick.
That'd be interesting, actually.
That'd be very interesting. What is, of course, interesting
for sure.
on this map is that Heroic are on the CT side, when T side is favored. Furia were on the CT side on a map that's CT-sided, so...
Fair enough. I mean...
Even paused,
I guess
right? He paused. He didn't even full run. He paused. And he could only pause for that exact amount of time.
I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot. Why did you take 5 damage there?
Presente.
Does that mean
Give him a round of applause, would you?
Molotov tick, no?
Yeah, but like, he kind of walked into it. I'm pretty sure he popped before he walked into it.
Maybe he wasn't looking at the
He
screen.
might retire this year. Did you hear about that?
Say that. Stop saying it.
He was playing,
Okay,
looking at his
check on
phone.
HLTV.
Every time we say it, it feels
These
a little
lights
more
are
real.
very bright, Mr. Manthen, I have to say.
But it's not really bothering me that much. How about you?
I'm dying. This light in particular is killing me.
We can tone it down if
It's
you like.
killing me. It's alright, we will tough it out for this series. I mean, assuming it's a 2-0. If it goes to map 3, we're toning it down.
It's not like we're gonna
I mean,
stop seeing
we can
him.
take it like a real quick second and just tone it down.
we chill,
that
we
would
chill.
be
We're gonna
wild.
power
I
through
mean,
for
there'd
them,
be no
for
reason.
MCL.
Power through.
Power through, power
Like,
through.
let's not get drastic, right?
No.
He's got to be. No, he's gonna be doing everything. I'm sure about it.
Might take our jobs. Kindar gets dinked on the peak. He doesn't give a damn. Just confirms these are light
another,
eyes coming out of
doesn't get it.
Heroic.
If you got the second one, that would've been a bit
Sets of
crazy.
Kevlar, and you've already got yourself out
Kinder's
through the
so long.
mid-split.
Every time I see a
what's left of
5-7 on
Heroic
the
is
stool, I'm
nowhere to
thinking
be
about that one
found.
round.
And instead, you get
Falcons
yourself an 8th on
versus
the
Liquid.
attack. So we wanted Furia
5-7
playing LAN in
That's
2026.
all I'm thinking when I see it.
Feels like it has officially
You have
begun.
a really good memory
finally
to
logged
remember
on.
all of these highlights and so on. Especially when it comes to Liquid losing, you know.
I know, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
It seems like a gift. Like a gift.
Yeah,
It
for a
always makes
plastic
games
fan
like
of
this
Falcons,
really
it's
confusing to
good.
cast because
Hey,
there's so much
I'm not gonna deny it. I am a
about
classic fan of Falcons.
who's actually playing
Who knows
well,
what I'm gonna be wearing
what's
tomorrow, though?
actually happening.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, I
Some
do. Well, I do.
How much of it's map
If we
dependent.
played Mirage now, what would happen now? You
Sharing
know,
with the
it's
crown
hard
is
to
not
say.
necessarily the most important right now.
What?
Sharing with the crown right now is not
No,
necessarily
no.
But
important.
that's Furia's fault.
I did while I was outside before this game
Another round
started.
for Furia.
I saw Furia
Here
playing,
falling with
they're playing football. They were passing the football back and
Oh,
forth.
throwing the pigskin back and forth?
No, they were kicking the football back and forth, and the ball got away from the circle, and so Molodoi ran after the ball, chased it, and as he chased
As
it,
we
I
can
could see it coming
confirm
from a
as
mile
well,
away.
alright?
You know, he's
I know
maybe
the series
maybe
is
30 feet,
still
40
early
feet
days.
away from the
We might
circle.
have
He turns
map
around
three
and he
with
just
the way
kicks
things
that
are
ball.
going, but
Okay.
And he
we
kicked
can
that ball
confirm
thinking everybody was
that we
watching
will
the ball.
have an interview,
Launders,
much
nobody
like
was
with
watching the
the
ball.
first series after
Especially Quesarado.
this matchup concludes.
And as that ball
So
flew
make
through
sure
the
to
air,
stay
I saw
tuned
the
because I
fright
think
on
you
Moldo's
really want
face
to
as he
hear from who
realized
we're
that
gonna
ball was
bring.
gonna hit
Yes, we got
Quesarado
some,
right in the back
some
of the head.
exciting,
And lo and
exciting
behold,
players possibly
that
coming up.
football nailed Quesarado in the back
Obviously,
of the
the more the
head.
merrier.
Really?
Yeah, hit him with
But
it.
Or
we're-
I would
wow.
interview
And I
every
thought
single
to
player
myself,
they want.
you know
Oh,
what?
if I had the time,
If Quesarado
everyone's
has a
getting an
bad
interview
map
from
one,
us.
I don't know
Everyone.
why. But it feels like he's shook
You know,
it
be
off
funny.
the trauma.
I take the clip after,
CTE.
put it on
Little
LinkedIn,
temporary brain
tag them.
damage.
That's not temporary.
And you put the interview skills and so on.
It seems to have been
True,
because
interview
Quesarado's playing
skills.
much better here on map 2.
Broadcasting to high public speaking.
Public speaking,
I've
interviewing
never seen a guy hit the head with a
athletes
baseball and then you remember
in a
them
professional
every day since
environment.
that happened.
You know,
That could be
desk work.
Quesarado now.
You know, at
Desk
Banks,
work.
Bank does desk. You know,
Audio,
hosting,
audio mixing.
You're managing the sound mixer there over there.
I mean,
DJ.
I think I deserve an applause.
What? Tagged twice?
Took him 3 presses, but we got there eventually.
I'll be honest,
swear I
the
just saw
button's like
Nyla
somewhat
get hit
sensitive. Like,
twice.
sometimes it takes, sometimes it
Off
does
once.
not want to take
Dragon
it.
armor, plot armor.
It's fun, you should try it sometimes.
Try it. Sometimes I'll try it after.
Maybe tomorrow on stream.
Tomorrow on stream, it depends.
Oh, I'm gonna be messing around with this little.
Lucky to still be standing,
this
although
fun
how
box
lucky,
over here.
6 health to work with.
I wonder how much this thing costs.
Obviously,
Ooh,
Heroic trying
that's
to go
like
back into
it's
another one
road,
of these early
so
cat
it's like
setups to go for that
easily
pressure.
400 or 500.
Trying to keep Furia at
I'll
bay.
tell you. We're gonna Google it, chat, and I'll tell you.
They're relegated to their
Curious
bomb
what we're doing.
sites
We have an
yet
audio system
again.
in front of us. We're just curious on how much it costs.
What do you guys think, chat? How much do you think a Rodecaster Pro 2 mixer costs?
I'm thinking maybe like a K, maybe 2. That's my honest opinion.
We'll find out in just a second. It is. Well, this is the user guide. Whoops, I'm back on HLTV.
Susp hears it.
It's on
gotta
top.
go
It was
big.
right on top.
Good on him, dodging the flashes, tries to play the cover of the car. And Quesarado
Felix
keeps
goes
the
on
clear clear clean. Fallen's gonna buy a little bit of time here, floating out in middle, waiting for this flank. Yeah, good call to tuck into the tunnels as well. Now when that barrel's tucked,
I feel like it might be a 10,
he's not
10
going to be
half.
spotted, and he's going to hear the rumblings of Crizin if he makes it faster.
Okay,
But looks like Heroic are actually
it's
going to
normally
on this.
670 locally,
They're a little late to
but
it with
it
the
currently
long
has a
flank,
special
and
price of 550. So
yeah,
I
with
was
HP,
pretty
I
on
think
the
that's gotta
money.
be
I believe,
the ultimate factor
due
here,
to
so-
your
Wow.
wording,
11 save.
you guys, I think you
Fair
lost
to say we're
microphone
not seeing
privilege.
the same Furia that we did back on
Give
map
me back,
1,
give
and
me
we had
back
some
now,
criticism in terms of
You had to
just
make a 6-7 joke.
This is
in
abuse
the
of power.
prime year
Not making
2026.
It's not my fault
That was a
that the
great
price
word
was
for that, right?
670. I give the people what they want, and when I say the people, I mean myself, and I wanted to make that joke. This is really, really, really rough from Heroic.
I have a question. Do you think if tomorrow we get Magic
Especially Case
on stream,
Do you think we'll be able to get Magic on stream?
I want Magic for one reason.
Oh, you want to do the 6-7? If you guys have not seen that clip yet, go and watch it. It's hilarious. Spirit adds this guy back. What does he do in one of his first faced pugs? He jumps in front of his teammate, 6-7, and gets him killed. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Literally, just search 6-7 Magic anywhere and you'll find it.
It's so funny. It's on Overpass. It's so funny.
9 of Molodoy's 10 kills are with the
9 of Molodoy's 10 kills are with the op.
That's a
Oh,
crazy
10 now. He
stat.
just got another.
He's top fragging the server.
No, 9 of Molotov is 10. Oh, okay, I see.
9 of his 10.
I thought he got 10 out of 10. That's crazy. I mean, you said last game that you were seeing him with an op in his hand basically every round.
Yeah, I was surprised he had the funds to buy an op almost every round. Took a loan from somewhere.
It's his team dropping for him, right?
Gabe gave him a little loan.
They dug into their own banks. All took their.
I mean, if you look at the amount of money Molodoy has right now, I wish
12K.
I wish he lost 10K.
And you Kinder has too.
I wish he lost $10 so he has 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish. I wish. Who has 10K, you said?
Yeah. Moldoy.
Yeah, Moldoy has 12K, yeah.
Yeah, 12K.
The other guys
You
are-
Kinder has 2. It's crazy.
Yuri has almost 6K.
He's robbing his own
You're going
teammates.
for entries.
Last round now, though, so money does not matter. Heroic, though, this round matters very much for the rest of this
Little
game.
awkward for sure.
Question is,
Counter util is a little
can
slim. Maybe
they
a smoke
pull
would make a
off
huge difference here for Heroic.
the 9-3?
The mirrored half of which we saw on the first map. Oh, both full white. It's still full white. Although I guess that frag. In there. Well, this is much better from Huria. This is what we expected. This is what we expected.
10 to half. It's not mirrored half.
This is the Furia we thought we were gonna see on Mirage.
Let's go Furia! Whoa!
Way.
A bit of a plastic fan, yes, I agree. However, I do have a favorite for the tournament, but I'm not gonna mention who it is and when. I'll mention it eventually.
Alright.
I mean,
we'll hear it eventually.
We'll hear it eventually.
For now, let's hear from Youngstar over to Blast.
We've got 3 pots: green, yellow, and black. Easy, medium, hard. You get to pick the questions. What would you like to start with?
I mean, let's go from easy to hard.
Oh wait, I should probably take it. How different does your game plan get when it's do or die?
Not too different. And like, for example, if you lost a shit round and the score is close, but you know, like what you're doing is it's working, you know, you can just keep going. If it doesn't work, like your game plan and stuff, like then you just need to adapt.
Can I pick the next one?
Of course.
Spicy. What's a bad habit in your own game that top teams will try to abuse? You gotta shoot yourself in the foot here.
I don't know if this is too smart to say, but I would say like the confidence thing. Either I pop off fully, or then I'm like kind of mid. When I have a good game, then my instinct gets like sharper. I have more confidence to do stuff, you know?
Right.
But for example, maybe when I have like a slow game, slow start, then I'm like thinking, okay, now I don't want to fuck up for my team, so maybe I do like the more textbook correct thing.
Wanna go for hard again?
Yeah, let's go.
If this tournament goes wrong, what do you think people will blame you for?
Nothing. I haven't offed ever.
Stand in, Youngstar.
Yeah, I'm standing, I'm playing off for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, we had like a week of practice, so I don't think people expect too much.
This week you tweeted, looking for team. What team would you like to join?
Any team I would want to play.
Yeah.
I always said I wanted to play with Brolan, because I played a lot of faces with him.
Oh, okay.
But like, I don't think I'm ready for like the top, you know? But
Don't say that.
but it would be fun to play with Brolan at least.
Medium?
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
for a medium. Let's try a medium.
Who's in their villain arc going into the final week?
I would say donk.
Donk?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I saw like the Twitter thing, like with the stats, and donk had like
26 out of 28, number 1.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. I saw some people said it was like because of team success and stuff, you know. So maybe donk now wanna prove this is really number 1. Or
What should we do next?
let's do a spicy one. One more spicy one.
Let's turn up the Scovilles. What's your weakest map?
Like when I was anchoring before,
Yeah.
dust. I hated dust.
What's your weakest map as an opper?
Time rush.
Mirage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite teammate
Of all time,
right now?
I would say Xcloud. Since like I spent,
Xcloud?
I spent so much time with him before.
Do you think xCloud should be on the best Turkish team?
What is the best Turkish team in your opinion?
Whoa. I'm asking the question.
okay.
All right, let's end off with a spicy one. You've been handling them very well.
Sounds good.
Which team do you think is overrated right now, even if no one wants to say it?
Overrated.
They have to be at the bounty.
At the bounty? Okay, then I was a heroic then. A bit boring.
What could Heroic do to improve?
Get an offer.
Youngstar, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Youngstar's self-proclaimed worst map, and yet lo and behold, still at the top of the scoreboard. I think that's a damning stat because Heroic obviously trailing Launders 2 rounds to 10.
Yeah, it's a big gap, and it's like, I mean, it's what they dished out back on Mirage, so you got to be able to take a little bit too, I guess. They're the ones playing with the map, and they're the ones who could make a comeback. They've been so great on pistols, apart from obviously losing the last one.
Yuri's going to see the presence in tunnels, and it's an all-in. Heroic trying to get through this. Yuri, clean second headshot. Quesarado
And we're
already
back
through the doorway.
with a very explosive round from Heroic.
Need the reload. That
And
presents a chance
a very
for
quick
xCloud to come
response
through
from
with his,
Furia.
but in that
Just
same window, Maladoy's
single
flank
player
connects.
left.
And now
xCloud
xCloud
1v3.
into the corner is going to drop Maladoy.
So this is now the second pistol round that they lost
But that
this whole
road
tournament.
looks to be heading to Nuke.
That's two.
Our third
I feel like
map
Furia
queued
now
up
are
is
in
now
the
Furia
groove, and I
take
think they're
second
ready to
pistol.
go.
Heroic won
One
map
team from
1,
each map, not
13-3.
forget about it
Are
entirely.
Furia about
Just
to win
move
map
on as
2,
quickly as you
13-2?
can. Nice round here from Yuri.
But maybe, who knows? Next
maybe
map,
we'll see
I like when
13-1.
Heroic do a rush. They do like
Here's
a
a better one.
contact explode. They don't
13-0.
like- I like that they
That'd
don't
be
go
cinema.
through
That'd be cinema.
a telegraph phase, a fake first exact,
You know, I
one
noticed
layer execute into
Yeah.
a second. Like
We had an
they
even
always
Stevens
explode
half
on
on
the
the
contact and fully
nuke
commit
between
through.
Liquid and
And
Falcons. It
I feel like
ended
that's been good
6-6.
at really surprising
That
Furia,
means
even if it doesn't
that
work
for
there.
one round, we had a score of
I think it's good to highlight the
6-7.
potential success of Heroic. Going into Nuke.
You did it. I wasn't gonna make that joke, but
Hopefully get to a little more even
when
ground
it's
between
the
the
mixer
teams.
prize, you were like, so then I said I had to do it.
I would like to
do it.
remove his microphone
Obviously
privileges
right
again.
now,
I will not do it until
feeling the
chat
wrath
says
of
yes.
Maladoy
So
once
chat, if
again.
you want to remove his mic privileges,
Showed us
just say
center
no more
forward,
mic
but he was
from
able to
MIHAJA.
tap into
And you have to do it
over on
quick
Mirage.
because it looks like
And
Heroic are
Prison's
all out of
18
gas
health
here.
about to be
Oh, that's
swept
good.
under
No
the
mic.
rug.
Who said
So
yes?
Furia will have themselves
I said yes.
10
What if I just type
map
in chat and say yes?
Just
No
type
mic?
in chat.
Ooh, never mind. Hang on a second.
It's winnable, actually.
Clutch is
Ooh, your
officially
hit there is
on
really
with
low.
that Tech 9
I think it's
headshot.
winnable. I mean, that's a.
You might have him a little bit stressed out.
1 minute
1v4,
left,
you keep
so
ours low.
maybe.
This would not be the play,
Yuri's
right?
watching it. Was watching it. Oh. Wow.
Whoa. Had something
I
stirring.
mean, so far, a
Dangerously
very,
close,
very
and if that round was that
fun
close
little,
and it wasn't 12-2,
event.
then we'd hype up the possibility that clearly any
I have
round
a
is
feeling that
winnable.
Manthen
You
is
won't know.
No, I
rigging
won't.
his
I'm
own
gonna save it for
task
Nuke
in
to
chat.
move on.
Okay, Nuke is
No,
gonna
I'm
say-
not, I'm doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, just
And I
save it
feel
for
like
Nuke.
he's gonna be typing in chat
I don't
if he
think there's
wants.
anybody
so
at home
hi.
right now that doesn't believe
I won't-
Nuke is
I
about
won't
to begin
stoop
in about
Down.
15 minutes
I
time.
think Nuke is a guaranteed map to come out in this game today.
Is this 12-2 now?
Put
Which
everything
is
I own on it.
one round off for you know what? You know what?
Everything you own,
Everything I own.
even your magic.
Are you ready for another
Even
round?
my magic cards.
For another round?
Even my fairy
La-
deck.
possibly last round of the second
Well,
map.
it certainly feels that way.
Your fairy
Heroic
deck.
using all 3
I put my
timeouts. Furia
mother on
haven't
it.
even had to use one. And look
I guess I
at
don't
the
own her,
smile on
but-
their faces. What a change from map 1.
From that,
Moving swiftly
I
to
hope
round
that they didn't go with a
13,
bad
14,
mental
15.
onto map 2 because like
Sorry,
right now it's all smiles,
Sorry, Sharon. Love
all
you, man.
happiness. Like
I have to ask, if you're
about
Heroic
your
going
son.
into Mach 3, you won 13-3, you got
got hit in the
your
head
ass
with a
handed
soccer
to you
ball before the
13-2.
game started.
Do you go into that
Thinks
final
he's
map,
Quesarado.
still feeling the 13-2?
Started trying to
Or are
speak
you like, ah, but
Portuguese.
we did it to them as well, but now that's like,
Man.
30 minutes ago. It's been such a short game.
I mean, how I would see it is, so we took map 1. Map 1 was our map, and we got it. Now, we play their map, you know, shit happens, they got it. Okay, it's understandable. But now it's an evens map, so maybe now it's like, we'll show them what we're made of, how we'll do it, you know? And I feel like they would come off like, you know, okay, we had a rough start, we're back on the train, now I'll show them what we can really do, you know? I mean, they're already showing them what they can do, but, you know, further increase the damage.
For sure, for sure. And I have to say, it really feels like we're going to see a 13-3 here. 13-2, sorry.
I mean,
shut down, leaning on their bomb sites.
I kind of hope we get a 32. I'll be honest.
I'm kind of hoping we're I'm kind of hoping we're going to come back and we're going to overtime. 10 in a row. Let it ride.
Down.
It can ride on the Nubis if it was. Oh, Nuke, sorry.
Let it ride.
Let's see how it goes. It's a very slow round for now.
Yeah, I mean, 45 seconds left on the clock. Just one smoke, one flash, and one molly. And look at the weapons. And I mean, Furia are just being so disciplined. We saw Liquid, I mean, Shui was taking some crazy swings towards those double doors. I have no idea what the game plan was there. Furia are just like, okay, we've got this. This is our easiest chance to win. Let's not give them anything.
Run head first.
Let's give the viewers a round of gameplay.
Serrano knows odds are the pack now comes his way, and good on Yuri to cut that player down swiftly. His reposition here, catching Youngstar off guard, and XCloud soon to be surrounded. 7 seconds on the clock. Nothing they can do about it this time. Heroic as Furia turn this
crazy game, crazy series. 13-3, 13-2.
Oh, definitely. I mean, fair play to Furia for coming back. That's like real quick,
really quick.
I feel like it's what.
Is this because we saw Heroic relaxing outside, or is that was just Furia locking in themselves?
I feel like Furia kind of understood that Mirage is not their playground, and they said, okay, let's give it to them here, and let's show them what we're made of in Dust 2. And I feel like this is a prime example. They showed them, like, you know, this is our map, and now it's gonna go to Nuke, and they're gonna see it. They're gonna pretty much show them, okay, that was your map. Now we had our map. Now.
At no point at this game was it competitive. At no point did we feel that
I apologize, Jesus. My voice started malfunctioning, and they're going to show them now what they can actually do.
Well, Nuke is up next. We'll leave it to the desk to break it down a bit to you. What happened in those first two maps, what we can expect from the third. I will see you very soon for the third map,
It was
Nuke.
much better team effort from Furia. Yes, you could point to Molodoi as probably being the top performer if you look at the rating, but I feel like we saw decent moments from practically everyone early on in the map. We were seeing multi-kills coming out of Yekindar. I feel like Yuri as well was kind of good towards the latter half of that game, but yeah, there's nobody that I would point the finger at and say, you're not stepping up today. It was really just actually on the other foot. Nobody from Heroic could really hold practically anything.
And was any particular issues that we saw for Heroic, or is it just that general out of your weight class, out of your depth, you knew this was going to be a tough task coming in?
I guess they didn't really read some of the plays. Like, Furia had a couple good mid-rounds in this one, which I feel like made it difficult for Heroic to capture what was going on. But also, I just feel like sometimes, yeah, the openers did go the way of Furia. I feel like there's only maybe a glimpse of Heroic being composed in a mid-late round. I think it was the second round they won this entire map, so that was a far and few between moment.
It's always tough to break down these very one-sided affairs here, Jacob. So what did you see? Give me a detail.
I mean, it's always tough to say, like, yeah, everything went wrong and nothing went wrong for Heroic in the same sentence, because I do feel like they were just outmatched in every single aspect of what it's like playing Counter-Strike on a map like Dust 2. There was a round where I believe Furia ran the clock down a little bit late on the T side. Fallen is entering the B bomb side with a bomb with 8 or 7 seconds left, where unfortunately Youngster decides to force him and fight him with AWP. He loses out on the duel and you lose the round. That was like the only clear-cut mistake I saw in the game, where the rest of it was just Furia playing better Counter-Strike. So overall, I'm not too disappointed in Heroic. They just got outmatched.
I mean, this is the one that Pim's talking about. I mean, it's a good split coming in from Furia. I mean, they took a lot of space early on, and they kind of have this plan B option where things just aren't really going as perfectly as they want to as they're going into A. And you see Fallen's just hightailing it towards the other bomb site with the bomb. Yuri tries to make the first entry point, and with such little time left, you just kind of want Youngster here to just hold on. I don't know if they exactly knew where Molodoi was or if he could be crunching him, and that's probably what caused Youngster to be a little bit afraid there. But it's just one of those moments where it's kind of do or die, and Youngster dies.
He does.
And that was kind of the story of the map.
He does. Look, we saw it at the halftime interview, right? Launder's sitting down with him. The joke was, how does this team get better? Well, they get an offer, right? Youngster knows what he's doing here. He knows the situation. He's doing the best he can to help out his guys, to help out the chemistry, to help out his teammates, but he knows he's not an opper. He's not trying to be an opper. He's trying to do what the team needs right now.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do if you're youngster. And again, we spoke about what were some of the win conditions for Heroic if they wanted to make this game competitive or win it. Well, Nilo didn't really get to do much on this map either. It was very limited how much he could, I guess, impact the game. We saw in the round that you just showcased right here that he was constantly being forced out of position with Molotovs, with flashes. And that's where you got to give credit to Fury as well. They played a very structured, a very, I guess, basic way of playing Dust 2, but that's the way you play Dust 2 at a high level. You do the basics, you do them at a high level, you make sure your utility has a purpose, and then the spacing and the way you move around the map was just impeccable.
I feel like the way that I would characterize like Crizin versus Fallen is that Crizin might actually have the more interesting idea out of spawn. You know, get a guy top mid, try to fake out some side of the map, then just get a second guy in. Fallen's a better mid-rounder. Like, Fallen's going to usually come up, say, okay, plan A is not working. We're going to swap this up in a millisecond right now. Everybody follow my lead, and then you win those rounds by the skin of your teeth. It's what made him a championship IGL throughout all of those years in the past, even the most recent year. So Crizin, on the other hand, like great ideas, but just kind of getting schooled sometimes when you don't know what's coming next.
We've got another round to take a look at here. I believe it's round 3 coming on up. What were we looking for in this one?
This is, to me, this actually kind of told some of the story of the first half, where you get this great opening pick when you're Furia, and then this is kind of it. You get the mid round. I mean, I feel like Fallen was sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out of this idea. Even though all of his players are practically towards long, he just decides that he wants to go all the way back towards B. Molodoy's still making a bit of a presence in middle, and this is just kind of outskilling your opponent. There's no real reason that Sus should lose this sort of situation. He's got a great rifle, he's got some decent positioning, even has some help, but they just get the kill that they needed to get open this bomb site, and then Molodoy just steps up there. That's a great kill to make it a 3v2, and then this is the great Queserato moment. Like, we wanted more of him and all of the players from Furia, and like, this is so uncomfortable. Like, I mean, winning a 1v2 on top of this barrel, you feel like you gotta drop, but he just knows that he's gonna hit the shot, and so he never has that little window of inaccuracy when dropping from the barrel. So I think that the individual stepped up for me.
And this is the conversation, this is the comparison we're having as well. This is now, I believe, across both maps, if I'm not mistaken, the stats coming on in. But Fallen really doing a good one here on Dust 2, making it look good. Doing what the team needed him, right? Because at the end of the day, he's trying to set up his younger players, his teammates. But whenever he is called on, we know he's more than capable.
It was cruise control for Furia. Again, I sometimes I dislike, as you said, Mike, I dislike doing these segments because we can overhype the result, and we can overhype the performance, and we can dive into the minutiae details of the game here. But it was just two teams duking it out on Dust 2, where there was a clear difference in how good they were able to conduct themselves. Furia could have played at 50%. They still would have won this game. And as you said, Mario, right here with round 3, that was the only moment in the game it was competitive. Had Heroic won that one, sure, they lose the pistol, then they break Furia's economy in the following 2 rounds. Maybe they get off to 3, 4, 5 rounds. It doesn't change the outcome of the game. So in that aspect, it's you know, take the game for what it is this time around. There's not too much to talk about. There's not too much to dive into. This was Furia cruise controlling and Heroic not showing up.
Well, I'll give you one more thing to talk about. One more thing that we can overhype, and that's Molodoy. We've been talking about him going into this series. We've been talking about him a lot, about how important he can be for this Dust 2. He was, in fact, very important and very good.
This is what you wanted to see. I mean, I feel like his just the way that he handled Foot leading into this. I mean, if people really want to see a hard carry performance, this is not even necessarily...
I thought it was Heroic who were handling Foot in the comms.
That's true, actually. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Yeah, Molodoy did great. Can we just address the fact that on map number 1, that they said...
sucking toes?
That one of the players on Heroic, when they were doing well, said they were going to suck the other player's toes? Like, I do need to address that. Like, that's kind of a ridiculous statement.
Talk about team chemistry here. I'm pretty sure... I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure that was Youngster. I think it might have been offered it up. 100% KAST coming through from Molodoy. This dude's doing it all. Every round, day in, day out, he's delivering.
Well, that's the cool thing about, you know, Furia right now. And if you want to dive into a storyline, that's for Molodoy. He was firing on all cylinders online. He was doing so well against Foot. He's coming in here now. He's at a 1.5 rating over the course of 2 maps, despite having lost one of them, 13-3. Molodoy is making a case that the form we saw last year is something he's going to continue with in 2026. And I pose the question, if he's as good as people believe, if he's as good as the fans believe as well, we have a player that is in contention to maybe title for the best, second best, third best player in the world.
Be bold, say first. Let's go for it. Well, if the foot got you excited, well, there's a whole lot more coming on down the pipe. We're going to our third and final map of play when we come back.
Coming in after a break, everybody's a little bit sloppy. You start to forget a little bit of the why you're winning and everything. We're trying to get back to that, and we had a close match against Foot. They were amazing, and it was a little bit something that we needed, I think, before this tournament. It's good that we won, but we won in a fashion that made us realize that, like, okay, we need to work even harder, and yeah, that's basically our mentality.
It's the best kind of wake-up call, one that you still actually do wind up winning. And maybe that's what map number 1 was as well, because Fury came out storming on Dust 2, and now we end up on Nuke. All the way, all the distance, all the maps here. Jacob, I think at the beginning of the pre-show, you said there was no way this wasn't a 2-0 for Fury. I seem to remember something like that.
Yeah, that was wrong. You know, there's no way it should have been a 2-0 for, or it shouldn't have been a 2-0 for Furia. Again, I just hope we get a better map now, because I feel like we had two very one-sided maps, which has been rather boring to watch, you know, for a lot of different reasons. I think Heroic have shown that they can play Counter-Strike at a high level, and we know what Furia can deliver as well. So I see no reason why we, as, I guess, viewers of Counter-Strike, us here on the desk, the crowd inside the arena as well, shouldn't be gifted a much better map here to finish and conclude the day.
That would kind of be the classic, wouldn't it? Where the underdog just wins their map pick, and then you just get the two sweeps from the... It's almost like the gentleman's sweep, really, from the favorite.
Yeah, it is. Give them hope and then just crush it on down. I mean, we had the setup in the pregame, right? For Fury, it's all to play for. They want to get right back into the trophies. They want to get right back into the winning ways. For Heroic, they've already done more than was probably expected, playing without an Opera, playing with a stand-in. They want to get into the future with their new roster. Right now, it's all just about enjoying the present.
That's fair enough, but I feel like Fury have shown that they're beatable, right? They showed that on map number 1. I feel they showed that a couple of days ago when they were playing Foot as well. They weren't really in control in that game whatsoever. Had it not been for Molodoi, there's a world where Fury wouldn't have been on the stage right now, to be completely honest. So it's not that Heroic can go into Nuke and feel like there's a chance here. We can get off to a good start, win the knife round, start on the CT side, you know, get a bit of momentum. And just to outline it as well, I know for Heroic said that they're happy with the, is it 17 VIS points they're getting if they lose the game regardless? Well, if they're beating Fury, they're guaranteed 89 points, and they're taking a jump from the VIS from number 19 to number 12 or number 13 or something like that, which would be massive for Heroic. And all you have to do is win a best of 1 against Fury. It's not entirely impossible.
Not at all. They did win the knife round as well, so maybe that goes a little bit further in their favor. Maybe that makes this happen here, Maui?
Well, I mean, they've had a good CT side already at this event. I mean, they beat another Brazilian team in Pain, so there's definitely proof that they can do it. I don't know if they will, though, here.
Well, they're just living, they're loving the moment, and two guys always loving the moment and enhancing it as well. Scrawny and Launders, take it away.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your insights one last time. We go into Nuke, where, like we've just mentioned, they've already beaten a Brazilian team. Mo, is this doable? Can you truly defeat Furia? Well, I think it depends which Furia walks into the server, and I think, unfortunately for Heroic, we kind of saw the warming up of individuals. There's just a little more pep in the step of all of Furia throughout that second map, most notably Quesarado, who, again, in the online portion was right down there in the struggles. But if that's Quesarado's best map so far at Bounty, well, maybe this bodes well for the Molodoi push. You know, you get him back to his best, and Furia, despite starting on this T side, could still end this.
I think what you see in, you know, Furia's history is like, Quesarado plays well, doesn't really affect the outcome of the games, but you see he's too good for the team. Then you get, when you get Molodoi and this whole roster behind him, when Molodoi doesn't play well, it all falls apart. When he plays well, they can still lose, but there's way more room for everybody to just benefit. It feels just such high impact overall. Well, this could definitely just be one long warm-up essentially for Furia to get into this game. Lurk Smoke comes out. X-Cloud's got his knife out, ready to knife some feet.
Here's the rumble as they move past Quesarado into main. They're going to try to pressure Hell as well.
One. Oh, well, they missed this.
Yo, they'll react to it. Good on you, Kindar. Quick enough to do so. Not mistaken, that was the cache of nades as well from Heroic. They had a couple grenades up in Heaven. That player dies down beneath. The second from Heaven's going to catch him off. And they never see Molodoi coming. X-Cloud hiding in the back of B site's going to blindside Fallen and Yuri. What? Sick UST shot from X-Cloud on his own downstairs.
What a disgusting clip there from X-Cloud. I was just about to credit for Heroic for being in a few different positions that you could never expect.
All
these shots, 1 or 2 bullets getting missed, and then
wow, we are back.
Yes, a very impressive start from Youngster. If I remember, he got a X-Cloud got a 3K.
X-Cloud. It was
3 for 3 on that lower hold, man. That was just beautiful.
Getting in their heads, speaking some
So that's how they win all those
Portuguese.
pistols, huh?
I must say Brazilian, but that's not a real language.
It's true. Dust 2, the only
Brazilian, it's all language. It's Portuguese.
I know, but they have a dialect. Don't tell them that.
Okay, no, as in, I can't say Brazilian is a language. It's a dialect of Portuguese. Oh my god, Yakinde, what was that? What was that? Oops, and there goes Chris.
And Krizen's gonna press his vanilla pistol into the side of Fallen's head. 5 alive. Oh, maybe. Yuri gonna make a quick run for the rooftops. Don't jump.
It's actually crazy interesting that, you know, if things go right, like on Nuke here, like they just get that crazy round.
I don't know if you saw last series, Nico actually fell off the ladder.
Yeah,
and took damage that ended up costing him the round. But
insane.
All as well, that ends well for Falcons.
Matches.
Sir, yes, sir.
To jump that much.
Particularly for a team as well that like didn't
I'll be honest,
major,
bro,
right? Like that's where we've seen a lot of these new other up-and-comers. Paravision, for example.
You're gonna revert back to your Team Falcon
why they got a
drip?
chance at Bounty.
Nah, I
Obviously,
can say
their
like this.
capitalizing.
I'll bear the heat.
It's like you gotta work so
It's
hard
crazy
to get
because
the one chance,
inside
and then you just gotta hope you're
here
right
up
that
here
week.
on our
Yes,
desk,
yeah.
it's super hot.
And that could
Out
happen
as
right
like
now.
there's a
You know,
double
whereas other
insulated
teams,
door.
say
As soon
the
as we
likes of
open that,
Furia
it's
and the other top
freezing, and
dogs in the
outside it's
space
even
have
colder.
a literal
So
bad
I'm in
weekend,
short
their
sleeves in
worst
here.
week
Out
of the
there,
year.
long sleeve,
It's never gonna
jacket,
cost them so
hoodie.
much,
Yeah,
they
it's
stop
crazy.
getting invited to
Listen,
events.
my favorite
They're
hook
the
is
top
MIHAJA.
dogs.
Did you mind scooching a bit over?
Heroic in
Listen, I'm on the border of the camera.
You're on the board of the camera, of course, you can.
Yeah, so much space there.
You know the problem is I have these damn wires. I need to move the chair.
Grab a pair of scissors and just cut them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that will be a very, very
Just don't tell
smart
the broadcast.
Hey, and the one we see that the feed completely dies here.
Heroic were ahead economically after 11 of 13 rounds.
Now AK-47 for Caserado still to work with.
I have no idea what that stat was trying to say.
Same, bro. English was my main language. I didn't even read that well.
No, Thomas instantly deals with it. Luckily, it will be retrieved.
Not the best trade, but however, like on pistols, pretty good.
Whoa,
That's what we see from Maladoy.
I think that's wrong.
And now Furia looking for an early round
I mean,
win.
Susp can get a really cheeky peek here. Who has the Molotov as well? He'll waste a lot of time for them.
Bombs still get planted. It looks like they're doing a good
Well,
job.
still got
of
the
just
manage to get
peeking
the bomb plant.
Goes down over towards Astralis. Maladoy peels that Famas back, commits it into dark. You've got a pistol over towards the ramp. X-Cloud playing with the door. Does kind of compromise the bomb site slightly with Fallen being stuck on the
It's
other
a very
side
like
of the smoke.
back and forth round right now.
Just trying to isolate
I can feel like Heroic wants to try and win this.
Try to chase down Fallen. Good pressure.
And they're getting it. Ooh, Maladoy got the good trade.
No time, bro. Oh, no, that's it. No time.
Barely survives with a single point of
No time.
health. If not, Sus would be queued
That's
up
it.
for this
Round over.
1v1, but without
Crazy
a kit,
round
it
to
is
lose.
gonna be that
Crazy round to
all-in
lose.
ramp push, and not even off of the Caserado
Well done.
AK-47 that finds
Heroic,
Furia in
Heroic,
early
Furia.
round.
Jesus.
It's the
They
Maladoy
managed to get
4K after he steals this
at least 1
Famas
point on the map.
entry into ramp. Takes that instantly, takes out Prison, going to
If
the
they
back
zoom
of
in
the
on that
site.
piece of paper, we can see
We
the
look at that
strats.
and go, oh no, Prison,
I don't
why
think
would
we'll be
you
able to
do this? But look
understand
how
whatever
quickly he
language there
dies.
is in it.
And he also
I mean, England
ends up
giving
fighting
comms
the one
in
gun
English.
instantly as he gets
I
there.
think Furia do comms in
So
English.
just kept reaching
Do
to
Furia do
stabilize
comms
the
in English?
situation,
Or
and
is it
Maladoy
just like
does
4 guys
insane work
speaking
with this
Portuguese
weapon.
and you can they're vibing?
I feel like it's a bit of both. I feel like if your Kinder's alive and Kinder's in the place,
first
it's in
map
English.
pressure's off.
But like once your Kinder's
They're
dead, it's
joking
just full
about getting
Portuguese.
17 VRS points.
With the Brazilian dialect.
Second map, they know they have a map to play
Not
with.
gonna try to
This
find any
map,
Brazilians
They
here.
know they can
We love
beat
Brazil,
Furia if things go right.
I really wish they got
Makes
to
it a
Brazil
little
one day.
scarier.
Yet again,
Sister went to
Furia trying to
Brazil.
fly out onto that upper bomb site, eats the
I feel like
deletion.
Rookie Molly.
Makes it a
Too
bit
close to
awkward. I feel
monitor.
like maybe if there's timidness towards hell, that's going to stall Furia.
I think they pull
like,
all these
dodge that
rotators
Molotov as well.
downstairs, and I think they know it too.
Ooh, I'm excited for all the games, to be honest. That are
Right
today and
now,
tomorrow.
it's Heroic or
All
2-2
the
to
games
sites.
feel very
they
nice
get a
and-
good bounce.
What's the
Smoke
word?
will still block off
Exciting. I
Furia.
think
They
that's
can
the
have
best
that
word.
ramp
It's an
control.
exciting event. We have
Minute 10,
8
Yuri starting to
fantastic
carve a path back
teams.
through
Well,
lobby.
7 now.
7 now, yes.
He's kind of holding in a great spot.
What can you do?
We
What
had
can
8
you do?
fantastic
We had
teams.
8 fantastic
We're gonna
teams.
only have 7 fantastic teams.
7 currently. We'll be down to 6 very
to 6.
shortly.
They kind of just have this
Within a few more
block off
rounds.
inside
a
of
few more
ramp,
rounds, but after quite a bit
inside
of
of
rounds.
lobby as well. You can go and search everything you want, but it's actually
That
up to Crizin
depends
to decide
whether
if
this
he's going to
map's gonna
stack,
be
if
another
he can
blowout
smell
or
it,
not.
you know?
I mean,
'Cause they're not
by
giving
the
him that
looks
many
of it,
visuals.
it seems like
A lot more of an
They're
even
nice
affair.
1-2
What's
there.
wrong?
Frag grenade
B-side.
through the squeaky door. Sus sensing that he can
Susp.
catch him as he goes back onto the
How does he
angle.
pronounce that name?
Crizin doesn't want to make
Susp.
another mistake down
Susp.
here, but the lower side's been taken.
Susp.
Smoke on double doors.
I think that's the best way to
No
pronounce it.
second
Sus-
smoke just yet.
Single.
Can't stop the plant. They're going to try.
They have a
The
chance
retake's
here.
on.
I can get you. I'm feeding it. Molotov's gonna get
Maladoy
like at least 2
hanging
kills
onto
here.
that Molotov. Again, it's CT's playing with no kit. And so Sus
Such
taking
a
damage
horrible
towards single
angle to
door,
have to
puts
swing.
pressure now onto his
Single
teammates
door
to find
dice.
room off
That's
his
a
death.
really good
There goes
Molotov.
the volley.
Bad
Oh,
time
in
for
the
a
Might
reload.
be worth it.
X-Cloud catching Maladoy's
That's a bad
Youngster
miss.
still.
The young guy.
Has a bit of ultimate. Anyway,
The young star with a miss. You see I did that. Because he's a young star and his username.
How old is youngster actually?
So as he backs
He looks
this one
young.
up,
I think
just
he's
looking for an
like
escape.
maybe roughly our age.
He's trying to leave
Hey,
with
Furia, what is bro doing?
And he's gonna do that. Puts pressure back
Oh,
on
he
it
might take the op.
economically. Does the Akindor survive? No, sir. That's an op to be
I mean,
saved
that's
at
kind of
least here
good
for
for Heroic. They saved the op. However, Furia still got the
He got
round.
around, but I mean, at that point the round was gone, so he kills two players, he saves the op. And
Feel
Furious
free
saved
to
nothing.
right there got startled. Had a position to
Was that
maybe
post,
get that retake going. Xcloud
post
pulls
eye?
off this ridiculous
Yeah.
play.
Post what?
Was
Molly
that-
goes
did they
down.
die after the bomb
Moldo
exploded?
thinks, no way.
I think he did.
No
Yeah.
way after a full
Yeah.
second.
So
that he
doesn't
was
that mean
gonna
he gets no
come
money?
into
No,
it.
he's
Reload
managed
this
to
guy.
do
The
one
camera's
round.
out.
Never mind.
And that
He still
did
got
create
the-
an opening. He took
Mr.
out the most
Manthen,
important player
your
in that post plan.
CS knowledge
So
is
good
under
effort.
question.
This brings the up back
My
to
apologies,
Youngstar.
my
I don't know if that's more
apologies.
unnerving.
Tomorrow
Broken
we're going to
elbow.
start with a 10-question quiz on CS2.
Are you gonna start questioning me?
Moldo and K-Serrato find
10
success
questions.
inside of A-side.
Hold
You
on
don't
to
even
side.
have to think about the retake now.
Damn.
Slam your head
That's
against
the
the
save.
Heroic is ready for
That's
all.
probably the easiest save call that Heroic will ever make.
I'll be honest, I think last series we saw the same thing done by Liquid. Unfortunately, it didn't actually pull through.
This time though, Furia just
You know
churned
what
right
probably the
through
difference
like
was?
it's nothing.
I don't think actually Heroic were ready for a push there.
No.
I feel like they were more like around
Go ahead,
outside
save
and maybe
majority.
B-ish.
I think they said,
allowed
ooh,
to.
these guys won the round,
refreshing to
but
see them play
they
fast. A lot of the
they
games we
all
watched
died,
last week
so they're
were
gonna
extremely
invest,
slow.
Well, brother,
but they're
let's
gonna
go
play
back
it
to
slow.
Mirage.
And
Brother.
Fear were like,
Brother,
nope.
let's go back to Mirage.
They kind of put all the chips on the table and said, fuck it, we all in.
Brazilian funk pumping in their ears, storming into bomb site A.
Oh my god, Brazilian funk. What a round.
What a round. What a series, what a map. Finally a map that seems to be a bit back and forth.
It's just two jacked guys.
Excuse me, getting my wrestlers
I
all
got my
mixed up.
microphone stuck on the chair. There we
All I
go.
know, shout out Andre the Giant.
Look at Maldo, all smiles, all smiles.
He's chilling, he's living his
Where's
life.
Maldo from again? Is he
They
Kazakh?
both have
See
blonde
that?
stashes.
I
Oh,
got
he's not Russian, that's
No,
what I
not the
know.
blonde ones. But
Let's
sorry,
check
let's get back to
HLTV.
the point there.
I feel like normally people would know
Brother.
this, but like, whoops, kind of stuff, you know? Like,
Furious Mirage.
you know,
There's
I
been
don't
so
know.
many roster changes.
Furious
But he's
Mirage
been
had
in Fury for quite some time
lively
now.
moments. No
I
rounds where we
have
see
to
kind of
I have
like that
to make a
all-in from
confession
Furia.
here. I
think
know
their final
Furia
round
are
of
the
T side,
Maltese
they
like
still set up outside of
resident
A-side through some
team.
smoke
I know
going to
nothing. I know
execute.
nothing
But
about. I
something
know they've
with that
fallen. I
level
know
of
they've
kind of
weakened there.
tenacity, all-in
I know
confidence.
nothing,
Yeah,
guys.
not a single round like that.
I'm pretty sure.
Nothing.
Kermit,
And,
is it
you know,
not the
you
Kazakh
could have it. It's
flag?
still Mirage. You can literally
Yeah,
do
it's-
that.
Yeah.
But
Right,
now we
yeah.
get to map 3, and
Let
it
me
feels
just
like, okay, gloves are off, Fury
100%.
are in the server, we're playing some Counter-Strike. Yeah, we can slam ourselves against the A-site, and look,
Yeah, it's
it
Kazakh.
goes
He's from Kazakhstan.
perfectly because
There's
you
a
are one of the best
crazy
teams in
amount
the
of
entire
tier
damn
1
world.
pros from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
That's the
Remember
Furia,
a
everybody
Vanguard?
turned on
Yeah.
their
Almost
TVs
all
to watch
Kazakhstan, who
tonight.
then
Those, for
became
example,
Virtus Pro.
Those, for example, Mongolia.
Mongolia don't have a core.
Whoever's tuning in,
Still have no idea what happened with Senzu there, but
catching this
hopefully
game
they'll be
live.
back to
Here at the Blast
their
TV,
peak. I mean, they reached the
don't
final
change the
last time.
channel, folks.
Yes, that was a
Counter-Strike.
bit of a
Okay.
unfortunate
Lot,
game
yeah.
for them, but
3-0
I think that's
to
actually a
Spirit, but
monitor.
Spirit, super strong
actually
roster. We'll be seeing them tomorrow.
Ruling.
not the same
Nice
roster as,
try,
yes,
G-Raz.
as last season though.
No,
A little bit
Chopper
different roster.
after 8 years. Finally
Youngstar hanging on to
given the
ramp,
axe.
lets the off bullet fly,
I mean,
and
I wouldn't
he's
say
gone. So Fallen takes up
like
position
he
within
deserved
it.
it, but at the same time, it's like, you know,
Is the easiest point to
Kindar looking
like
call
maybe
out.
he had
He
the
tries to
mental
crawl
in the
up into
strats,
heaven.
but I
Nyla
don't think he
getting
felt
better at the
like he didn't feel like he had the actual
5v4
pressure on map.
to
Like, you
Heroic.
know, during rounds, like
Peeled
yeah,
him
you
off
can give
that
calls,
jump
but
up
like
like a
and didn't
gecko.
have the frag potential. When
That's
I
it.
look at Shui,
Don't make
he's an IGL with frag potential.
Fallen, for example.
Fallen, IGL
Fallen,
with
like-
frag potential.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. He's 2 and 4 here, but on like other maps, he was like exploding on site.
Only one additional kill on the actual
Actually,
upper
Chris
hold. So
only
again,
has a
ferociousness
5
from
or
Furia.
5.7.
They show us a bit of
He had only a
tenacity,
P250.
a
Now he has an
willingness.
M4.
Once you Kindar
No
and
armor,
the
though.
potential, you know,
It was a
plan
very
B
weird
goes
investment
down
this
to
round. He just picked
jump.
up an M4
They
from his
pop in,
teammate. He was
they
actually
catch
just
the
running around with that
5-7 hut,
P250.
They follow through instantly, and
I
with
feel like probably he
convincing
just might have
fashion,
had
secure
only
this fourth terrorist
no money,
round
so he
win.
just said, you know, I get a
So boring
P250.
because
Yeah, this was a
I'll
weird
mingle
buy.
around some teammates and I'll get a pick of.
If you look at the money on Heroic side, this
It
was
would've
quite a
been
weird
nice
buy.
to be like, okay,
They still have
United
money in case something
Bowlers,
happens this round, but
Vitality,
like,
game was
obviously-
close
If they're
and
able to
Vitality
save these
won,
two
right?
rifles, they'd
Good
be in a
things
very
to save
I mean,
comfortable
both.
position for the next
But
round.
I don't think
Mirage Mirage is a
will be
big
hunting in
bait.
the
The
situation.
game's
It won't
big
be smart
plate
for us to be
versus
hunting.
foot or a
No,
big
no,
bait.
but
It's
4
all
on the
us
trot
two.
for Furia, so they take
It's sort of this.
nukes T-side the bull by the horns and steer it firmly back in their direction after losing the pistol, so Heroic currently back to the drawing board.
However, it's only just 4-2, so
take it seriously.
it's not over yet.
Furia on a
You know,
map.
Heroic still have a
Early
chance
days.
to come back.
We're halfway through the first half. Early days.
Pretty swiftly.
Very early days.
Big time.
Got plenty
Then
of
we just
time,
have
you
to
know.
ask, like,
We can
then
chill.
why did it happen?
Have a
Why did it
drink.
start the season? It wouldn't be
Have
the
a drink
first team to
and
start
see.
slowly.
It's been a very long
find all
day.
the outs
Lots
in
of
the world
CS.
for Furia, but
It's
every
been a
bring
very
fun
fun
these
day.
Very
though.
fun, very
Very
fun.
fun day.
wishy-washiness is.
I feel like if I ever take a break from CS, just watching some pro CS, especially live, gives you that like itch. I want to play some CS now. I can do this stuff, you know. As once I spoke with Zelian last time, how he said, how he views it. When he sees a player do a clutch, the first thing that comes through his head was, how would he play it? What would he do different?
Or like Falcons show
You know,
up and
because
take
let's
down a
say,
full-strength team
for
liquid
example,
online
Fallen's in a
with
1v3
stand-in.
situation, and he does this, and this, and then he maybe does not succeed. In Zelian's mind, it's like, okay, he did this, and this. I would have done this, and that. So then he wants to go play CS and see if he can get in the same situation and redo the same thing, and then do it in his mindset.
If they want to just
Which I like. It's a cool way of like wanting you to play more CS.
And Sus finds one.
It's a classic.
Kindar right there though, back into the main pressure. Walk out through the squeaky door will be clipped. They weren't
I
counting
think
on
have the
Crizin
info
being in this
advantage.
corner.
They know where Crizin is.
But as he tries to fight his way out off the
That's a
Nilo
good flash though.
perfect stuff coming out from
They
Crizin.
can get away with
and
this.
The fallback, which then opens up
Young
the
Star
flank out of the
too.
vent. 40 on the clock. They're gonna catch
Molotov,
that
man.
Nilo peak because
That's
they knew
great
he was
from
up in
him.
heaven.
Swing.
And
Young
so
Star
Crizin still got
too
more
fast
to do,
there.
but they found
Come up
their
the
way
vent,
out.
and I feel like that's where
This is
the
my favorite free
experience.
Furia look. It's existed before.
Where the experience
basically
comes
everyone
into
on this
play.
team.
Oh, nice. That was clean.
Days,
That was so
the
clean.
double lurk into mini.
No chance there.
Got to be the first ones to pull that off like more successfully. The other look I love that
I guess they learned
do
some words for
running out
Molotov.
as if it's
They're
an upper
yelling like
entry
Harush,
and then
it's like
having
very good.
everyone sneak in behind the smoke to go for the lower drop. But all this
Oh yeah,
stuff
it does
around
have
mini
the
and vent, they're
mouse
very,
pad. I just
very
saw it.
tricky about
Yeah,
it.
identical mousepad to
And even if
Turbich,
you
so.
kind of see it coming, it's still
Legend. That's
crazy
Young Star,
effective to have
right?
both
Remind me
two
of Van
outside
Monk.
lurks, someone come into mini and compromise top hut, get info on heaven. Even if that guy gets
messing around,
traded,
I know.
the second guy knows now for sure where to peek
I have
in,
to confiscate
and
the soundboard
splits
from
are
Manthen
hard to
ahead of
stop. So
tomorrow's matches.
the pace that Fury are bringing right now, like Heroic just don't have that much time to think about it.
I don't think there's be any points where I can do that. What I want to try is I'm gonna just try
Great
real fast.
flash setup for Crizin. Thought maybe that could have been that X factor moment to save
How
the
do we
round.
sound like this? Pitch up. I don't know. I don't think this does anything. I'll just set it off. There's no point.
When Nilo gets killed in heaven, I think Fury
I will be messing around with
chance
this
to leave a little bit
tomorrow
awkward on
off
the
stream.
ladder, and that it's gonna have impacts. Obviously, quick vent dive made
I'm gonna make
possible
this
by
very
that
difficult
1.5 second stall. Yakindar hears this stomp coming out. Oh, they're not even considering it.
Oh.
Great catch.
Man,
Great
how
catch
does
by Jake
Yakinder
to
see
that
anything
miss
on that
the
screen?
ladder.
And
You
how
can
does he
see
not
the
walk around
ramifications
with
that come
glasses
from it,
like
as if
this thick?
all these
I
other
have
shots
no
weren't
clue.
just going so
I think
swimmingly
I
for
heard last time I
Furia.
studied is
Just
actually
the
being
first
close
kill is
to
by way
a
of the
TV doesn't
smallest
actually affect your
mistake.
eyes.
And those are the mistakes
Tires
you can't
them,
make
It
when you
tires them.
swing for a top
So I feel like
contender.
after like this game, he
you
just
might do
goes
that to
straight
your
to bed.
friends on purpose.
Could be.
But
I
that
feel
doesn't
realistically
fly
probably
at this
tonight
level.
after this game they're probably gonna have like a nice dinner.
Get the hell off my head.
Could be.
If you
be.
think about it.
Oh, St. Julian's,
So I
a
would do-
nice restaurant there, you know, by the seafront.
Well, Portamaso.
For the Maso, nice. Where did we go last time? Bills? Maybe they go to Bills after MCL
Now
season
this is
3. You
just
know, they
changed up to
follow
some
in the
of the
footsteps
fastest
of,
Fury rounds of all time.
Maltese CS.
I know that last time Vitality after they finished after they lost against the Mongols, they went to play bowling.
Yeah, we had a friend over there at the bowling center, bumped into them.
Random, was it
Which is
uncoined?
when he was
went bowling with his friends.
and then he just sees
Also,
Zaiwu.
Takes a forward
also
Zaiwu.
did
It's
crazy
hilarious.
things like he would push super early and flank.
Oh, they're
you know what I mean?
hunting
It was like
hard.
you're watching him like, oh my
They have
goodness, is he
so
really
much
about to
cash.
do that?
So
But it
much
wasn't even
cash.
necessarily
Look at the
about
cash influx.
the speed
That's
of
one.
which.
That's two.
Just the craziness of it all. This round was that. To be fair, I kind of just thought back. It was instant down
Heroic
the vent so fast.
are in trouble.
142,
CT side, 6 rounds lost in a row. Hey, the chair reclines?
Yes, I just found out how my chair
Oh
works.
shit.
You know, stream laying down.
It's tough.
Stream
You're
laying down.
prison, you're trying
We
to-
do now, guys. We're gonna
you
sleep
know,
here
you gotta let you
overnight.
around with
Actually,
the
we're gonna do
whole
a
plan.
nighttime
Of
stream.
course.
Please
Oh,
But the
nighttime
other
stream.
team
don't
does
know
too.
the subs follows while
then
you
they
know
do
while
something you
we're
don't
asleep like
expect.
they
I don't
do.
think CL has a download location.
And again, now we gotta move
does.
on.
I don't think it still works, but it's
Slight
still
hiccup
there
on that
in the
one.
description.
Just put my paper on it.
That's what allowed that shot downstairs.
Don't tell them.
I put my Revolut
Feel bad
barcode.
for letting him start down. Obviously, he rotates down. Has been given
Just leave them in
no
the corner of the
indication
screen.
that could really
Guys,
be a
right
real
up
threat.
here. Wait,
I mean,
right
you
up
should
here
have
is our Is our
He should
revenue
have
pocket?
because they smoked it.
Help a homie out.
Well,
We need the money for the grand final.
The money for the grand final.
Money for
What
the
for? I don't know why.
I don't
We
know
need the
why.
money for the grand final.
I guess we're final on the grand final day.
Ooh.
He gets there.
pretty close.
Fallen making
So
sure to keep
managed
an
to
eye
get
on
one
the
at
corner.
least.
Didn't manage to get
Xfloud
one.
still has to work for it, and obviously very little to work with in general here for Heroic. You got Quesarado sitting
Is he
basically
gonna-
in his spawn.
This is such a
waiting
passive
for the
hold from
lobby flank,
Quesarado. Is he going
but,
to catch
the fact
the
that he's
CT
got an
pushing?
opponent sitting on top of the roof
feel
does
like-
make it a little more awkward.
I feel like Nilo might actually just
Feels like if that
go
just
down
locks up
into
players though towards T-spawn, then
aiming
the
there.
rest of Furia should be good to just
Yuri
take the
made
rest
so
of
much
the map.
noise there.
If he drops,
5-7 starts to feel a little itchy.
That's a crisp pick, I'll be
Youngstar
honest.
trying to find contact goes down, and we have man advantage. Furia secure.
Nilo actually went on the safe way. He doesn't want to risk playing with the sound cues. It's like he knows that Quesarado is there actually.
Maybe they have anti-stratted each other and know
Furia
a bit how
in
they play.
another excellent position.
maybe.
They're slowly constricting all the
Chris
space
actually
left
gets someone
over.
here?
Even with the pushes in place, it's very
Definitely
clear
feels
where
like
they're
it's
sitting.
7-2 for
Obviously
Furia.
here to Furia.
And Susp is a dead man sprinting. Yuri didn't catch that front sight
Damn.
player, but
Was a good round.
No chance for
Furia,
a
and I
hero.
think now you know
No
we're
chance.
starting to see
Slow,
those different looks.
meticulous.
Again, a pretty quick opening move to get into garage. But then when
Plucking
you
out
see
the
a player
hairs.
hiding in corners, you think, okay, there's more corners
Surgical
occupied. If this is kind of the general
Surgical
plan.
precision. That flick from
I
Yuri
don't like
earlier
that.
was
5v5
surgical
mistakes.
precision.
5v5 late can be good for T-side, like it can make
Little
people
news from
nervous and
this,
stuff, but I think easily the best position to find on average is early pick play.
We have
into map
things in
control and
motion,
wait.
hopefully.
Things in
And then
motion.
that's the best
I don't
way,
know if
feel
that's a
like, to
confirmation or if it's
generate
just
another
that they're gonna
death
check. But
instantly, or
we have
call it
some
opposite
things.
to
We
have
have
an
some
option
possibilities.
to
As they
go
say,
on without
it's
having
not
to go
about
for
the
map
size of
control.
the boat, it's about the motion in the ocean.
Who says that?
Trying to get hyper
Ooh, opening pick.
focused
Heroic.
on
People who
that. Instead,
are
Prison
small,
stops it.
you know what?
Well, what I say is it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
That's also
T-side
good.
still gunning for double digits.
And it definitely felt that way with Liquid
Molotov
today,
will
but
chance to work, and
unfortunately,
Prison finds
Falcon
the
was
perfect
a
time
dog too
to
big.
Stick his barrel to the back of Krisen's head. Oh, Quesarado's head.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Quesarado, who has, I've just noticed, really cooled off from map 2, huh? Hasn't been needed with Molodoy and Yakindar doing what they're doing.
Oh, whoa, this round's actually still
Damn.
alive.
Can't miss those shots.
Yeah, a few bullets come through. I really respect, like, the disrespect, actually, from Krisen. Especially with the rounds, some of the way the rounds have gone. Pushing through the squeaky smoke straight up, trying to do something for his team.
Oh, okay.
When obviously plans are going awry. But even though he gets the 2 kills,
Kind of makes sense.
would be a key trade back. You know if you're going to attempt it.
Save them for later.
7-2. Yes.
One rough peak here on Xfloud. He's
Soon
been really
halftime.
sharp though.
Soon halftime.
Do you think we're going to see another 10-2?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we're gonna see 7-3 to be
And
honest.
Susp dies as well.
I don't know.
They
You're
know where
actually
you are,
getting that
Xfloud.
kill
How are
there.
you going to deal with this?
Thinking about jumping
catch
it.
Xfloud here
Smoke
with the
being
smoke?
covered would
Well,
take
he
a
could
quick
have
scope
two.
from
He
Molodoy.
could- if he
Wouldn't
gets
put
a
it
kill
past
and he
him.
gets that info, that's massive.
Instead, they're just going to wait
Oh, he
that
faked to
smoke
run
out.
away.
I mean, they heard them scope.
Hut player slowly getting
Oh,
in position.
what a
Small
flick.
adjustment out of Molodoy. Oh, there
Ah,
we go.
but
Kills back for
Heroic covered really well, and he's
Yuri
whiffing.
tagging
He's
Youngstar
whiffing.
down to 5.
Oh, he's mollied off. He's done.
They got to get
He's
on that
done.
if they have a kit, but if
They don't.
not,
They don't have a
ooh,
kit.
Gotta
Oh,
stick this, so Yuri's still going to have time to go for the duel, being covered by the rifle.
Ah,
I guess I jinxed it. I guess I jinxed it.
we might still see a third injury.
Third round at the
This is
very
Maybe,
least
maybe.
here for
Maybe, but
Heroic.
It's beautiful.
It
from
seems like
Nilo.
these
You
guys
see that Yuri
either,
identifies where
you
I'm
know,
going to be held from.
like every
Perfect
like
pre-fire,
both raps so far,
57 damage
it's
instantly.
big jumps between
Nilo
scores.
had to
It
hit
has
the
been
head
big.
right away.
I cannot
Just
lie. I
a
know we said Fury is the
down round.
multi-scout,
Youngstar
but I'm really
was one bullet away
enjoying
from death.
Youngstar.
Oh, just most of those.
I'll be honest.
He's winning
like,
me over, and I really want him to do well.
I mean, Molodoy crouched,
for
but I
like
think he crouched, like,
a
just
stand-in, like I'm really
crouched
happy with his
right before the
performance.
shot. You saw
Even the
those
stand-in
bullets bouncing off the back wall.
for Falcons.
Yeah, I mean,
know,
credit
say
to
when
him.
you're
It was
good,
a
you're
tough
lucky
series to
too.
come into.
And
Luck is a skill.
he did pretty well. I mean,
I mean,
I'm not gonna say he did
wisely.
something crazy. Queen versus Queen Molodoy has the second highest rate of taking up versus up
Second
duels in
highest rate
tier
of
1
taking
events.
op versus op duels in tier 1
first
events.
Alcaran
First
from Heroic,
Alcaran.
who's actually not able to be here today. Youngstar
Respect for
subbing in
that.
from
It's
him.
got to
So.
be the most
Would have been
most
really nice to
impressive
see those two against each other, but
stats, depending on how
Youngstar
many you won. Yeah.
currently
Yeah.
4 and 5.
That's a key
Ooh,
element.
5 and 5.
Scratch that,
Good
as they
shot.
say.
Versus
He was kind of dumb, but he was brave.
Another frag for Heroic, and
Xfloud
all of a sudden,
has
this is
just
looking a
found
bit more like a
free ball and thrown
7-5
over. We
half.
not
But I
seen
have
that
to say, say
position occupied
7
by Heroic
T-side
whatsoever, so
rounds
Fallen
for
just
Furia
falling
so
victim
far
to
in the
it.
half.
I mean, we've seen pretty much most teams
Now the bomb
actually
pretty
dominate
much
on
belongs
CT
to
side.
Heroic.
here.
They'll throw a player
So
down the
this is
vent,
very good for
presumably to go
on the
with
CT
clear
side.
from down
Nice.
beneath. And probably because
Great
xCloud
piece of
felt
team
time
neutral there.
limited, and sure enough,
xCloud.
fired his feet up, trained on him.
Are they ready for one more
Force
person
is
pushing
dead.
secret?
I don't think
they're
so.
ready for this.
And I think it's going to be a
Keeping his head
very
down.
free kill.
Offers
Oh,
to
does he see
step
him?
into
Does.
it. So that's a free frag on Molodoy, a 4 versus 2 for Heroic, and 45 seconds to try to claw it back.
Gotta appreciate Crizin and how he gets his info back.
So
Correct
much
me if
money
I'm
here
wrong.
for Fury
Doesn't
as well.
Yuri and
to buy the
Case
next
Serrano
round
look like they're
guaranteed,
brothers?
So they've got to go for this.
You know,
No reason
sometimes
not
I
to.
used to confuse them.
Not for anything else, just the
If they come up here, don't
economic
do
damage on Heroic.
I've already confused enough players today.
I just imagine they're in the back, like they have a group chat, the players like, yo, those MCL guys they don't remember
It's a
names.
well-earned fourth for sure. I think it's the attitude that they
MCL
brought into
shit
these
production,
kind of
man. Like,
rounds.
No way, our
go
production's
Our
not.
production's really good because
Our
Blast
production's
is
blast.
very
Like, you can't take about our production.
Amazing.
It's the quality of content we
It's like
provide.
Fighting fire
the
versus
staff,
fire, but
the
I
staff
also
of
know that's not
MCL,
used
the personnel.
I mean,
who are those two
So I don't know what the better
buffoons?
one is.
Buffoons, okay.
In this case, it's
buffoons. I don't know
going
buffoons in the
aggressive because the
vocabulary.
other team
Maybe
is
in liquid.
expecting
Maybe in
you to be
liquid.
conditioned, and
Maybe per chance.
Chris
Per
is showing them
chance.
that he's not scared. It's actually working out
Oh,
really
we
well.
can do a
it's
round
like
of
way
like
to
just only
humanize
posh
your
talk.
opponent,
Round
to
of
make them
only
feel
posh
like
talk. Alright, I'm from
they're not
Slema,
certain
so let me put
indomitable
on
creatures that
my
can just
Slema
overwhelm you
accent.
whenever
No,
and
I'm
we're
thinking of
going
like
to do
UK posh.
UK posh.
Like
UK
elegant
posh.
English, you know.
Elegant
Wait, let me get
Getting real now.
Very, very fancy. Pinky up, pinky up.
Pinky up.
The higher the better.
2 rounds to start
So
this CT
fancy.
side.
Cheerio.
2 rounds in a row
That's a very
now. Make up
demure
number
way of
3 and
drinking
4.
your water.
5 rounds
Demure.
at best case
Don't
for
say it
Heroic,
like,
and they've got all the guns in the world to pull it off.
You know, I heard that on my head.
And it has felt like
Cricket, I don't know. You're the one who wanted a posh English round. I'm just giving you what you want.
Yeah, I know. I
Don't-
heard you get all of that.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. 7-4, last round of the half. Heroic looking for a crucial fifth. CT half, for a dimension, should be your stronger side, and they've struggled. Couple of rounds now on the trot.
I mean, so far, seeing how Chris got low HP,
they don't believe in
technically, if
their
you
own
do
game plan,
have the
they're
advantage,
really
but
angry
you
because
can
these
obviously
rounds
just
they've
go
been
sideways
so
very
quickly.
quickly.
Regardless, if
So,
Heroic don't go
for
on
them
to
to
win
just turn
another
around
round
and
here,
play
will
as
be the
if they won
closest
in
game
last
we've
few, I
had
think
so
that's
far
just
this
really
season.
great.
13-3,
Yep, pretty much.
13-2, 7-4.
Fallen wants to take timing into the site.
Oh, might find it now, will indeed.
Fallen's duel made easy. Heaven duel
Ooh, Chris over the Chris. Okay.
Fallen getting a
Would
few
they expect
assists
Youngster to
this
peak from
round.
up here?
But again,
Last
this is
round
that
though,
upper pressure
needs a
made
big
possible
play,
by the
needs a
main
big
play.
moment.
Ooh. Youngstar's gonna try to
Takes just a bit too long. And 8-4.
As yet again,
As they would say.
he was 2 and 7. A quad kill and an assist for
I don't know
Fallen
anybody who
to
can
get
make that
one
sound
over
with
the
their
line.
voice.
It is 8 rounds for Furia's attack.
Anyways.
Shall we give the stage back to the actual casters?
Yes, we'll let actually Pimp take us through Nuke. And we'll see you guys very soon for the next half.
What I want to showcase for you guys today is how you condition your opponents to feel uncomfortable and maybe deny them information in order to cause rotations and then losing your rounds. Now we have Spirit on the T side and we have Eternal Fire on the CT side. And I want to set the scene from the get-go. Donk over here towards Yard is being applied to, I guess, pressurize a little bit. According with Donk right here, there's also 2 smokes being put down. One here and one here, which is going to deny the vision for the player up here in CT spawn, so he no longer knows whether or not anyone can cross down towards secret. So with those 2 smokes, you're conditioning the opponent and forcing them to make a calculated guess whether or not someone is going down secret, which is why they have placed a player down towards secret already here, so the CT defense have now been spread thin from the get-go. Now what's going to happen now is that Spirit is going to stay inside the lobby, and what they're hoping for is some sort of reaction for Eternal Fire. However, they're playing very defensively. As you can see the way it's set up right now as well, you have a player very defensively out here, you have a player down towards secret who's super defensive, you have 2 players inside who at this point haven't made a move or haven't pushed or haven't done anything, and you have a player boosted on ramp as well in a very isolated position where he cannot rotate away. When you're in this position right here, you're fighting till you're dying. Now what's going to happen is that we have 3 Spirit players moving towards ramp right here later in the round, and they're going to go out and they're going to go out towards ramp and applying their pressure. Now before they do that, they have players out here in Donk, who's now rotated from Yard back towards lobby, in towards center with this boy. They're going to throw Molotovs towards inner. I believe they're Molotoving behind the second vent. They're Molotoving somewhere on this side as well. And they're also going to throw a smoke towards gate. Now what that does is that they're trying to sell the idea that they're going inside. Meanwhile, 3 players from Spirit are moving in towards ramp and they're actually going out ramp right here.
trying to tap back into the fight they brought to the table. Tough go of it here on Nuke. It feels like Heroic across map 2 and 3 are now finally fighting the full-forced Furia.
Okay. Yeah, that was good alliteration right there. And it's very true. This is about as strong as it gets. And to be honest, they've gone from some of the most disappointing CS that we've seen in any of their time in the last year or so to now some of the best, most exciting, well-coordinated rounds.
First day of
with
playoffs
a much
here.
healthier looking
BLAST Bounty
scoreboard.
Season 1.
Honestly, I
2020.
want to take a moment and just like
all the extra fixes.
say good job to us for the first time we're doing this. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know about you. On my way here today, I was nervous. Oh, whoa, what are we missing here?
Hell of a pistol, Furia.
I had to come my own fucking story, goddamn.
Going, but anyway, you were feeling nervous. You were.
Oh yeah, I was nervous. I'll be honest. As they say in certain places, I felt like I was shitting bricks.
Shitting bricks, damn.
However, to be honest, once I sat down, once we started, it was all gone. It was all gone. I was. You know, I feel like it made it easier. You, brother. You. I feel like having my favorite and so far my only co-host.
Not much of an option there.
No, but
so
I'm
the
happy.
best one and I'm the worst one at the same time.
No, I wouldn't say the worst one.
The only one, so Belfort is the best and the worst.
I mean, I never co-cast, like, there's only 2 other casts I could have had the opportunity with.
True. So.
Astrus and Tefrite. Tefrite, I'd never met this guy in person.
Tefrite does not live in Malta.
I know.
He travels, so legend though. He was the original MCL caster. Massive respect to him. He didn't even know CS when he started casting.
I remember,
by
but
the
he
end
still
of the
tried
season,
hard and he still actually managed to get some content
really good. Astrus, another legend, only casted with him a couple of times, but it was chill. But
you knew that, okay.
The dynamic duo.
I feel like PlayCon. So the semi-final of MCL Season 3 was a really good starter, and just the PlayCon final just set it.
Peak cinema.
Peak cinema. Plus, I think this is our second time using professional equipment now.
Yeah, for sure. And wow, I mean, like last time they gave us like a 2-second explanation at PlayCon, and
it was really quick.
It was really, and your game volume was way lower than mine, so they like a flashbang, and I can't hear anything. And like that's why if you watch the VOD in the first map until we adjusted it in the middle, I was talking over you so often because I genuinely just couldn't hear you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, to be honest, like we didn't get much of an explanation here either, but this one feels much easier.
Yeah, it's very self-intuitive. So big shout out.
Farming out.
Oh, yo, 10-4, and
Yakinder showing up. Man, where's Yakinder? He is Polish, right?
Lithuanian.
Or
is it Lithuania or Latvia? Which is the red one? Red, white, and red. Latvian. He's Latvian.
I mean, we can have a really like.
Go back and watch that.
Quick,
no, I know it's Latvian for a fact. I know for a fact it's Latvian. I can tell you. I'm going to bet.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
I'm going to bet my left arm.
You get to keep it.
Now I need yours.
I never bet my arm up.
I thought it was assumed. Anyway, round 15 here.
That is just kind of the
Heroic, first buy round of the half. Potentially their last.
10-4 already on the score.
Yakinder, 14 and 9. He's doing so well. This is his map. And how about Molodey?
He got 5 kills in 2 rounds already.
How about Molodey?
Molodey has
16 and 7. I didn't do it on purpose.
I know, but like
the fact that you gave me this idea, I had to.
I'm gonna be having so much fun with this soundboard.
Get there another kill this round.
Can we get them all over? Oh, I was about to do it.
Fallen. And it's all fallen apart for Heroic.
I made a funny
You don't
joke.
have something on your soundboard for that? There we go. This production.
Of jokes, I had when I was speaking with James Banks earlier, and we finished some recording. We spoke a bit after,
Which we don't know anything about.
Yeah, but like that's besides the point.
Yeah.
And he messaged me later, told me I hope he told me I hope I enjoyed everything. Like, I thought it was a pleasure working with him. I told him specifically it was a blast.
Be a quick one. We'll have one last.
And he actually liked the joke, so that's my kind of joke. So I feel like for those people who ever want to like run into Banks and stuff, if you want to get on Banks' good side, just give him a dad joke. He'll mess with some dad
Chris, all of us 2 Tech 9 kills.
2 Tech 9s. Fuck my story. Whoa.
That was a good story though. Shout out once again to Banks. What a legend.
What a legend, bro. Hopefully get him another time, maybe a more
I met him this afternoon for the first time. I just randomly quickly told him my name. He remembered because he came up back on stage and was like, yo, it's like,
he's remembered my name since Monday, bro.
Legend, legend. What a nice guy.
Have to remember, Squeaky could be on.
Oh, that timing
so
is
unlucky for Youngster.
That's timing.
And the bomb is inside of lobby now,
And
too.
that's the bomb, boss. Match point. Okay, you know what? We
Fairly
should be.
disappointed for supposed to be a Furia fan.
I was about to say we're supposed to be part of the Furia crowd.
But you can't feel bad for them. Like
I want a good game. I don't like these blowouts. I want a good game of CS. I'm crying for the
it
Counter
wasn't really a
Strike.
blowout. I mean, hey,
It's 11-4. It's gonna be 12-4. It's a blowout. It's a blowout.
if you think about it, it was like we got 3 blowouts.
We got 3 blowouts back to back.
It's not 2.
Let's see it, Tom Clancy.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, and we still had the obviously the Falcons and Liquid game.
Wait.
A little bit of damage.
He has no idea that they're both
Sometimes I
there.
forget this was wall bangable.
No
It's not even a
idea.
word.
Oh, he says it's an up. It's an up.
Comes for the ace.
running to the bomb site.
Who's the waiting for this? Ah, runs into it.
So close. You know,
Close, close. Almost got it, but close, but no.
I'm gonna go all day with this.
Match
baby.
point for Furia now. Series point for Furia. And Heroic, 8 in a row required.
They almost went around with a tempo.
I wish to say it's possible, but
with an ace, that would have been a
I have
moment for Heroic. But
I have a feeling like
huge
it
deficit
won't
arounds.
be
Haven't seen much of a game
very
plan so far
likely
besides
from
just
Heroic.
go fast, which, well,
Like,
it's been
to get 8
exciting.
in a row,
but
we're asking for a lot here.
They've used their last timeout. I mean, this is the moment. Map 3, you're down 12-4. Do or die, you lose a round and you are out of BLAST Bounty. What can Heroic do here?
Look, I'm really hoping, like, what we need to see from that timeout that they took now is the coach had to give them, like, god-like level of, like, team talk, like pep talk, to convince them to come here. Also, a really weird camera angle.
That final buy that Heroic saved up for just to try to make a game of this. Again, kind of exceeded our expectations considering the stand-in situation of Youngstar.
Let's see
especially his
if
responsibility
Molodoi
to
can
pick up a
close
gun
this
he
off for
doesn't
them.
use. Defeating Pain is no joke. It's what qualified them.
I have a
for
feeling
the
Molodoi
land
might be able to
portion
get 20,
of
a 20
Bounty.
bomb before the game
But
ends.
obviously, once you get here, you're going
Like a
up
20
against
bomb in
the
16
top
rounds.
dogs, and
Like, so it's been 60 rounds and Molodoi has 7 kills. He's averaging a bit more than a kill a round. Yakinda has a killer round.
Kinder, man. I didn't realize how well he was doing.
Hey, if Molodoi just clutches everything right now, he can end on a 30 bomb. I think he
20
might
bombs.
catch X-Floud. X-Floud.
They might
Oh, it's good. I like that play there. Ah, the timing here, the timing. As X-Cloud get caught, I feel like X-Cloud is a dead man walking. Oh, did he see his arm? No, he didn't. Oh,
Oh, the reaction time was a bit too quick for nothing. A collat? You see a collat? Oh.
missed flick. That's the trigger discipline.
I feel like he saw the head and instantly click. I mean, fair play, that was a crazy reaction time.
What is
but I feel like
Yakinder
he should've
doing,
waited.
bro? He's cheeky. He's cheeky. He wants to
Trying
go
to go
for
around.
it. He wants to go for it.
I mean,
You
they
know,
have
I
the money.
respect
They
that.
have
I
the money.
respect that.
It's what we like to see. You know, tipo, like if he actually got that, but he didn't. Unfortunately, he unfortunately didn't get it.
It's so funny every time you do it.
'Cause I cut it as well. I don't give it the full, I don't give it the
So
full audio.
funny. My humor is so broken.
I appreciate you considering me as a funny individual.
Oh, that's very funny. How does this pillow attach to my chair, guys? These chairs are too fancy. It's like magnetic.
Yeah, it's magnetic. Yeah, let me help you out. Let me help you out. You instantly click it by yourself.
Amazing. Kemi and Tayo. So good. So
Yeah, I'll be honest. These chairs are.
They're amazing.
I could sleep on this.
Tonight,
I
guys.
wanna ask them if I can put this in my car.
He's
Swap my car
all
seat.
all day. He said, first can I take a PC? Then can I take a monitor? Then can I take everything this guy
I'll
wants.
be honest, bro. If I can take something, I'll take it. At least I get the press pass. Hey! I got a memory. I want to see if I can ask some people to sign this.
You get a black lanyard and a cardboard paper of bounty.
If I photocopy this, you don't know this. I get the whole squad in here.
You can put it in photo and do the AAA one. And you change the color. And you.
Yeah, I could.
In the hands of
I'll just get on the staff, take a photo with me.
Alright,
It's like,
Mela.
boom.
So that's how we go. We say, can we pause? I love the production, guys. Can we take a photo? Little do they know, Manthen is plotting.
And that's going to be Krizen's opportunity to take over lobby.
Heroic. Ooh, 4v2. Looks like 12-6. And it looks like 12-7. Look at the money of Furia.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna give this one. I mean, I don't see the point of them trying here.
No.
Like they could like try to show them how big the kahunas are for this round, but there's no point.
Definitely not.
Although he has an op.
And also, so nice when you see
At least Falcons was able to save an M4.
He's not saving anything, man.
I mean, he wanted to save it. I saw the attempt, but went a bit short.
Does he save the SMG there without making the weapon drop noise?
I think it was worth it. I have a question. Do you think we should talk a bit about the patch?
Patch, the patch. Are we gonna play on the patch though throughout Bounty, or is it our...
No. We're only using the map of Anubis, but the patch is not gonna be used
throughout the whole tournament?
Yes, throughout the whole tournament.
I mean, we talked about the patch, right?
We got the maps.
Have fun turns out, Anubis is in. We mentioned at the start of the stream, but mainly, I think what you say, SMGs, MP7, MP5 buffed.
So first of all, for people who don't know, usually as a CT, your go-to SMG is the MP9.
Yep.
Now I'll be honest, I think the MP7 might surpass that.
What are the prices now?
So both MP5, MP7, and the Bison were reduced by $100.
Yep.
So they're gonna be a bit cheaper, a bit more affordable.
And an MP9 is 1,500? 1,300?
The MP5?
MP9.
MP9 is 1.25.
Oh, okay.
1.5.
MP7 is 1.6, no?
Now it's 1.5.
No, it was 1.7, now it's 1.6, I think.
Is that how it is? Okay, so maybe it was that one, yes.
Still a bit pricey. I think the UMP is starting to be used a bit.
A little bit. I saw like there was a few rounds where I saw them. I saw them in Dust 2 by Heroic. Now the Bison can be cheap. In my opinion, the Bison, I think the price might help in lower elo.
The Bison's rubbish. The Bison it's like a Glock SMG.
Ooh. Oh my god. Anyway, but what's gonna be good about
it's only funny when you don't over.
What's good about the MP7 and the MP5 is actually they got an increase in damage. I don't know exact numbering, but they had a bit of an increase in damage. And they've also had a decrease of damage fallout.
Oh,
he got it, but bomb plant has happened.
He has just the USP, so that's literally
God, CSGO with the timing.
Yuri had to deny the plant there, man.
I feel like in this situation they shouldn't like overstep.
Oh, that's a big kill. Yakinder's so low on health as well.
I mean,
if they had a kid, they'd go for this.
Yeah, but they have no kids, so I think it's better they just like kind of save it and hope for the
Do you remember? I'm gonna take you back in time. 2019 Berlin Star Ladder Major. Australis win it, but I'm going to take you back early on in the tournament. There was a map between the winners Australis and G2 on this very nuke. It's quite a rough map, I think. G2 were 15-5 down.
You really just don't look at the score
CD.
at the top.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Sorry. It's so cringe what I'm about to mention. It almost killed me, but...
Should I proceed? Let me see if I can guess what you're referring to.
I'll build into it, and I think you will come to it on your own. But
I have something in my mind. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same player.
G2 are on the city side, and Australis planted the bomb. G2 retake. They kill all the Australis players. 4 G2 players still alive, but only Amnek has a kit. And oh no, 15-5 in a 4v0. That is something I'll never. Whenever I see bomb site B of nuke, that is what I remember. Always. And that memory almost made me choke.
Mine was the Australis when they ninja defused because all the players left side.
Oh, I remember. It was like 1v5 Zipnix.
Yeah, he just defused the bomb and won the game off of because they left the side trying to go hunting.
The fall off of that roster hurts so much.
I feel like that fall off should be studied. But in my opinion, I think it's good they fell off. Not because
Counter Strike was so boring at that point.
That's why.
Competitive CS was so boring.
It makes it like unbearable.
Boring. Dynasties are boring.
Dynasties are not boring if there's competition. Not competition. If there's a challenge.
Just exactly. Australia just like won 3 majors in a row with no competition. Like not even the finals. The finals were like 2-0s, 16-6s.
If you think about it, like I understand that they kind of like doctored, you know, the best way to play CS. Like they had the Bible of Counter Strike, but like it came to a point where like other teams couldn't just compete. That's not fun. For example, the Vitality one.
I have to be honest, I think they shot themselves in the foot with 6-man rosters. That was the beginning of the end for the Astralis era.
Yes, I agree with that. And I feel like what's the difference between the Astralis and the Vitality dynasty is very simple. Ooh, wait, let's see how this plays out.
If he gets this kill here, but I think you can keep saying what you were saying about that era there.
So the Vitality dynasty, you could still see people actually taking a map off of Vitality. Legacy in the Major,
yes,
they're able to take a map off of them. Now, for me, that shows that, you know, a hero can bleed. If you can see it bleed, you know it's killable.
Yes.
And then we saw Blast.
Do Furia go for this? Oh, well, maybe there, but not anymore. And Heroic, 4 in a row.
They had no kill. I think if he didn't die there,
there was a kill on ramp.
Yeah, but I'm saying if Yuri didn't die on ramp, I feel like they had a chance.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But they had to go fast because they have no kit.
But there was one on ramp which he was looking at as he died, so he might have picked that up. I am so curious. Do Furia start to sweat now? 4 in a row for Heroic.
I think what they're gonna do is just, you know, not overextend, get us some money so they have a good buy and a soft spot in case they fail. And then they go try to go for 2 rounds straight where they go fight hard for a win. Because they didn't need 1 round, that's all they need. I'm kind of like impressed that they actually are making this comeback. Like, well played to...
double stack. Ooh, Molodoi doesn't get any. Ooh, has a second chance, only gets the leg. But the nade will finish him off. That's a great play from Molodoi there.
I need to see if I can get a Kobe recording on this. For every grenade, I need... Okay, I have to talk to them about it now.
Ooh, X-Cloud. Evans out. Chris in, X-Cloud. Ooh, Youngstar. Heroic.
Can Fallen show them what he's made of?
Fallen. 4 versus 1. Deagle in hand. And this would be
oh no, this is giving bad memories. As a player on Hot and a Deagle on Heaven.
Oh, but look who Fallen's found.
Did he see him?
Picks up an AWP as well for his troubles, and I think this is a save. All the way back into CT.
You know what's the first thing came to my head? He was climbing up
Nico.
I didn't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Do you think his teammates would like make fun of him for it sometimes?
Nico?
Like Nico's on Heaven, like, oh Nico,
I mean,
get the 1-tap.
I might be mistaken. I don't know the guy, but Nico gives me the impression that he's someone who tilts incredibly easily. So I feel like if it's like a teammate like Magix, and I think if you tell him, oh Magix, remember the whiff, he'll like laugh it off. And I think Nico will like actually get like kind of tilted at you and be like, even if it's like scrimming, I think he'll get tilted.
Maybe.
Because that's the impression.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I don't know the guy.
Chased here.
1.
Oh.
2.
Oh.
Still on.
Oh.
3. Oh, almost.
Bro, Fallen. Wow.
Shout out Fallen, that was crazy.
Almost getting the 4K.
Just so much damage to Heroic.
I mean, I think they still have money.
They do still have money, but they have to reinvest.
Wow,
ooh,
that's
distance.
Oh, but he did arm the guy. So he was maybe like down to 30 HP.
He was down to 15, but still.
15 was it?
Yeah, but still, that's crazy damage.
I mean, I'll be honest. Even though they died there,
look at the money. X-Cloud
and Nilo are
12.8. What is that?
Now, Youngster has some money. He's safe, but X-Cloud and Nilo are golden.
Furia are in trouble. They face an uphill battle, and it really feels like we might see overtime. This feels like the last real chance for Furia to put a stop to Heroic in regulation. There's going to be scrappy buys for the remainder of the game.
They might just like, if they can get some good frags, and they will maybe lose round with frags. They have the loss bonus, and they could potentially on
Furia's loss bonus is maxed out.
Huh?
Furia's loss bonus is maxed out.
That's why.
It
So
was
they
5
were
in a row.
get like, let's say 5 kills, they get, you know, the 50 bonus dollars per kill, get to 50 extra plus the loss bonus, and they still have some money here. They might be able to do at 12-11.
2 rounds left of including this.
Exactly, but maybe at 12-11.
12-11, yeah,
they
no,
might
they
be able
scrap
to
a buy
force
together,
buy.
of course, but this is the last proper, and they don't even have all the util they want. But Yuri off to a good start. Prison taking down a Molodoi. Finds
That's what we
X-Cloud.
see from Molodoi.
3 kills.
A way to close. Eyes set onto this upper floor. Yuri's gonna get blindsided.
Suspi has
and all
a
of
very
sudden,
good pick on Yuri
it
there.
feels that much more
Almost
doable.
gets them A fully
Molodoy
open.
concerned of some kind of a heaven wrap.
I don't think Molodoy is...
Ooh,
yeah, Kindle with a great
Good
beat.
timing. Cuts one more off of the play.
Oh, Youngstar, last one left. Needs the clutch. Finds the first.
In this heroic jersey is
It's tough. It's tough and heroic. Eliminated.
Such a
Youngstar
close game.
tried. So
Almost.
close. Oh, what a series. What a series. Credit to both teams there.
What a good series to end the day on. Holy moly.
And credit to Furia, getting absolutely stomped on Mirage, but fighting their way back into the series.
They end up only playing for pride. I think they did earn some of that.
I think we're about to see some signatures.
As
so,
a leader on this team, especially when this game
I hope
was
you guys don't mind. I'm
basically
gonna look at the handshake now.
The only moments that really matter for Heroic.
Great series, commiserations to Heroic.
Very much leading by example.
But massive credit to
Back
Furia.
on Mirage, definitely X-Cloud taking over middle. Nilu throughout this event. There's been lots of good things
So,
to say. And,
for any of you guys that are interested in signatures, tomorrow you will be able to find Team Liquid at 3 p.m. and Heroic, I believe, at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. I have to check on that one.
I think
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple of signing sessions, so make sure to show up and get some pictures, get some signatures, and just, have a chat with the players, Normally when they're at these massive events, they're so flooded with players that, just sign and go, sign and go. But here, we're local, we don't have that many people, just relax. Like, I really like that play. I really like your username.
Exactly, and don't worry about, bringing something for them. If you have something to sign, bring it, go ahead.
If not, just take a photo, just enjoy the moment, guys.
Correction, they will actually give you a card for them to all sign.
I don't know if they're gonna do it this time. They had last time, but they ran out. So don't rely on it. Bring a notebook, guys.
I mean, if you bring something, it's better. But if you don't, you can still take a photo.
Yeah. But now we're going to hear from Fallen, leaving it to Banks, who we had earlier. What a legend, man. Over to him.
Opening 2 maps, dominant from both sides. But this nuke, it started to get a bit scary despite the lead you had there. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. It got very close on the very end. We had 3 or 4 more rounds to close the match. And I think overall it was a good game. They destroyed us on Mirage, we destroyed them on Dust 2, and then all came on the third map.
Talk to me about that Mirage a little bit, because they played in a similar way as what we saw them play against Pain. It worked really well, and it seemed like at times you guys were caught off guard by it. Was it just a case of you guys not being ready?
I would say that the way we played the CT side, we really needed individuals to step up and get some kills and stay alive. So in order for our crossfires to work and stuff like that, we didn't really play as active on the CT side as we could. But it's just how we can go. They play well on those T sides, and they deserve the win there.
And what did you say after Mirage going into Dust 2 when you guys are outside and getting ready for it? Because I can imagine the mood might have been not too good.
I mean, it was just fine. That's why the game is a BO3, maps can go either way. In the end, Counter Strike is all about who's going to be winning those pistols, For example, Castrato clutch in Dust 2 bring us back into the match. It was only 1-1. The game was going on their way at this moment. So, Counter Strike is just like that. Sometimes a very important round can happen and the game can shift away.
You seem very calm throughout it all, and you did get an important win here. But now we've seen you drop a crazy map on Overpass the Foot. This one here on Mirage, playing against the Heroic side. Is that giving you any worries for just how you guys are starting the season?
For me, no worries. We're not supposed to win every map and not supposed to win every single matchup we play. We're a very strong team, but there's many good and capable teams out there. And I go to those matches knowing that I can lose all of them and I can also win them. So that's pretty much how it goes. We are a very strong team, but nobody can beat everyone all the time. So I don't have such expectations.
When it comes to your expectations, though, when you're now going to face tougher opposition across the rest of the tournament, are you confident that we can see the Furia that we were getting towards the end of 2025, that you guys can bring that performance back up?
Yeah, definitely. As the tournament goes by, only the best teams are going to be surviving and no exciting matches can come away. I think we can play a little bit better than I have been playing. And it's in those moments that you want to grow and you want to step up. So we have all it takes to make it happen, and I'm looking forward for Saturday.
And in terms of that, right, I've got to talk about this audience we've got here joining us in the studio. There's still Brazilians here. I met some of them earlier. Anything you want to say to everyone back home and in the crowd?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone cheering outside Brazil. Thanks for cheering for Furia, following up all the boys. Pra galera do Brasil que está aqui em casa, obrigado por terem vindo assistir. Quem está assistindo em casa também. Foi grande jogo. Eu espero ver vocês no sábado de novo.
Everywhere we go, Brazil is with Furia and Fallen.
It's time for the Bounty Bonanza. We got Molotoi here. You got a bonanza of kills. Are you ready to spin the bonanza wheel? No. No? Not at all?
No.
Always ready in the server, but a lot of surprises waiting here on the stage. What do we think, fans? How do we feel about Molotoi? You got a few fans here. You ready to see what this wheel will do?
Let's go.
Let's go! Here it goes! Here's the big spin! Bonanza wheel off to the races where it stops. No one knows. Whatever number it's gonna be, that's our prize. What's it gonna be? Could be a giveaway for the fans at home, or it could be, oh, just past the big one, into the giveaway! And that means that that's now triggered a giveaway. So if you're in Twitch chat, type !bonanza and you might have a chance to win a prize all your own. What's that prize going to be? Well, it's time to find out.
Not time. Not time. We need to wait, bro.
Congratulations, you have won a Desert Eagle Print Stream Factory New. Make sure to get extra crispy headshots with this bad boy. I don't have any skins. I'm bankrupt.
That's right, it's a Print Stream Deeg. Molotoi, what Deeg skin do you have equipped?
Deagle?
Yeah.
Good question, good question. I think Deagle boys I have.
Do you like the print stream?
No.
No?
No.
Well, it's a good thing you're not winning it. Someone at home is. So if you like the print stream, get on into chat, type !bonanza, and that print stream that's been metaphorically held by Molotoi could be yours. Blessed by Molotoi, that gets you some headshots, surely.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. We will see.
Well, you gonna win another game so you can come back and spin this wheel?
Okay.
It's a promise. You heard it here first, folks. Thank you so much, Molotoi. You can go back and join your team. This has been the Bounty Bonanza. Rocking on in here on the desk. Deegs in the server. Deegs on the wheel. Op kills as well. What can't Molotoi do?
Man, he just was thrilled for that one, actually. Actually,
do you like the print stream? No.
No. Oh man, that was good. The Blaze skin actually just got messed up in the latest patch. You see that?
Maybe it's time for a print stream.
Yeah, he should consider it. He should. But I mean, he had a great game, so he doesn't need to change a single thing, if you ask me.
Still hit the giveaway, right? Man of the people here. Just a reminder, !bonanza in chat, and you'll enter the giveaway. One lucky fan will be winning that Deagle delivered by Molotoi, kind of metaphorically. He's not actually going to give it to you.
Metaphorically, he was delivering on the server as well, delivering in this game, and thank God to him for Furia moving on into this tournament. You know, on all three maps, even the one they lost 13-3, he was firing on all cylinders. So safe to say that Molotoi is off to a good start in 2026, and what we thought was a good year in 2025, I feel like, you know, we're seeing early signs that he's going to be able to replicate that. He's not a one-season wonder. He's not like a 6-month player that's then going to drop off. I feel like m0NESY is the real deal. Oh, sorry, not m0NESY. Molotoi is the real deal, and perhaps ready to take on a guy like m0NESY.
I mean, both of them have been the best players for their teams today, so
yeah.
you could even make the argument that they're the best two LAN players of 2026.
There you go.
Huge sample size.
Yeah, let's move on from that one.
Small
I always
sample
love
size,
I always love
you
a small
love that.
sample
You love
size.
that.
I always love a small sample size.
All right, well, things that weren't small, the kill round counter for Furia. I'm segueing it. We're getting there as well. Massive rounds coming through from Furia again and again, delivering, look, a little bit.
Okay, everybody, welcome. We are joined here by Youngstar. Thank you very much for joining us. Commiserations, but it was a great series. I wanted to say, we had some fans here who've been following you from your early days, and they told us that you're a bit of a Clash Royale expert.
Well, of course.
Does that? I wanted to ask a bit. You know, does that help with CS? I mean, you bested Simple, I heard, in Clash Royale. Do you hope maybe one day it will to take him on the server as well?
I mean, it first started like a meme, you know? Like we were met at Austin, the major, and then I just met him at the launch, and we just played, and I beat him, you know? But I mean, I don't think it will, like, it helps with CS, but it's just a fun thing to do on the side.
Just a fun thing. I think sometimes you need something as well apart from CS, but great game from you, in particular, all three maps. You were doing really, really well. Talk us through, you know, it's a big event, obviously you're coming into it. It's kind of as the stand-in here. How did that feel, and how did you deal with that pressure sort of in this lineup?
I mean, as everyone knows, like I was playing with Heroic like 1 year prior, so I'm like a stand-in, but not a stand-in, you know, because I know how things work. I know how Tobis works, like X-Cloud and Nilo, how they are as persons. It's just more like getting used to Chris calling and Susp as an anchor, and of course getting used to the off role. Like that's the hardest thing right now, and especially like when you're playing against these top dogs, like the #1 in the world right now, and you're dueling against Molodon, you know, it's like. I've had like a week of practice, and this guy has been upping for I don't know how long, you know. So that's the hardest thing to adapt to.
Okay, and well, we are the Maltese stream here, the Malta Counter Strike League locally. So I don't know if Manthen maybe you wanted to ask him. We have some local.
We have some local delicacies.
We have Kinney
and Twisties.
So
you don't have to try them on stream. If you want to take them to the team and try them together, you're more than welcome to.
Or you can give us a review as well. It's completely up to you. We have a.
So these are like
I mean, I can try them.
Those are cheesy snacks, and the
soft
drink
drink
is kind of like orange zest.
Yeah,
So if you like a little bit of a bitter drink, it's nice.
My teammates actually tried this like the first day. And
Oh, really?
They said it is very good, but
Okay.
I don't drink like sodas a lot, so.
Okay, it's a
You
bit.
don't have to finish it. At least we get like your first perspective on
Of course, of course. First impression.
Oh.
No.
No, not for you.
That
I
is
agree
very
with
bad.
you. I agree with you. I'm not a fan. I'm not
Like
a
the thing
fan
is, it's like bitter, you know? Like
Yes,
it's
that's
like
it.
very bitter.
The
grapefruit.
aftertaste. That's what people don't like. Usually
Yeah.
aftertaste.
And it's same like I don't like bitter stuff. Like I don't like coffee, alcohol, anything like this. So it's like
okay.
So Kenny no go, but Twisties, these are
Twisties.
a bit more. When supermarkets in Malta, the two most bought things are bananas and Twisties. So
Okay,
these are the
okay.
most popular thing in the country.
you're hyping this up now. Very much, very much.
I
You're hyping
love
this up.
them, so
Wait, is that an actual stat?
that's an actual stat.
Twisties and banana?
Twisties and
I was not
bananas.
aware of this.
Oh, these are very good.
Very good,
Okay, that's very
perfect.
good.
So
At least something
1
different.
out of 2. We got one. We got one.
These are very, very good.
Yeah.
You want some as well?
Come
come on,
let's
Steve, come on,
see, let's see.
Justin, did you try this? You wanna try?
That is,
Maltese.
it's like a bitter, like, it's a orange zest, and then you have Twisties. This is a cheesy snack. You like
You
the
like
Kenny?
to drink?
Oh, we have one for Kenny as well.
Bro, he's
Take
he's
this
eating
one,
everything.
you guys enjoy,
He's
enjoy.
eating everything.
Everything.
Like, I'm telling
Perfect.
you,
Good.
yeah, it's
Perfect.
crazy.
I hope I don't drop this later. Cheese.
Cheese is the normal flavor of Twisties.
No, bro, but this is mine. No, this is mine.
If you like these guys, we have one more recommendation. Pastizzi. They're savory snacks, they're warm. You can take them with peas, with ricotta, pastizzi. When you're while you're still in Malta, take the opportunity and try them.
I will check it out.
Thank you very much, Youngster, for joining us. Congratulations once again. It was a great series, almost had it, but we're really looking forward to see Heroic and you in the future as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Right before you leave, I have one more question.
Yeah?
So you said you've been opping for only a week, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask, what would you tell the people that are watching, like to practice on up? Because I'll be honest, I saw you on stage for 1 week of practice, incredible. Some of the shots you did, regardless if it was op, AK, whatever, like some of the shots you did was insane. I thought you were a stand-in. Like I know you've obviously played CS with them here
Yeah,
and
of
there,
course.
but when I saw you, you felt like you were molded in the team already. It's like you were ready to go with them. It's like a normal day in the park for you.
Like I can tell, like from last season, like I was anchoring a lot, and I didn't have like a lot of space to call. But now,
Okay.
for example, on some maps, when I'm like in the zone and feeling, you know, like I'm talking more, like I'm activating myself more, you know, and like enabling myself. But with the op, it's more like you need to be able to take the easy shots, you know.
Yes, yes.
So like. I watch a lot of demos, like
Okay.
3-4 demos now a day, like of different offers, and see how they play, like to get like an idea about what to train, you know.
So you pretty much take other people's like pieces and you mold your own style.
Yeah, like I'm trying to see like what I need to train on, you know.
Okay.
And then like you can go from Mondesi, from Saiwu to like Molodoi, whatever, you know, and Chiro, you know, like and, like the most important thing is just like to like get a good pre-aim, you know. So you don't need
Exactly.
to like full flick every time, you know. So you like
Get like a good idea, so when they walk into, you just click.
exactly. So you need to like have a good understanding, like where they will come. You just like preempt that, and then you just click when they come, you know. So you don't need to be like full flicking, running around everywhere, you know.
Perfect. All right. I appreciate your time. Obviously, unfortunate, but still congratulations. It was a very good game. And thank you again for joining us on the stream.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
We kind of got what we wanted from it. I feel like we got some experience that we needed playing against the top and also seeing like where we're at, even though of course it is with a stand-in. But yeah, it's the first lane game for us as a new team, and it's important experience to bring with us throughout the season.
Now, I know Dust 2 was very tough, right? And it is just one of those games. It looked like Nuke was going to be that way as well. Did you start believing when you were able to claw it back, right? You were like down 12-4, round by round was coming. You were getting a good read on the game. You were pushing their economy as well.
Yeah, for sure, it felt close. Like I think for us, we just kept on believing, you know, and like suddenly the gap is just only within 3 rounds, and I feel like we kind of just lose our grip a little bit in the last one. I feel like we come in with a good idea, but we really don't transition that well after getting blocked from it. So it's like, yeah, I feel like maybe it was just us being a little tired. I don't know what it came down to in the end, because actually I felt like on T side we had kind of a good idea of what they were doing.
It
but
looked like it. You
yeah,
looked like you were running around them, man.
yeah, no, but I'm not sure. I would have to look it back, but yeah, for sure. I feel like everyone was believing, doing good, and keeping the comms and mood high, you know, which is nice.
Very positive sign as well. Looking at this event, even though it was with a stand-in, how important was it for you to just have the guys on land now coming just into this one game and being able to get that more experience and work with the team in this way?
Yeah, very important. I mean, even myself, you know, like I don't have so much experience playing at the tier 1 lands and whatnot, so I think it's just everything that we can get right now, you know, where we get to test ourselves like this is going to be very valuable, especially when we play against people that are more in our ball pit, I would say, still, you know. So I think for sure it's going to give us an edge, you know, later on. And I mean, I'm just happy with how we looked and how we performed, because I'm very happy with how the boys came through. Sorry.
And when they've been talking to me, they've been very happy with how you're leading them, how you're doing as well. I'll say that from what they've said to me. But after this, Alcaren's back. Are we going back to normal?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Hopefully can go back to normal, man. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, welcome. I have with me Sid. How do you pronounce it exactly?
Sid.
Sid.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sid,
first,
right, yeah.
the coach of Team Fury. Congratulations through to the semifinals. You've been on hot form recently, and you are the local crowd here. You are the local team, sorry, of course,
Yeah.
based in Malta. So you had support from the local crowd, of course. And just tell us, what I really wanted to ask is, after map 1, it's a big defeat. How do you talk to your team in between those maps, and then take map 2 in such dominant fashion and carry that over into the final map of the series?
Yeah, it's actually from series to series it changes. But the way we lost today, it was kind of because we weren't on the same page, I would say. We were kind of lost in terms of the chemistry inside the team and playing off of each other. We were just not connected in that sense. So I just said to the guys, it's all right. We are prepared for the 3 maps because we actually did the preparation, actually accounting for the 3 maps.
Okay.
So this is something we were ready to play all 3 maps. So this is something we discussed before. And then I told them it's a BO3 for a reason. We are here to maybe sometimes use the first map as kind of a warm-up, and then we need to be ready for the last 2. And we had good talks in terms of knowing how we wanted to play those maps. So I basically calmed everyone down. Let's not create a big problem here. We just lost 1 map. That can happen. Doesn't matter if we are the clear favorites or they are underdogs. We are playing Counter-Strike. It can go either way.
Exactly.
So that's why I told them. And I think the fact that we had a plan for the last 2 maps also helped us just stay calm and composed, you know.
All right.
I have an interesting stat. That's the first time a bounty in Malta has actually a best of 3 gone the distance. They were always 2-0s before then, so showing your map pool there in the depth. I don't know if Manthen, maybe you want to ask.
I mean, I saw obviously the first map. I mean, you could tell it was a difficult start. Second map, complete opposite. You just came in, you owned the map. It was all you. And then going to the third map, I don't know. Was your idea, okay, we have this momentum, keep pushing forward, or like, okay, we kind of understood that the first map was them, second map was us. Now we go back to basic CS and we just, you know, play fundamental Counter-Strike pretty much.
We were actually happy with how the Vito went. So Nuke is one of our strongest maps.
Okay.
And every time we play Nuke, I feel like we just show big dominance. This is the map, for example, this is the map we won against Navi in the major, winning a half 12-0 against them during the group stage. It's a map we have a lot of confidence. And I think like they weren't too prepared to play Nuke because I think they didn't account for us leaving Nuke as a third. When we got to the third map, I told the guys, I think we have the advantage here in terms of being more prepared than them, because if you go to the Vito, by theory, we should Vito Nuke to play Inferno, which is one of our best maps. But we actually wanted to play with the Vito a little bit, so we let Nuke through as third. And it was a map that we had a lot of revamped and new things. And I think when we got, even starting T-side was super comfortable for us, even though it's a very city-sided map.
I mean, I could see you guys were really comfortable on the first
But
half.
you see, that's why I say that we are prepared, because we could change the tempo and the rhythm of the game so easy. We had all kinds of threats. So when we felt like we needed to do something faster, we had it in our playbook. When we needed to slow it down, we also knew how to do it. Even the last round that I paused and I called something, I knew it was the right moment for that. So our playbook is so deep that we can actually just play with the ideas and choose the right things for the right moment. And I think we were pretty happy with how our nukes looking right now.
And do you think this playbook is good enough for you guys to reach the final and even maybe win this for Furia?
Yes, of course. Every game is different in terms of preparation. When we are facing different teams, we need to also be bringing different things. So we can't use the same strats, but it's normally what we do. Before a game, we take a look at what we are doing, what suits based on the other team's style as well. So we are trying to do a good mix of doing the things that we have confidence on, but also understanding every game is different, and maybe we are playing Vitality or Falcons, we need to play this way. If we're playing a different team, we play that way. So we take one game at a time, and we adapt, and we have a deep playbook, I would say.
Perfect.
All right, I have a question here now, just really quickly. Obviously, you've been in Malta a while. We had Youngster actually before. We had him try some Maltese snacks, but I'm guessing you've had your taste of them already being on the island. What I want to ask now, being based in Malta, how does that sort of affect an event help happening on the island? Of course, we've seen Malta in recent years really sort of find its place in the CS calendar. Does being based here sort of help Furia with that? Do they feel the home advantage, so to speak?
No, of course it helps. Whenever we play here, it feels like we're playing at home. So, I mean, we live here, so we spend most of our time here. It's just starting to feel like home number 2 for us in a sense. And we are very proud of staying in Malta, and we are learning more and more about Malta, about the Maltese history, Maltese culture. So for us, we are blending in very well in the country. We love being here. It's a place that we were very welcomed, and everything we need. We have the full support from Fura and also our Maltese assets to help us. So I think, yeah, it feels like home. We had a tournament last year here also that we won. And whenever we play here, it's a big joy, I'd say. We enjoy it a lot.
Well, great to hear that. Congratulations once again. You're through to the finals. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And yeah, let's go. Let's go Fura, let's go Malta. Yeah,
yeah,
representing the country.
Home crowd. Let's go.
Home crowd. Yeah, let's go. Thanks, guys.
Let me go in here. Okay, guys, that was it for today. We hope you enjoyed day 1, quarterfinals of BLAST Bounty. Tomorrow, we're going to have another 2 quarterfinals, so make sure to tune in. We'll once again be covering all the games, having lots of interviews and behind the scenes. So make sure to tune in on MCL and Twitch. See you guys tomorrow.
Right before we go? See you guys.